7 years of defamation, mass harassment.
It's like he's got his own slave movie, like 7 years of defamation. The Hasan Piker story.
Mal killed practically half my dad's paternal family. I don't even blame him. They were landowning 1%ers.
Oh my fucking
Jesus.
God. What a fucking loser. Crazy fucking loser, bro.
Next guest is going to be Aparna Raj, DSA, DSA DC.
He heard the term and he's like, that's DGG.
Whoa.
Dude, I tried. I'm a better person than this. I'm a better person than this. It's fucked up.
Yes.
Is it bad that I find solace in the fact that all of my enemies are like weird antisocial freaks who could not hold down a conversation in real life?
There is no world where I just watched a couple of weirdo fucking VTuber anime guys obsessively scrolling frame by frame through another stream accusing people of hanging out in real life of being antisocial.
I got some word back that there were some LibCon organizers that were not happy with me beefing with Steven.
194 likes. Hasan, reply, lmfao. Holy fuck. All night long. Jesstlk's just like watching and staring at Darius' stream. New victim. More erudites. Whoever she is rape meat for Destiny. Holy shit. Your second largest political streamer on Twitch is now just straight watching Kiwi Farm's curated clips that jewstalker, this guy is just like spamming to his Twitter account and he's just like broadcasting it to his 20, 30,000 fucking retards on stream. Did you get your money back? I requested a refund. I'm waiting for it. Has the CDE event / Hasan taking the bait already produced substantive gains in your private conversations? A little bit, not much. We'll see how it goes. If you ban me on the subreddit for memeing, not that I would ever do that. Should I really wait 90 days for submitting an appeal? Yep. Good luck. One of the biggest mind fucks that I think, it's so hard navigating everything alone, okay? It's very difficult because nobody is like in a similar position. So it's not like talk to your mentor. When I say alone, I don't mean like literally alone. I just mean there's not like a clear path for like how do you navigate some particular set of events. I've slowly kind of unwound this stupid belief, but a lot of the personal advice I would get from certain people are like, don't let personal beefs like dictate too much, or don't be unhinged or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things I've realized, especially now for the culmination of this last event, is a lot of that is, they're all just restraint mechanisms. Almost all of these things are restraint mechanisms. Hasan talks about me almost every single fucking day on stream. And when he talks about me, it's always like, here's molestiny, sex pestiny, rapestiny, blah, blah. Like every single fucking time he brings me up over and over and over and over and over again. It works. The problem is, I said this a long time ago, and it might have even been unpopular in my community, but when I talk about like the dehumanizing language and the tit for tat and all this bullshit, and people get real ass pain, like, we gotta be better, yeah, we gotta be better. One thing that people don't understand is a lot of these things work. That's why people do them. At the very least, they're good for producing short-term gains. You also have to keep in mind that Hasan would prefer to never, ever, ever talk about me. Ever. The fact that he is talking about me, especially as much as he has been, means that he probably doesn't feel like, I don't know, I just know that he would prefer not to talk about me. So the fact that he is means that something that some kind of pressure is being felt or is having an impact on him, which is good. Stop. Can we get a chronological recap of what happened? There was like a last second announcement apparently that Hasan was going to go speak at the DNC college event or whatever. Basically there was an event that was announced. No, it wasn't announced. It was a long time announced. A long time ago this was announced. And then Hasan speaking at this college event was a pretty recent announcement, I guess. I don't know when they announced it for the first time. And then I think I jokingly tweeted out something about going, initially I didn't really have any intention to because I don't care that much. But then I saw Hasan watch it on stream and he was obviously clearly insanely fucking bothered, which is, it's crazy that that guy is so fucking petrified of being in the same place as me. But it's actually not. Also, I'm going to do this. I don't care if it's cringe. I'm trying this for this year, okay? I'm dropping a lot of the humility. I am terrifying to Hasan because I'm literally the only liberal in the entire fucking space that will ever stand up to anybody to the left. Every other person is a fucking pussy. They will not do it. Nobody will do it. Nobody has the backbone. Nobody wants to use any political capital. Nobody wants to use any leverage. All of it is just 50 billion, like, well, we can print money with the Trump bad stuff. Never talk about the left. Ironically enough, we've fallen into this trap over and over and over again, except for, I'm sorry, Hutch and Lonerbox, okay? Besides those two people. We've fallen into this trap over and over again. It happened with the BLM shit, was probably the culmination of it, where it was like, hold on, I think we got to be able to control a little bit of our party. I don't know if like the largest protest riot in the country centered around defunding or abolishing the police is necessarily the optics we want to go for. Maybe not, maybe not. But this inability for Democrats to just look to the left and say, hey, that's maybe a little bit too much, it's inexcusable at this point. I think it's so stupid. And so they banned Moot and whoever were with you as well. I think anybody they could find that was associated with me, they just kicked us out of the event. But also that Cameron Landin guy or whatever is a massive fucking weird pro-pally like fucking loser. Like unidimensional viewpoint on the entire world. Like, it's fucking stupid, and it's not surprising at all to me. What was the plan once you got into the event? I don't know, probably to interview people and chat with people. I'm pretty sure Hasan canceled the Q&A because he was so petrified that one of my people would ask him a hard question, I guess. Jesus Christ. He claims you had death threats on his life, and so he needs a restraining order. I'm trying to file a fucking restraining order. I mean, what the fuck? This guy's never had a threat in his life. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. The talking point now is that you were stalking Hasan? Sure. Just say that it's not true. Because it's not true. I'm pretty sure I was in DC first. He was stalking me. Like, I'm sorry, what is it? It is stalking if I go to an event? Like, it's retarded. This is just so fucking retarded, obviously. But one thing you also have to kind of divorce your mind from is none of this shit matters factually. Like, there are no facts that are being dealt with anymore. It's all, like, every single thing he says is a lie. He lies as easily as he breathes. It's insane to me that nobody else... But all of them lie. That's not. I mean, like, Graham Cracker, rapist Plattner, fucking lied about everything. The fucking Nazi tattoo for 16 years. The hatred of billionaires, obviously for Tom Steyer. They lied about how much they hate billionaires. That didn't fucking matter. The fucking Abdul, whatever the fuck in Michigan, lies about being a fucking doctor all the time. He lies about being a working class, whatever the fuck. Like, all these people are liars. They have to. It's part of their ethos. It's part of if you're fighting the system, if you're trying to attack the Democrats and whatever, you need to have the socialist uprising. Like, all of it is justified. You can lie about anything. You can use whatever strategies you want. You can do whatever you want to tear down whoever you want. The fucking guy even had, which is funny because it's reminiscent of the Bernie, the old fuck that needs to leave our political climate already, because only bad shit has come from him. Holy shit, the Bernie tree of rotten fruit is ever poisoning our political system. Oh, actually, that's true too, and that's a whole other thing that we don't even talk about, but it's just so untouchable, is that not only are you fighting against the inherent weakness of liberals who are already too scared to criticize the left, when you do criticize the left, you're going to be mass harassed for it, which will happen every single time, but they're also all getting amplified like crazy by foreign bots. Right? There's never going to be a foreign bot farm that is amplifying something Kamala Harris says, or something that I say, or something that some establishment Dem says. But you better fucking believe they are all over this type of shit. Because remember, always think from the perspective of a strong United States versus the rest of the world. Somebody like Hasan represents a perfect vector through which to amplify, because all he wants to do is destroy the U.S., right? Is to make us weaker in every way, to pull us back from allies, to pull us back from NATO, to abandon any commitments we have around the world. They always talk about like multipolarity, things that would destroy our economy, whatever. It's always just like, fuck America bad shit. So, of course, these people also benefit from that type of foreign amplification as well. So, it's annoying as fuck. Even ELSAYED or whatever had to put out a tweet saying like, hey guys, can you stop like being insanely fucking nasty and disgusting towards Stevens? It's kind of like looking bad even on me. That's how fucking insane these fans are. You helped canvass for Ossoff and Warnock against MAGA rivals, but have you considered organizing support for Dem candidates being challenged by the DSA? Yeah, maybe. We'll know in a week and a half how easy or not that process will be, depending on if my judge feels like actually doing their job or not. I guess we'll see. I'm a little worried the right flank of the party, i.e. Bill Maher, seem like they're defecting to MAGA. You know what? Good. They should be. Fucking let them. And I think the center left only has itself to blame. You should be able to very easily look at somebody like Bill Maher and say, yeah, the socialists and the communists are fucking crazy. And if you can't say that, then you shouldn't cry about them leaving. I don't think you should even comment on them leaving. If you want to do center left, lib left politics, you should literally just talk about Trump all day and print a million fucking Trump videos, because it's all you're capable of doing. And all of the like center, like super moderate or center right Democrats, they're right to jump ship. Because if you're too much of a fucking pussy to say anything about the actual communists that are dressed as Mao giving speeches at your college, if you can't say anything about it, then fuck you. People should jump ship. Why the fuck would they stay? Are they waiting for the next BLM riots, or waiting for the next, I don't know, whatever cringe fucking event these guys are playing? It's so stupid. Why is the Mao suit acceptable at events? It drives me crazy. Because most of the people that are in charge of these events are like college LARPer retards or small. These people make an intentional effort to infiltrate spaces and then take them over with extremist beliefs. Like, it is intentional. The subreddit co-opting is intentional. The online space co-opting is intentional. Like, when they get to a space, they will exhibit the most extreme belief that they think they can get away with. And then everybody that can't... How do you criticize someone in good faith and constantly ban chatters or comments? What is an ordinary person supposed to do? You can't criticize them on their own platform. And so the whole point... It's funny because this is exactly what people would fearmonger they would do, and this is exactly what they do. And this is what Hasan said they would do on Ethan's show. What do you do once you take over as a leftist? Well, you re-educate all of the dissenters, and then you murder everybody else that doesn't want to be re-educated. Like, that's it. They're authoritarian by nature. You're not supposed to have a dissenting point of view. Like, that's it. I mean, yeah. Conform to that belief, gets excised from it. So, like, all of the people that are in charge of, I guess, like, these college dems are all, like, crazy radical people or whatever. Do you agree with IRI that we should all get more involved with our local politics, or does the message need to come from the top down? You have to have more coordination from the top down. Also, the get involved with local politics is like the go to the gym and go to therapy answer. It's like it's true, but it's like okay. Like, what are you going to do with that? Did you see Josiah fighting DGGers about the whole situation? He says it's retarded to fight them because they aren't in power, and that we should fight them when they're in office. I'm sorry, but that's retarded. But again, if you want to make like the 50 millionth Trump bad video, that's fine. Go do it. Like, oh shit, wait, Trump bad? I didn't even know. Really, Trump bad? Like, I'm sorry, but the biggest problem that we have right now is our complete and total and utter inability to ever say anything about like the socialist cancer rot that is trying to eat our party from the inside out. It's fucking crazy. Live and learn being hosted by socialists and tanky sympathizers is a good sign for this shit. Yeah, they infect every place they go. And there's no pushback mechanism against them either. Every single possible liberal place, they infect it and they fucking rot it from the inside out. They've done it on Reddit too, but I mean, I guess that's to be expected for extremists, but oh my fucking God. One of the things that the left is really good about doing, and for some reason the lib-left dipshits all buy into this, like, well, it's now really the time to fight. We should be focusing on Trump. You gotta focus on Trump. It's now really the time to... No, fuck you, motherfucker. It's primaries. Now is the time to fight. If not now, then when? Because after the primaries, we can't fight, especially if they win the primaries. And if they lose the primaries, then we're not allowed to talk about them because they've lost, even though they're not going to be supporting our candidates. So, no, now is the time to fight. 100%. Now is the time to fight. This is like a rotting cancer that is like eating parts of the party from the inside out. And it's like, I assume you mean left political streamers? I mean left everybody. It doesn't matter. Like every single person, like MSNBC, MS Now and CNN, and like people are really, really, really afraid of attacking much to the left on some of these crazy things. New York Times, WAPO, like all these people are somewhat complicit in this. And like if people want to genuinely have further left viewpoints, that's fine. But it can't be this weird metastasizing cancer that is like trying to I'm sorry, but Hasan going up in a Mao costume should be enough to get him banned from every single Democratic event for the rest of his life. He should be permanently banned. That's insane. What the fuck are we doing? And if you listen to the speech that he gives, also, and I don't know this too, a lot of people just don't know the words. They don't know the terms. They have no idea what's even being said. When he starts talking about the Democratic Party are like the collaborators, the fascist collaborator. Like these are tanky terms, but I don't know if anybody even knows it. There's like here words like, oh, collaborations with enemies, I guess is bad. Like no. A collaborator? What the fuck are you talking about? These are tanky terms. Well, you guys are crazy that nobody else. I mean, the guy's up in a fucking Mao costume. Okay, that's insane. It can't be that nobody in the entire fucking like lib-left media establishment is able to fucking say anything about any of these people. It's pathetic. I'm sorry, it's fucking pathetic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever wake up to it, or if it's just like easy money, or because it's just easier to just like make the 4 trillionth video saying, oh, Trump, look at this Trump thing, oh, his hand, and so that's all they want to do. But I mean, like, if you want to do like political stuff, like part of being politically active is also kind of like checking your own party. I think it's kind of important, and there's just literally nobody seems to be willing to do that at all. I don't know. Hasan said all DCA people at this event were his fans. Do you think that's true? All of them? Every single one? How the fuck can I even respond to that? What? I'm sure a lot of them were. They're young college kids, for sure, but that Mao clip that Sarah Longwell posted is making the rounds. Yeah, it should be. It's fucking crazy. It's hard to organize the big lib content creators to chum out coherent messaging as the DSA types. Is anything happening behind the scenes? No. I will tell you, because I know, it is an intentional choice, okay? Because there is lots of money to be made in the endless Trump bad slop, number one. And then number two, if you attack to the left, there's not as much money to be made, and there's a lot of harassment there in that direction. They just won't do it because it's too much, because that audience will harass and harangue the fuck out of you. You saw it. I mean, you see it every single time somebody retweets me or I'm on a show with somebody. It happened with a lot of the Bulwark people. So there have been multiple times where you'll see, I remember there was one like black creator who retweeted something I said, and then her fans started to try to fucking lynch mob her, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I retweeted this guy earlier. I didn't realize he was so problematic. It's an intentional strategy, and it works. So even for your larger content creators, because basically everybody in here is here for like the money and the clout. Okay, almost everybody here is here for the money and clout. So at the end of the day, it's all about like what is the least amount of effort I can put in for the most amount of reach and views and money. So the idea of like actually fighting somebody politically that's like kind of scary and isn't like on the like Trump is obvious bad and on the other team, so I can fight him. But the idea of like, do I actually want to like, you know, have a spine, have some real political values, and actually maybe be critical of elements to the left that might catch me a little heat? Most people, basically every single other content creator, besides like 3 or 4 people, aren't interested in doing it. Like I don't know what else to say. And there's no way that will just never change, because it's the nature of the beast. One of the hardest things for me to wrap my head around is how people aren't willing to see/admit how bad ducking a conversation with you looks. Hasan can't say he doesn't want to talk to you since you're evil or whatever, but at the same time was willing to debate Charlie Kirk. If Hasan was afraid of, because they have to label me as bad faith. Yeah, obviously, because I would destroy him. I don't even know if I was going to talk to him. Like, in terms of optics, the only thing that I think I could have maybe done differently, I debated it, but I was like, I don't know, would be to abstain and get arrested. But I don't want to miss my flight on that shit. Fuck all the bullshit. I don't know if that would help out that much more. I got into an argument with a ton of people who were like, you should have, a bunch of fucking retards by somebody, you should have snuck in, you should have blah, 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 blah. And a confrontation in real life between me and Hasan would be me asking him a question, him kind of like laughing awkwardly and nervously, and then my mic getting cut off and then me shuffled away. That would have been it. I think that technically, I think getting barred from the event and everything was a way more dramatic. For some reason, a lot of you guys, even some people I know personally included, have this like delusional fantasy of like me challenging Hasan, and then it's like fucking Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Like the lights turn on and it's just me and him, and we're locked in like brutal debate combat for 2 hours. That's not going to happen. The mic will get cut. He'll like laugh awkwardly, and then that's it. The one issue you can get lib left to confront Hasan/the left on is Ukraine-Russia. It needs to be more than it's bad. What do you want me to say? Russia is bombing homes and hospitals. Americans don't care about foreign policy. Americans do not care about foreign policy. If you want to confront him, if you want to take him down, it has to be on like hypocritical or personal drama memes. I'm not joking. As cringe as it is, like that's what you have to go for. You guys can pretend that like Israel-Palestine is something, but nobody gives a fuck about this shit. It's a wedge issue. That's it. Like most of these people, the reason why they won't touch the Russia-Ukraine stuff is because they genuinely don't care about it. I think it's okay to push him on it insofar as pushing his hypocrisy. I think it's totally fine. But the idea that you're going to like nail him on some actual policy position, like nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck, all right? What is the worst thing that Hasan thinks could happen? Are you carrying or something? Why is he so scared? It has to be, he just has to keep me out of sight as much as possible. I'm going to change on AOC/MAMDANI. AOC is whatever. Fuck MAMDANI. And I'm banning all. If you write any positive shit about MAMDANI on my subreddit, you better source the fuck out of it, okay? No more of the like he fixed the New York budget or any of that bullshit. I think all these people are enemies. You can't, it's just too much. Like all the DSA cringe fucking shit is too much. I don't care. It cannot be, until I see anybody. The only reason why I let AOC slide is because she is willing to push back against the super left people. I've never seen MAMDANI do it. Don't know if he would do it, but if I see him do it, then I'll change my opinion on it. But at this point, I feel like it's a little bit existential for our party to not ever be able to criticize to the left. It's just fucking crazy. I wouldn't mind MAMDANI if people could just be like, we need like a segment of the party that's like, listen, okay, I respect and I like MAMDANI, but he's further to the left of me. I'll probably never be that far left. If there was like a huge chunk of liberals that could just say that would be fine. But instead, every single liberal acts like the people that are really far to the left are just like liberals with like much kinder hearts. Like they're like, well, you know, I want to be that far to the left, but I don't think we're ready for healthcare for all and $50 an hour minimum wage and free paid leave and like. Will you be apologizing to Sam Harris? No, because I'm not fucking mind raped by Muslims like Sam Harris is. Sam Harris will never be able to do real political commentary on anything that is peripherally related to religion for the rest of his life. That guy is so beyond mind fucked on it. Congratulations for getting out of the intellectual dipshit web, I guess. But like to go from the 7th circle of hell to the 5th circle of hell, like congratulations, I'm good. I didn't even know. I have only been to Detroit like 2 or 3 times. I didn't know there were that many white people in Detroit. Holy shit. I mean, I should have actually fact-checked this. Was this actually an ELSAYED crowd, or was this a Kanye West concert? I couldn't tell. Was this the first one? This is the tweet that I responded to.
Destiny's trying so hard to ride your wave, Lamau. Why you let him ride for free? What the fuck? You so stupid sometime? Ride what wave? He's a known sex pest and an ultra-Zionist who is literally
ultra-Zionist. True.
Losing end of these primary battles. The losing end of these primary battles over and over again because he's positioned himself as like the anti-me.
Losing these primary battles. What the fuck is he talking about? The biggest primary... Have we ever done any primary work ever, actually? I think the biggest canvassing operations we did work for were Ossoff.
Self as like the anti-me. He's also far too repulsive for.
Also, I love this whole anti-Hasan, anti-me, anti-whatever. My viewpoints, regardless of anything, is more in line with the average Democrat, like a millionfold over than any of the insane fucking shit this guy says. Although a lot of people don't know it because most interviewers and most people that talk to him don't know the questions to ask, and they have no idea how to navigate an actual critical conversation because they're so used to the political slop they've been serving up and eating their entire life. But it's so funny that he tries to, like, every single candidate basically lost in California, and he called the whole state gay. He said it was a homo-fascist state and then wanted to rage quit. And then he was able to write off of MAMDANI's DSA nominations. But I like how he's out here acting like he's like singularly getting people elected. Like, little bro, no one knows who you are. The only people that like you are people that still live with their parents. Like, we saw that in that big, I don't know who published it, that big poll or whatever.
Are too repulsive for even some of the biggest demons in the Democratic Party to like openly align with. I mean, he's probably made some inroads with like the bulwark people or whatever, but ultimately most people find him to be a repulsive monster.
Like, most people also don't know who I am. You're just talking. All of these talks are performances for the audience. I noticed that, like, the Kiwi farmers, all these people, they operate in the same way, and I understand as well why they do it. But you have to speak in a way to where you're just speaking the reality into existence, right? This is why everybody knows that Hasan is 4 feet tall. This is why every time Hasan goes to a theme park, he's not allowed to ride on any roller coaster. This is why everybody hates going with Hasan, scary movies, because if he doesn't bring his ID, they don't let him in, right? You speak like it's the thing that already is in existence, and then all the lemmings are like,
Trying to be you now, dude? Would it be me by what? Going and fucking trying to endorse and rally around establishment 85-year-old ultra-Zionist Democrats? To ignore everything Hasan is talking about because someone mentioned my parasocial drama obsession. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? You think he's going to go to fucking Michigan and be like, I love Haley Stevens? Is that what you think? No, he's just going to keep fucking chirping from his home about how awful I am and hope that his fucking cult doesn't recognize that he's not actually moving the needle in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, not like Hasan is moving the needle.
And Hasan is talking about and that his entire worldview has basically been reduced to criticizing every little thing that I do and trying to negatively polarize me against
criticizing every little thing. Okay.
Them against his audience.
I also like that he's just
I wonder if that's the suit he's wearing to his court cases.
Good one. I wonder if there's a suit you got from your Chinese friends after they started writing your scripts for you on every single fucking stream you do.
Let's move on. We're talking about serious shit, okay? I'm no better than him if I just fucking end up spending any deal of time as he does with me every day. I'm the only content that he discusses on his broadcast. We talk about the news. We talk about a movement here. We don't fucking talk.
The news, a movement, as I go through my 400 fucking Twitter links of people that agree with me on everything, and I can't name a single fucking book that I could even cite about any of the degrees that I brag about having or any of the conflicts I claim to know about, even though I can't find Yemen on a map 6 years after writing so many articles about it. Jesus.
Talk about random losers on the internet.
It's just genius. His audience will never watch this stream, so he can just say whatever the fuck he wants as if it's fact. True, but what you need to do, and then I've been doing this more on my Twitter, and then I've had a few excellent clippers that are doing this, is you just have to show the counterexamples on all of his stuff. You also have to drop, and I permaban these as well, the weak fucking retards out there that are like, oh, I never say that I watch Destiny in public, oh, blah, blah, blah. Just permaban and move on. If you see him, report him, and then I'll permaban him and move on. Because, like, you'll have people literally, like, this guy could rape his dog on stream with an electric fucking dildo, and his fans will go out there, and they will fucking, his dogs actually love that. Like, this guy probably killed his last fucking dog. Unironically, like, how much abuse did we see between the fucking tail yanking, between the scars on his fucking neck from the collar and everything else, and like somehow it was like a 5-year-old dog just randomly dies. We don't fucking hear any reason or anything why about it. It was probably from abuse. I think it is. I think it probably is from abuse. Post the death certificate. Where's the autopsy? Where's the fish autopsy? And I'm personally impacted because I loved playing with that dog. Okay, in real life, I loved fish, and Hasan killed him. Disgusting. Oh, this is when he first found out that I had tweeted about going, I think.
Heads up, some kick streamers will be at the event today only because of your presence. Unclear what they're planning. Who are the kick streamers? Do you know?
It's insane how pressed he is. I cannot see how his audience does not see how insanely fucking pressed he is on every fucking mention of me.
D and Darius? Is Darius still there? I got tickets.
Sex Pest 1 and Sex Pest 2. Who the fuck is D? You need a restraining order.
Fucking losers, man. This shit is so fucking lame, too. Anyway, Zoran is smart and would say something
like, what does he even think could happen? Hasan complained that you showed up uninvited to an event open to the public. His audience doesn't even question the logic. I don't even know if it was Hasan that started that. I think it was JustTlk on them. He said it on stream. Did he? Hasan being happy about USAID ending is disgusting. All of the tankies and commies and DSA types are happy about it ending. You'll just never hear about it because nobody asks some questions about it. But yes, because all of them think that it was just like a CIA operation or whatever bullshit. Why can't his fans push him to have a convo with you since they think he'll win you over anyway? Because they all understand the mission enough. It's avoided all costs. Oh, was the VP dude here or whatever? Oh, that guy? Oh my god, so fucking cringe. Just a fucking loser. That clip was after he kicked you out, right? Doesn't it seem like he's there to tell him that Hasan, or doesn't it seem like he was there to tell Hasan all good and Hasan was trying to prevent him showing that association on camera? Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, I got a question. What?
That's how fast I talk in real life.
Does this mean Hasan's already here?
Shut up.
Wait, I got.
As we're walking into the event, that we see that there's already like 5 people getting escorted out for I don't even know why. If you actually, from what I saw, now I don't know if I missed anything. You guys were watching probably closer than I was. But if you actually watched Darius' stream, it seemed like they were just doing interviews. Like everything seemed fine. Like it seemed like it was good content. They were just chatting with people. I don't think they were causing trouble at all. I mean, it's all on stream. So anyway, so we walk up here. This video starts a little bit late, but we walk up here to get our badges, and this guy is literally waiting. He's very clearly like on the lookout. Like I could tell that this guy was waiting for me because he's on the lookout. He's like, I don't know how much of is recorded. I guess we'll just watch this.
Give me a second.
Are you guys selling those shirts?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
He's fucking texting like a fucking loser to see Destiny. Radiant earlier, I don't have screenshots of these obviously, but Radiant earlier said that they were approached inside the venue and that Hasan's communications people were texting the organizers for this, telling them that like Destiny and all of his friends have to be kicked out or like they can't be allowed because they're going to disrupt the event or whatever.
Are you Destiny? Yeah. We're not letting you in. Well, yeah, we're not letting you in because we're worried about causing disruption.
Cause a disruption.
We're worried you're going to yell or some shit.
Yell? Like, imagine how stupid I would have to be even to do that. Why would I go to an event like this and then cause a massive disruption just to give Hasan the perfect ammunition to say like, oh look, this is like what he's trying to do and this is why we have to ban him from all future events? Why the fuck would I ever do that? Like, it was so stupid.
I'm sorry. Yes, we can give you a reason. I'm sorry.
How can I not get into the?
We're telling you we're not going to get it. We're telling you you're not going to get it.
For a
I
guy
know
who
it's
doesn't
wild.
support the Democratic Party or whatever has priority over.
I'm not engaging in this conversation.
Okay, I understand. Is there anybody ahead of you or anybody above you that I can speak out about this? Or?
I am the national vice president.
Okay.
The national vice president.
Yeah, but she trusts me with everything, so, you know, love her. Security.
Security.
He's posted. Okay. You can please walk out of the building.
So unnecessary.
This isn't, look.
We're gonna walk.
No, good job. You did it. Thank
Well,
you.
you're not following rules. You're making your own.
That's fine.
Oh, at the end here, I don't know if you can hear it. He says some dumb shit. He's like, all rules are imaginary or whatever. And then I think I shut her back. I was like, oh, what, like borders? And then he's like, and then he fucking shouts at me or whatever. And I thought they were going to debate, but then he didn't want to. It was like, okay. So cringe. Did he say you can get the fuck out of the building? That's what I heard. Somebody said that wasn't exactly what he said. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing. Ah, cringe as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. No one's gonna touch. What are they gonna do? Hello, Steven.
You could have worn the exact thing that Hasan's dog uses and ran around in it.
I told him. I
You
told
could
him.
have been, she's the girl in the shot
Dude,
collar. And then
Oh, bro, that would be such a good skit. Oh my fucking god.
you pull her over, they would be
There you go. I literally told him that, and they said like, nah, don't pay attention to yourself. I literally told him that. We should have been more Palestine signed up, honestly. But then, yeah. But
Where's your kafaya,
I talked to the guy earlier. He was giving me a press. The same guy that was kicking you out. He was gonna give me a press pass.
the VP
Yes.
guy?
He said he couldn't find it in the press pass, but he
You
said
should have
like,
been like, bro, I can't with Gaza.
nah.
You should have told him you were Palestinian American.
Well, he's Palestinian. He's actually Palestinian. Radiant, go ahead and tell him, bro.
Is he pro-Palestine? That was the first thing she asked before saying, do you guys have a press badge?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, moots. We have too many moots. Was saying here that apparently when they're inside, they were asked, like the first question they would ask was like, are you guys pro-Palestine or not? Jesus Christ. I don't know if an actual Q&A was canceled or not, but.
No more to Trumpism, but no more to the...
Watching him like scurry away at the end of the speech after trying to be all big and brave. Wow, Drug, thank you for the 15 tier 1 subs.
Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message.
He didn't even write this. Who's writing these? You can tell, right? We, right? But he doesn't know what he's saying. He didn't write this. This was written by somebody else, so he doesn't know God, it's so cringe.
In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed. We're unbought. We're unbound. And we will become undeniable. Thank you.
And then he's looking at. Oh, he didn't even do a meet and greet or a photo op or anything. He literally just scurried off. Oh, yeah, that's what I call sheesh. He sounded like a JRPG voice actor. True. His Reddit was on a mega unhinged demon time. Dude needs a restraining order. Destiny spends so much of his own time scanning for the tiniest of micro expressions on Hasan's face to prove to his echo chamber that Hasan bad. It's actually said, you actually don't have to spend that much time at all scanning his expression. You can just listen to the insane fucking shit that he says. It's actually very funny. Hasan's quite literally living his best life as he's on like 7 different fucking medications for baldness, for fatness, for low T. What are you talking? Yeah. Taking part in organizing. And by organizing, you mean showing up with his stream camera there to try to leech off of MAMDANI, meeting with high profile candidates, generally after they've already won their elections and whatever like trickles down to him. Okay. And promoting such, helping build a socialist political movement. All Destiny is to understand Hasan's shadow. He has no motion, not the motion. Oh God, hopefully this guy doesn't call me a chirper too. And not even Zionist politicians. The Zionist AIPAC dog whistles are fucking crazy, bro. Holy shit. 9 upvotes. It's not much, I guess, on the subreddit, but Hasan isn't even wealthy. He has no intergenerational wealth, as his parents are literally globetrotters from before he was even born. He has no intergenerational wealth, no invested capital, no superfluous income. What the fuck? He has a decent house in an expensive middle-class neighborhood. West Hollywood? On the top whatevers in the country for zip code, the top zip codes for, like, wealth, this has got to be up there. And a solid income that lets him travel and have a few nice things. This has to be a troll post. He gives us 8 hours of every single day teaching us about the ways of the world he deeply understands because he worked hard at his own education. People call him wealthy because they think that's a pejorative term that might make him look bad. There are 1 million people at his income level that still worry about bills to pay and are only 1 or 2 mistakes away from financial disaster? What? Hasan is only 1 or 2 missed payments away from financial ruin, guys. In his middle class, well, high middle class. One of his stinky mouth breathers called me the R word after some incredibly light banter. It was on the post on this sub talking about how people like Hasan can still be wealthy and advocate for the working class in the same breath. Sex Pastiny's dick riders are bark and no bite. As someone with both autism and ADHD, of course you are, buddy. I'm more sad that they could not have come up with a better insult, really. I mean, it's kind of funny because the guy called you actually what you are without even knowing anything about you. So if anything, it seems like he kind of came up with the perfect insult, no? These are people that haven't even felt the touch of a shower before. They're sad, strange little bastards, and they don't have my pity. Also, the reason why they post screenshots like this, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but you, I think you can still get banned, like site-wide banned on Reddit if you say the word retarded. So when they post stuff like this, it's to mass report your account. Good luck. It's insane how he gets away with calling for murder. LMFAO, whoever did this is diabolical. Haley Stevens. Haley Maria Stevens is an Israeli politician. Zionists are removing the section on Israel from her wiki because they think Abdul supporters put it on there. Wikipedia keeps reversing these edits. Zionist, Zionist, Zion, Jews, Jew, 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 Jew. You see how they hit like every level of like social media, Reddit, Wikipedia. They're firing on all cylinders. And it's difficult too because I feel like a lot of the mainstay Democratic voters are people who aren't going to be online that much anyway. Like you're not going to find a lot of, middle class working class people that are perusing fucking Reddit all day to, have these fights. 2/2, 2 out of 2. Epstein's audience threatening violence against Hasan during speech. From which direction will the DGG sleeper agent emerge from? Really? Not the DGG sleeper agent. Oh no. When are the DGG secret agents going to let some GSNs rip from the crowd? Threatening violence. One of them videoed himself talking about getting kicked out and how his plan got foiled. Then went on to describe how he's going to wear a disguise, cut his hair, and hide in the bathroom so he can sneak into Hasan's next event. These people are fucking insane. He needs to get some goddamn restraining orders. Link Ogre Boy 3.
The cause, we snuck in, we spent $340 to get kicked out right before Hasan came. Unfortunately, we didn't hide ourselves enough. Next time, we will be having costumes. Next time, we will be secretive. We will not let that happen again. This is the first time ever. Next time, there will be a spy operative. Next time, we will bring clippers for our hair to cut our hair in case anybody is getting sticky. I did verbatim say, if you guys remember before I left, I said, the block is getting hot, I need to step out. What I should not have done is I should have stepped into the bathroom and just hid and looked on my phone. I should not have...
He's a goddamn secret agent. Oh my god. Hasan's subreddit. See Samstity. Is that a new one? Kafea Chad turning Epstein away makes us such a jump. Oh my god. His Kafea must have been so triggering to them. Oh my fucking god. He's pro-Palestinian. Ah! I belly laughed, LOL. Did he think Hasan was going to pull up a chair for him and debate on the spot? No. Did he think that was going to happen? What do you mean? I'm realizing all these guys are straight up just mentally ill after seeing how Pegasus is reacting to the shipping magnet arc too. Very optics coded of destiny to not bring a new Nazi e-girl to this event. Wonder why? I might have been with 10 Nazis for all you know. You have no idea. The word gets tossed around too much. But I feel like Destiny is a genuine sociopath. No principles or morals. The whole pedophile thing. And only cares about the attention and money he can gain. Meanwhile, Hasan, so I send nudes that I get from random people on Snapchat that I beg minus for to every single fucking other streamer that I know because it's fucking based, but good one, okay. Probably just as sociopathic as Asmon. Maybe even worse, with his shady past and ongoing allegations currently. Him and his fans are spending more time attacking progressives than they are attacking the MAGA bros. They always say this. And they always spend all of their time attacking the center left. Every single time. Guys, just attack MAGA. Don't attack me. This is so far of a stretch that it can go from LA to New York City with ease. Hasan Piper delivers Hitler-style rant in a Mao Zedong suit. No more to fascist Trumpism, and no more to the Democrats who collaborate with fascists by funding ICE in Israel. Oh my fucking god. Please, Trump, please. Please save us. Hold on, I'll respond before I permaban, because I have to cut the week out of here. I'm so sorry. I think the problem is that you and the community still joking and trolling around and not taking it seriously. You can't joke with them at all. You need to respond seriously. No. You can joke. Just accept that it's a joke and move on. All of this weird navel gazing, all of this weird second guessing. I think we need to do the better. You're a troll and you're weakening us. You're the weakest link in the chain, but no longer. Goodbye. Okay. Appeal abandon after the midterms. All right. I can't have weaklings like you here right now. I'm sorry. All right. We will not be second guessed. Okay. These treads roll. I like how for this log here, aren't there timestamps on every single one? They cut out like the timestamp here, so it looks like these were all said in conjunction with one another or whatever. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I saw this too. Apparently these are, I guess people are auto-searching a ton. You can say bots, we can't prove it. Trying to find basically any mention of Hasan outside of the main Hasan subreddit so that they can go and brigade the fuck out of it. What? Can we fight conservatives? No, we need to wait for my court case to be over. First of all, I'm pretty sure we do fight conservatives. I don't know what this means. Can we canvass for Democrats? No, we need to wait for my court case to be over. So DGG already has 2 canvassing houses set up. Okay, already. I don't know if you think we're supposed to be like mass canvassing during the primaries. I mean, I guess we could go up to Michigan. If you really want, we could and try to help Stevens over ELSAYED. Yeah. Can you do basic commentary on videos you're watching? I generally do. Sometimes I'm playing games I don't. And then can we obsess with Hasan? Yes, we can. What a retarded post. Okay, good one. Decoding the Guru sub was a battleground as well. You have the both siders, tankies, and snarkers. Yeah, the problem, like, I think those guys are pretty solid on where they stand. For some reason, though, I don't know if it's just a Reddit thing or what, they still have, like, aspects of their audience that are just, like, slopper, like, populist sloppers that, like, Dick Slurp, the Gary economics dipshit, or will stand Hasan because, oh, well, he just wants healthcare and high minimum wage and, Oh, this is the Decoding the Guru subreddit. 590 comments. Sheesh. I'm not sure why people react so strongly to him. People I align with tend to label him a rich, opportunistic social democrat who will eventually funnel radicalized people back into the capitalist Democratic Party's vote blue no matter who bullshit. Meanwhile, liberals consider him a cringe frat boy opportunist spreading dangerous communist nonsense who could spoil their chance to go back to brunch when Trump goes away. I don't think there are any political influences I 100% agree with, but that doesn't mean I can't watch their content and analyze it. You're allowed to use your brain. Oh my God, dude. The most brainless of takes. Holy fuck. I think anyone who blows up will always become cringe. In my opinion, Hasan was a good entry point to left of Democratic Party politics for many, but should not replace reading theory, history, and consuming a variety of sources to share. Reading theory. What is it? Comment removed by moderator. What's wrong with blocking destiny? Nothing good can come of any proximity or association with destiny. Edit. Seriously? Seriously? I thought the consensus was that destiny was a guru. First of all, I didn't think the Decoding the Guru guys call me a guru. Okay. And nothing good could come from him. But I guess he's got fans here. Also, I like how anytime somebody says anything positive about me, it's because they're a fan of mine. But anytime somebody says anything positive, and by positive I mean is literally throating Hasan's cock publicly, all 2 inches of it, it must just be like a random politically involved person who's decided that Hasan is some pure good addition to the U.S. political system. Holy crap, this sub appears to be infested with Destiny cultists. Wow, can you not see the irony of this in a subreddit for a podcast dedicated to calling out gurus? I hope you all turn off the streamers, start reading some books! Read some books! Like, Jesus Christ. Maybe you just have a dog shit opinion that's not rooted in reality, maybe? Ooh, also, association with me, yeah, it can't always produce bad things, because that's where Hasan came from. Hold on, I was curious who this guy was. Destiny cultists? Frequent poster on the DSA. Does the DSA support the use of violence against civilians to affect political change? That should be with an E. Anywhere in the world? If not, you got nothing to worry about. I get you're trying to play devil's advocate or whatever, but be real for 5 minutes. The administration will not suddenly pivot to being fair and even-handed with dispersing unprovoked political violence. They can have and will continue to interpret the existence of someone they don't like as being violent no matter what they do. Are we already forgetting about ICE, the attacks in Minnesota, the promotion of political violence, the unprovoked war against Iran, which is still happening? There's nothing in the character of this administration which will suddenly play nice with their sworn eternal enemies. Leftist, socialist, communists. No amount of wishful thinking is going to magically give you plot armor against the DOJ, DOD, FBI, CIA, ICE, etc. You could be as nonviolent as you want, but they still have shown their capacity for initiating unprovoked. They're not fighting you fucking retards. They're not going out and they're trying to dig out 23-year-old rich white college students from their parents' multi-million-dollar mansions. They're deporting illegal immigrants and they're attacking lib-left people. Fucking loser. My God. Oh my God. And he's a poster on this sub? Tanky the Deprogram. Jesus Christ. Hakeem is a YouTuber and a doctor, doing material good for people within his reach. This is the program that that Hasan went on where he admitted to just serving as like a radicalization pipeline. This sub is for the Deprogram fans that think the normal sub wasn't radical enough. That's so fucking cringe, dude. This sub is infested with Destiny cultists. Actual tanky posting on the subreddit. Oh my God. Hasan Piker and Destiny are both the same kind of streaming grifter, promoting their own quasi-factual, selectively curated, highly partisan content. I'm not defending Hasan at all. I'd rather a Marxist-Leninist than a demo crap. That's for sure. True. Also, I'm 12 and I'm just learning about politics. Oh, this get noted thing. I like how when people find out Hasan is going to make a speech, individual members of the College Democrats of America, convention attendees, and speakers are not official spokespeople of our organization. Why would you... What is this in reference to an invited speaker, Hasan, or is this in reference to the VP of your organization? Hasan is a narcissist terrorist platformer. He spends every day saying the West needs to be dismantled from his multi-million-dollar mansion, then lectures his viewers about wealth inequality, or wealth equality, and morality while wearing clothes and accessories that cost more than the average worker makes in half a year, all while shocking his dog to sit in camera frame. Holy truth poster. We got a truth poster over here. Hasan wearing a Mao suit and saying shit like seek truth from facts on a college Democrat event is so farcical, LMFAO. Like Hasan decided to wear that. Yep. And now his loser fan base is brigading the thread to defend him and hurl all the talking points at his opponents, just like they are always standing by to do 24/7. True. And they all do it from Twitch, by the way. That dog shit fucking platform as he brigades every other fucking platform on the internet is unbelievable to me. Holy shit. Yeah, this is actually crazy. Why are you banned from the sub? Am I? Some subs auto-ban you if you post on my sub. I don't know why. What sub is this called? Get noted. Am I banned on my main account? It must be you just get auto-banned if you post on the Destiny subreddit. Liberals should be alienated. You don't believe in anything. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. This sub is captured by DDG. That makes so much more sense. I don't think I've ever looked at this sub in my entire life on stream before. What the fuck? What? 40-year-old pest with a child openly live streams intent to harass a speaker at an event he wasn't invited to. Oh, Hasan did tweet this. Fails to disrupt, proceeds to dox and slander the event organizer. What the? Almost every single part of this fucking tweet is a lie. First of all, I'm not 40. Okay. If I'm a sex pest, Hasan is a rapist with a child. I don't know what that. Okay. Openly live streams intent to harass. No. Harass a speaker, unless harassment includes asking a question at a Q&A, which I don't even know if they were going to have one. At an event he wasn't invited to. It was an open event. You could buy tickets. Fails to disrupt. We were never going to disrupt. Proceeds to dox. Dox who? The VP who on camera said he was the vice president, who is publicly listed as the vice president, and slander the event organizers. Who did we slander? Everything we said was true. Almost, that's an insane amount of lies packed in one tweet. That's crazy. Holy shit. Every single time he mentions your kid, it's him displacing the shame his parents have that he doesn't have kids yet. Ooh. Doesn't he have a brother? I wonder if he doesn't have kids. Oh, shit. Do you think the Piker line ends with him? Oh, this was 9 days ago. Twitch streamer lies about Ukraine. 1.6 thousand comments. God damn. Ask him to apply the same standard to Palestine and see what happens. True. Oh, this sub is base. I wonder why I'm banned from it. Eliminated. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I wonder if they ban the mods of my sub? I don't know how. I don't think I've ever posted here before, so I have no idea how I'm banned. For everybody post that comment that I made about like you could like using this logic or whatever for Hasan. Oh, I gotta be careful what I say on YouTube. But nobody ever posts the link that I'm responding to. This fucking stream that Hasan did was fucking crazy, where he just goes off about how like you could argue that anybody being attacked by the IDF, theoretically, you could enact violent resistance against them. But he always like caveats his link. I say caveat is like the opposite of a caveat. He makes it like more inclusive and extreme to make sure that you know that Ela Klein is absolutely a valid fucking target. This is an insane, especially when they're all being harassed by Hasan's insane fucking audience and all the weird snarker obsessive people too.
100%. This is not like this is not a gray area. This is black and white. Okay, it doesn't get more black and white than this. Israel is in the wrong. Israel is actually engaging in an apartheid, which is a crime in and of itself. Israel's doing a genocide in Gaza and an apartheid in the West Bank. 2 crimes in and of itself. And every type of armed resistance against both the settlers and also the Israeli occupying force in the West Bank. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite podcasters like Wife that participate in these Iranians. Doesn't matter if 100.
Like, it's just like a crazy, insane fucking thing, like amplifier to add to your statement when they were already getting harassed and getting like the fucking skulls mailed to their house and shit. Like, it's like out of nowhere, he decided, he's like, even Ela Klein, by the way. He told his chat to find doxes for you, Asman, and Dan 8 months ago. Oh, yeah, like weird shit like this. Yeah, he does this shit all the time, but he gets away with it, too, because Dan Clancy is an actual amoral dicksuck who's too busy trying to fucking platform than actually do anything about moderating it.
And Destiny, and asmongold, and Dan Saltman, whose addresses are all readily available in the same exact websites and platforms that they rely on, that their fan bases go to find my address, to harass me. Okay?
These guys are equal opportunity autists. They're equal opportunity cyber stalkers. You're playing a very fucking dangerous game when you lean into this shit.
Don't forget that his community literally offered $100K to kill you. Wait, was this Mike or was this the midget dude? Blame me for greenlighting bad rhetoric? I wonder if I could... You know what? Because weren't there 3 different Twitch streamers that said that they would attack me at TwitchCon? There were.
Well, okay. Well, it's called shock, you fucking idiots. It's called shock. Anything that happens, I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
It's just, by the way, one of my FBI visits was for that comment, by the way. Annoying that, like, Hasan's like dick suck crew has like made literal threats about me multiple times. None of them got banned for this, by the way. Not a single fucking person on that dogshit site Twitch got banned for any of this.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school and as an adult. You have to at some point respond, but keeping it to say shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is on site, you know, we all have different ways that we react, you know? So I would like him to come to TwitchCon and we'll see what happens.
That's a direct reference to TwitchCon. Like, that's just...
I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
That's just crazy.
Hey, the guy who said it was on site at TwitchCon if he saw Destiny.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school.
It's just crazy that... Like, they're referencing their actual conference on their site, and they're talking about being violent, and literally nobody gives a fuck at this site.
Want the satisfaction.
As an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to say shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is on site, you know...
Oh, that's Mike.
We all have different ways that we react. He's watching now. You know, so...
I'm not saying it's on site if I see Destiny at TwitchCon again. I'm just saying, you know, it probably would be on site. Honestly, I probably wouldn't notice him while I'm tripping over him because he's so fucking short.
Like, I feel like in a sane world. Literally like fucking 4'11". I don't know why you said that. It's funny because Hasan fans do actually snark me at events. They'll show up at like the college events that we do where they'll get on the mic to ask questions. By the way, I don't know if Kyla's here or if you want to fucking spam her shit later on. They asked me about this guy coming up. They were like, we think there's like a DSA dude that wants to come up and try to like fucking whatever. And I'm like, oh, fucking let him. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. As long as he's not gonna like fucking dox my family or some crazy shit, go for it. I don't give a fuck. If you want to come in and fight with me and debate me or whatever, well, not physically fight.
Even though he totally won that debate.
Yeah, but you gotta grill. What are you going to grill him on?
He said to the
Socialists of America.
We are. DSN? I'm with DSA, so it sounds like the same
DSA,
thing.
Department of Social Administration.
Democratic Socialists of America.
Democratic Socialists of America?
We are, baby.
Oh, bro.
That's why we gotta grill Destiny a little bit, even though he totally won that debate.
Yeah, but you gotta grill. What are you going to grill him on?
He said to the IDF soldiers that, turn off your cameras. Let's not let them know that you're doing a genocide in Palestine, or in Israel, right? And we don't agree with that. We want him to take
It sounded like that was more of a
accountability.
troll, though. I don't think he was actually like being serious about that.
He was trolling? So he is just trolling.
I don't think he actually said like, hey, turn off your cameras so you guys can commit a crime.
Yeah, but he was taking it...
It's so stupid that I don't even know if Darius is even aware of the original context and Darius understands this better. I have asked a few people that, I think, and I don't know if I get a real answer. Where I'm like, do you really think I was saying turn your phones off and commit a genocide? Is that really what you really think genuinely that was?
Take your cameras off. What do you think that means?
Okay, do you think
people can't judge?
I also think another annoying thing is people don't know the context when I said this, what was going on at the time. The big thing, well, I don't know the big thing. One big thing was these stupid fucking videos or images going around where I think this was a big one. These IDF soldiers like go through people's drawers and like wear their dresses, which is retarded for a whole host of fucking reasons. And then it's also like, why the fuck? Not only is this retarded, why the fuck would you record yourself doing this and then post the picture? You understand you're making your whole country look fucking retarded, right? At least turn off your cameras. But like, this is a half joke. You shouldn't do this at all, obviously. But it's not like, before you torture and murder the Palestinians, turn your body cams off. Like, I was talking to a group of fans. They're not IDF soldiers that I'm here to coach on how to commit war crimes and get away with it while I'm on my fucking live stream, by the way. Jesus.
Right? The chatter's right here. Chatters, hey.
It's just crazy the decentralized infrastructure that he has set up to get all these fucking losers to do his work for him. And I don't. I lost it when I stopped the drama content. That was the big mistake. I should have never stopped the drama content. I needed to keep it up. Even Hasan finding out I was going to go to this event, I think this might have come from, this is jstlk's Discord server. Hasan got another tip off. I think Darius and them got kicked out at Hasanabi. Darius is one of their names, but I'm not sure. This guy right here, Spev2, who's acting like he's just like a random fan. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. They even underlined it for me. I'm blind. Oh yeah, you see it. Spev.v2. And then SpevV2 in here. It's the same guy from jstlk's Discord server that are trying to feed Hasan information. And then you can see this guy on, oh yeah, they make fun of the gang snarking thing. Oh, retweet Hasan. Oh, IDF. Ah, Bernie Sanders. Ah, Senator Warren. Ah, retweets Jesticle. Ah, oh, retweets attacks on DGG and the Omni Liberal. Crazy. Who's this Steph person and why does she have a hard on? This person is a severely, this is like an OCD level Anne of War obsessive hater. Her and Ellie, am I making that up? Ellie B, yeah. Holy shit, these people, I don't know what they do with their life. Well, the Steph person was recently e-begging because she said she couldn't hold down her traditional job and she wasn't making enough money selling feet pics, I guess. And so she was crying that she couldn't exist in this world. Meanwhile, she spends like 12 hours a day exclusively tweeting about and talking about me and anything peripheral to me. But Hasan has just gone to like openly amplifying and watching these guys now too, which I guess is good because it shows pressure on him. One of my weirdest like stalker type people that are constantly posting about me is that substance guy or whatever on Twitter. This guy is probably the most dedicated, obsessive tweeter about me. 194 likes. Hasan, reply, lmfao. But it's because they're sending him these links for him to like. Like, this is how, like, it is a direct up-down communication. It really is. It's just insane.
Apparently, part of the reason why, according to sources on the ground, okay? According to sources on the ground, me calling out Steven for his antisocial behavior partially led to my disinvitation from LibCon. I'm not saying that's true.
I don't think he was ever invited at all to speak on any panel or anything. This is the first time I'm aware of that. Also, if for my Clipper people or whatever, we should put together a compilation of him saying the F slur on that Valor Media channel on YouTube, and we should send it to Valor Media and see how they feel about it. Because that's an insane amount of homophobia that he gets away with on that channel. Just saying. I think that antisocial behavior is not good, and we should call him out for it.
Just saying, I got some word back that there were some LibCon organizers that were not happy with me beefing with Steven. But guess what?
Beefing, by the way. Holy fuck. All night long. Jesticle's just like watching. He's just watching and staring at Darius' stream. The amount of comment. Okay, even for Kick. I feel like the amount of comments that fly by on this platform are wild. I did a little dive into Zug's Twitter, and yeah, I don't know what happened, but Destiny got the hashtag call from Israel. I guess the Zug's person is either Jewish or Israeli. New victim. More erudites. Whoever she is rape meat for Destiny. Holy shit! Definitely the kind of crackhead chick I'd expect at this kind of event. They're all erudite. Zugarite was the random person they were streaming the duck suit stunt from. Wick, Kraut, Persec, Radiant, all competing for top weirdo spot this weekend. You probe a person's personality and values when you get to know someone. Same with coochie touches. Exploratory anal probe. Zugarite lore. She said she wants a Muslim boyfriend because it would make her Jewish mom address her biases. It's just insane because just to show that like if you're in any peripheral space around me whatsoever. So these are just like random people on Darius' stream. Now all of these people like have gotten the order to like target and basically to become snarkers now of any of these people. So find their social medias, find any information about them, whatever real life harassment that translates into, or when I say real life harassment, I mean like reaching out and harassing them on social media or whatever. But it's so, yeah, these guys are like hate watching these guys doing karaoke. Is this Gisticle's chat? This is Gisticle's chat while he's watching Darius' stream. They're like watching Darius' stream all night. Destiny, talking about you in the Orbiters is the only thing that pushes him past 400 CCV. Yeah, well, also because when he does it, Hasan will amplify the fuck out of him.
That's fantastic, Sips Ahoy. That's fine. It's incredibly obvious that Destiny has built and is trying to build a political movement that explicitly defends him from his allegations, that explicitly defends him no matter how many sexual violations he does, which is very weird.
It's the amount of projection is just so fucking crazy. All of these guys' brains are so broken by the fact that Pixie coming out didn't have 20 other women coming out too, like she said it would. Like when she lied in the complaint, when she sued me, like she said there were all these other. It just breaks their fucking minds that didn't happen, because I'm like, they're so committed to this idea that I'm some covert rapist pedophile that's just on the precipice of being discovered. We're so close. One more allegation, please. We just need one. And then finally the deluge of terrified women will come forth. Drug, thank you for the 18 tier 1 subs.
If you are participating with Digital Ground Game, you're participating in building up this thing that he's going to use to insulate himself from his own sexual violations.
Like, insulate, Penguin fat fuck. Chad, I am literally in a court case right now. How can my fans insulate me? Now, that court case, unfortunately for you guys, is going fucking abysmally. But I mean, what more do you want? What else can I do? Hello?
The lawsuit, all this stuff, right? Which is just, to me, I wouldn't participate at all. You look really bad.
You're fat. What do you mean? Who looked bad? You're literally the penguin avatar. What do you mean? Looks bad. Bruh, just as a reminder, there was a woman, Cherry, that this guy knew was suicidal, flew her out to fucking Canada, had her committed for 72 hours because she was so fucking suicidal, and then threw her on his stream every single day for fucking months to farm her for content before his fat self used her up and shipped her back to America because he was done with her. They did the same shit to fucking Connor. They do the same shit to any mentally ill person they get their fucking hands on. He tried to do the same shit with Kelly.
You look awful. And maybe it's just that these guys don't really get exposed to it. But I think if you are exposed...
I don't like to admit the things that trigger me. He triggers me when he does this thing. The questioning of, like, the stuff that he's trying to plant in your mind. And I'm not really sure if he is just not aware that, like, I just don't think that people know that he might be a fat fuck. And I'm not really sure. I don't know if people are aware of what's going on. He does it so much. I feel like every time when I listen to his stream, I feel like he says it. Oh my God, I hate it. So it drives me absolutely fucking insane.
Dude, if you have a good idea of what's going on here... It's really fucking embarrassing for you to show up here.
Okay, good job.
Well, just be frank, I messaged Soypel, I'm like, dude, this is such a bad look for you, dog. Like, and I'm not saying...
They reach out! Oh my God! And it works. And then people like Soypel are like, well, true. I'm sure the truth is somewhere in the middle. I'm very wise.
Even yesterday, when he was just on panels and stuff, I was like, I didn't say anything like that. I was like, okay, it's like a little weird, but whatever. And then today, this is what this organization is doing. This is the group you're hanging out with. You kind of wonder, or I don't know, maybe you don't wonder, why Hasan was snarking you the other day. I mean, I could tell why Hasan's snarking. You kind of sound retarded.
Wait, is he talking about why Hasan was going in on the soy pill? Was it because Jistical is telling Hasan that the soy pill hasn't been fully broken off yet, so he needs to go in super hard on... Oh, shit. I can't believe these weak, spineless fucks fall for this shit. Oh, my God.
I like Soypill. I think Soypill's a good person. I think he's tried to do this thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to try to help get,
And now the projection. Now he's going to pretend to have the same problem with the Soypill that I do.
Get, dollars or eyes on issues I care about, so I'm going to go talk at places with people I disagree with. And it's like, that's fine, but this organization is specifically spinning up to
just to protect the rape cult. Wow, Merce, thank you for subs.
Protect Destiny from his allegations. Like,
what? Where did this new... I gotta know where they spin these up. Where did this new one come from? Like the Gestical Brain Trust. Okay, guys, we need a new vector, okay? Because all the other things aren't really working as well. What if we claim that DGG, the canvassing organization, was spun up? All of this was just spun up to protect Destiny, even though they can't really help him in his court case or do anything at all, like...
That is a specific priority, which we know because they are arguing with people from the main account on Reddit about how Destiny is the biggest victim in all of this and whatever, right?
I am. True.
Right? Even though, technically, when Destiny was victimizing people, he's not victimized himself for years.
You gotta workshop that one a little bit more, buddy, but okay.
They're like isolated incidents, essentially. Anyway...
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I don't know if I can watch it again, man. I gotta just click a random frame, okay? Every frame of painting, but with crowd. Okay? Every frame of painting, but with crowd, dude.
He's fucking drawing,
it doesn't matter where you.
Oh.
It doesn't matter where you click, man. It doesn't matter where you click.
He's from England, right?
Germany. I would assume. Crowd?
Germany? Is this like a high-class woman where he's from?
I don't know.
He's come to America on his...
It's okay, because also, remember, don't feel bad. Stardust is Indian, so you're actually A-okay to just be maximally racist, by the way. These are all Hasan's allies, by the way.
America on his own to find a wife, and this is who he's found.
This Mrau guy is literally a self-admitted pedophile, but that was okay, because I think he was like 23 or whatever. I don't know. And then Jistical the Penguin Rapist. Okay, based.
The first woman he's laid eyes on, he thinks is the most beautiful queen he's ever seen.
I like how the projection here, too. Unless I'm missing something, it seems like they're just chatting in this video. But for him, they must be obsessed, I guess, because he's talking to a girl.
We both know that's not what's happening. Listen, he's drunk, but he's not retarded. He's made a
also Kraut and Stardust and these people have been friends for literally years online too.
calculation, okay? He wants to get his dick inside of something, and he's picked this as his best bet, okay? That's what's happened here.
As opposed to Jesticle, who shipped in somebody that he admitted was so BPD mind-fucked, she couldn't even consent to sex when he shipped in Cherry to abuse for half a year.
Let's not mince words. Let's not pretend it isn't what it is. It just is what it is, okay? That's what he's trying to do.
Well, good luck finding her.
Right. Like, the concept of two people using VTubers to just click through like other people who are out and about. Although I guess to be fair, the last time these guys went out and did anything, apparently Aiden, I don't know how much of this is true now because I just see things fly by my screen on tweets. Apparently these people all were fucking each other or raping each other or what the fuck was going on in that trip with like Aiden and the 3 other guys. All these guys were having gay sex with each other. Not that there's anything wrong with that, by the way, okay? As a certified gay, all right, myself, they were just on some wild shit. I guess they had a falling out. And now they're all like accusing each other of raping and molesting each other. Aiden and Soul Skibbity. Bro, I can't even read their names. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Huh?
My website is from Stardust.net. I'm gonna take.
Are we looking at these lighting bounces right now? Dude, it must be warm in there. We are working up a sweat, okay?
I'm gonna take this for a second, okay? Whoa.
Dude, I tried. I'm a better person than this. I'm a better person than this. This is fucked up.
He is.
Is it bad that I find solace in the fact that all of my enemies are like weird antisocial freaks who could not hold down a conversation in real life?
Dude, I'm in a one day I'm gonna open my eyes and I'm finally gonna see the white padded room surrounding me one day, and I'll be like, oh fuck, I've been in an asylum for the past decade because there is no world where I just watched a couple of weirdo fucking VTuber anime guys obsessively scrolling frame by frame through another stream accusing people of hanging in real life of being antisocial. There's just
no, that's not weird. That's fine.
All right.
And they're not even anime avatars. They're furry avatars.
What do we... What? Huh? That's ancient for Destiny? No, Destiny doesn't need women to be, like, minors. He just needs them to be able to act like minors, okay? He doesn't really care what age they are, just what age they're willing to pretend to be. That's more where he's aligned, okay? Age they're willing to pretend to be. That's more where he's aligned, okay?
Hey, what's up? I got a whole bunch of shit to go through. What do you got for me?
Oh, not much. I just wanted to congratulate you on not getting shot.
It was rough. It's a rough time out there, okay? I know that you think you know what it's like living in a danger zone, but the real danger zone is over here, okay, in America. Every day I'm dodging kafaya wearers. I'm dodging DSA members, okay? I'm dodging pro-Palestinian warriors. There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
There it is. There it is. It's Darius who's going after Frogan. It's Darius who's streamer watching, and they're trying to get into the event. It's all Darius the whole way down. It's Darius with the redact.dev tattoo on his collarbone. It's all
Does he really?
And it's funny because a lot of them know that they shouldn't be hanging out with Darius or that Darius shouldn't be there or involved, right? They do know that, but they continue to hang out and do that. Hang out with them.
Keep in mind that Gisticle's lead editor for YouTube, that Raul Kittenhouse guy, like is literally a convicted domestic abuser. Like I don't remember what the exact conviction was for, but he's a convicted domestic abuser. But he's like the guy that does all the editing for. Jesus fuck. Oh yeah, charges. It was assault, family violence causing bodily injury. This guy looks like a fucking Nazi too. Holy shit.
How's it going? Yeah, we're reviewing Destiny's crash out over the tie incident, okay?
The crash out.
Destiny's raging out because he wore his cock shame tie to an event and got
It's actually a cock coverage tie.
snarked for it. And so I guess he's going to dox a bunch of people and try to harass people now because he doesn't like the world as it is. And his only power is to destroy other people's shit. No power to create or do anything positive. His only power is to destroy.
It's just like, it's got to be intentional. it has to be like intentionally so on the nose, like projection, right?
Okay. Dude, yeah, we saw the cultist post as well. Here, I need to start closing some stuff up, though. Let's get some stuff closed so we can actually continue. Oh, this is him talking about how he needs more cultists.
True, I do.
Twitter warriors finally appearing.
Yes, true.
They need a perm ban every weak as fuck DGGer. Well,
True.
maybe Darius shouldn't have been there. Actually, Destiny shouldn't have said he was going in advance.
True and true.
IP ban.
Stupid things.
Shedding
True.
weak/worthless fans.
True.
What did I miss? You missed Destiny getting
Crashing
kicked
out.
out of some convention Hasan was going to speak at. He tried to crash it. Got kicked out.
Crash it.
And then asked for the manager. Can I speak to your manager? I need to speak to a manager now. Any critical thinking equals worthless and weak? Yes, obviously so.
True. Oh, that Spev2 guy's in his chat. Yeah. They're really good at doing this thing. Everybody does this when they attack the lib. Is you take the lib values and you try to use them against him constantly while never playing by those rules, right? Remember, the only reason I ban people is because I won't infinitely host my own criticism anymore, right? And I haven't for a while. I've done this for a while now, so I'm no longer hosting like all of the most self-critical shit in the universe, because why the fuck? Meanwhile, these guys relentlessly police and ban and dox and harass people who will not carry their opinion like forth onto the other parts of the internet, because it's how they operate. But they'll always come to your community and try to beat you over the head with values that they have absolutely zero alignment with.
Hold on. You kicked us out of the event after we paid hundreds of dollars for tickets. We were extremely respectful. We followed all of the rules you told us. The mere mention of @the OmniLiberal caused us to instantly be removed. Are we going to get the refund you promised? And posted a picture of himself. Hold on.
Don't worry, I'm more on the DL than everyone else.
I was making sure, because I don't want you to... Oh, wait, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine, you're good.
Look, do you think that Hasan is actually going to like dip? Like he's unable to.
Bro, that would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious if he's like, DGGers were harassing at the event, and thus I was unable to show up for fear of my life or something.
Could you imagine if he, like,
that would be fucking hysterical.
I'm worried if like you were just to, like, actually I'm not gonna say anything. Listen, we just want to spread democracy.
Listen, I actually don't think they're trying to threaten Hasan.
The reason why it's hysterical is because these are the, not to be mean anybody, me included, we're like the least threatening people on the planet.
I think they looked, dude, Radiant is like trying to be conspicuous, like conspicuously inconspicuous.
No one is being conspicuous or inconspicuous or whatever. It's just funny, trolly shit to say, because obviously, like, you think a thing could happen and it looks like the thing is going to happen, and then you say that thing could happen, and then the actual thing itself that you said was going to happen did happen, but then people pretend like it's unrelated and you could have never predicted otherwise. I think I said this about the Gen 6 stuff sometimes. Trump wanted people to go there. He wanted people to insurrect. He told people to go to the Capitol. The people went to the Capitol. The people insurrected. How do you not connect these things when they literally are like doing the thing, right? Like, these guys said things. Now, I say they were joking, and these guys say they weren't joking, but they went to the event. They were streaming the whole time. All they did were interviews and chatting with people. That's it. There was no crazy crash out. Nobody was screaming. Nobody was being an agitator or disruptive. Like, that's it.
Right? He's like trying not to say it directly. Yeah. And it looks way worse with him going like, don't say it. Don't say what we're going to do. It looks so much worse.
Like, nothing happened. This level of paranoia, which is especially funny given how coordinated and crazy their site actually is.
Do you think they were there with Darius to disrupt? But these guys were probably thinking about like going and asking questions or something. Darius would have just gotten up and started screaming in the middle.
Really?
What's up?
I don't understand these people's obsession with bringing like online beef to IRL. It's really bizarre. I don't get it.
Wait. Why? Why don't you get it?
Like, I don't understand why. You look like a fucking psycho.
I think you look like a psycho when the person said they don't want to talk to you. Like, this is a thing where, by the way, you could just write out what your thesis is, right? And then you could contend with it back and forth. Nobody wants to talk to these people directly because they're just going to go, well, I mean, we've watched Jesse spurg over you repeatedly, right? When you have an argument and he just keeps talking, he like literally just he spurgs the fuck out. Everybody points this out. I just don't want to deal with it. Bro is tweeting about you. Yeah, weird. Wait, who is tweeting about me?
I did bring this up when I was doing my LibCon panel. In the YouTube world, one of the things that we've done so well is to call people obsessed, or to say that they're like harassing us so they shouldn't talk about us, and then it's like a good chilling effect on any criticism. And it's funny to watch them do like basically the same thing here.
Everybody points this out. I just don't want to deal with it. Bro is tweeting about you. Yeah, weird. Wait, who is tweeting?
Like, I can't believe they even talking about like my debates with Morao, who's like a random weirdo, like Justical Universe pedo. And it's like, well, if we look at the conversation that Destiny had with Morao, when Morao wanted to scream at Destiny about logs with some chick he was chatting with when Morao was like 13 years old, It's like 7 years ago. Well, that's definitely going to be representative of every real conversation I'll have, ignoring the thousands of conversations I've had that aren't like it's so all of it is so unserious.
I love how these people can never actually say what the harassment is. It's awesome.
I mean, I tweeted out a link with a whole bunch of weirdo messages. I think the harassment is like watching all of these people and then linking all of their socials in your weirdo fucking side Discord groups and then harassing them by calling them rape meat or accusing them of being Israeli Jew plants or making the weird, gross comments about their bodies or Stardust or the racial. I think all of these things I think pretty easily qualify as harassment. Yeah. Especially considering none of what they're watching later on. You could at least argue maybe this stuff is kind of newsworthy, but later on, it's literally just like, it's just literally fucking snarking. It's just watching it and on your fellow furry VTuber avatars, like so upset and mad that you're not, I guess, out doing anything in real life.
Dude, he's crashing out because we watched the stream. Hold on. He's very upset about this apparently. Hey, at Kick, is there any process to report streamers like jstlk who just constantly watch and foster disgusting harassment against any other streamers on your platform? What? Fostering harassment? Because people say mean things? Because I watch other people's content?
Mean things? What?
What is harassment? What is the harassment here? Yeah.
What?
This guy says, I did a little dive into Zug's Twitter, and yeah, I don't know what happened, but Destiny got the call from Israel, it looks like. Okay. More erudites.
Okay.
Whoever she is, she's raped me for Destiny, I fear.
And then when you do find the harassing stuff, it's like, oh, well, it's epic.
Why would you be upset at that? Why would you be upset at that?
Problem. NSC and Cena mated. Oh, this is the Mooks person. Crackhead check, I'd expect at this kind of event. They're all erudite. Sugar was the random person. They were. What is even the harassment here?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'll be vague because I don't want to, that one stream that people were like, oh, I snarked you or whatever. I was able to lay out like, hey, I think people are harassing blank name. Here is how I think they're doing it. Here's the evidence for this thing. And nobody was able to contend with it. Nobody was able to actually disagree. Once I actually laid out my argument, I was like, I think this is harassment. I'm showing you how it's harassment. I'm explaining how it's harassment.
Right, so then just to be clear, calling somebody rape meat is not harassment because it's a girl on a stream. Because I noticed that he read it and then he just laughed at it and moved on. Is that...
Everybody just left.
This Omniletic guy, by the way, this is Jacob. I guess he made a new account because he was ashamed of having his name tied to the last one because apparently he couldn't sustain a relationship with Zoe where they would just wake up every single day and obsessively talk about me year after year. And so now he's single on his own again.
God.
Wick, Crowd, Parsec, Radio, all competing for top weirdo spot this weekend. Excuse me, Kick. This is very bad. This is very bad. This is very upsetting to me.
Meanwhile, him and his Snark server, guys, we all need to come together and mass report Destiny's YouTube channel because he's harassing me. We got to mass report all of these channels. And he defended the opinion too publicly.
They're saying my friends are weirdos. Kick, please cut it off. Cut it off now. Bro, what? This guy openly doxes people on his stream all the fucking time on Kick.
Openly doxes. All the time.
Are you out of your fucking mind trying to cry victim over this, you pathetic fucking loser?
The funny thing is, I'm not even crying victim for myself here. Technically, most of this, well, I was going to say it's not about me, but it really is all about me. The only reason they're obsessively watching all of these people is because they won't create distance from me.
Okay, maybe we got something weird going on here. Probe. Aliens be probing. These are people making fun of me. These people are all making fun of me saying probe. You were here, Morale. I said probe. These people are all being all making fun of me.
Do the, wait, hold on. That one. I like that laugh. I need like a soundboard of all their fake laughs collectively.
Is it talking about the sugar person being Jewish, possibly? She said she wants a Muslim boyfriend to make her Jewish mom address her biases. Oh, cool. That's funny.
Wholesome.
That's funny.
How the fuck do these people even know anything about these people? It's like every time somebody brings some new friend around, I don't know, like 95% of the people that Darius is hanging out with at this event, but like I open these streams and they'll be like, oh, so this person is half Israeli, half American, and she said this about her mom a long time ago, and she has been to these states, and she's currently blah blah. And it's like, how the fuck how do you guys even keep track of all this shit? Well, it's because they're watching it all the time. But
is Stardust a weightlifter? Her biceps are huge. That's just a kind comment. That's just a nice comment right there. Dude. I'm sorry. These people have all tried to talk shit, and I was polite. Okay,
It's just crazy how many comments also these guys are making on women's bodies. Keep in mind, part of the reason why Chad had to have Cherry committed to fucking 72-hour psych ward, Cherry literally had an entire conspiracy theory where she thought an entire event was set up to take a bad photograph of her because she I'm not even going to say she looked weird in the photo. She didn't even look weird. She looked normal. But she has such a, I don't know if it's a BPD or OCD or whatever the fuck thing going on. But like that was like one of the final permanent mindfuck crash outs of her. And he dated this girl for 6, 7, 8 months. But but I don't know. It's just funny to me.
If anything, I was polite.
This guy is Chad. His name is Chad Hasan. I don't know why he uses jewstalker or whatever. Like that's any better online, but
chopped Kyla Maxwell and chopped her. Bro, there's no way he's crying about this. Bro, what?
This guy has me blocked on Twitter, by the way, not you. Very funny.
Well, he wants to try to harass Cherry via me. That's why. Dude, there's no way. What a whiny fucking bitch, man. What a totally whiny fucking bitch. So bitch.
Who was the guy in the call? I don't know. He's some weirdo called Morao. I don't know what his background is other than being like a weirdo that's like part of Aiden's community or something. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you that. Was Lucas the only one who said something bad? No, it wasn't. Dude, that is funny. I'm sorry, that one was funny. Contemplating the nationality or ethnicity of people on stream is a little odd, okay? Sometimes kind of funny. The rape meat comment is the only thing in there that I would say I disavow. Unfortunately, Destiny is so consistent in his consent violation that I'm like, there's a decent chance. Not literally, right, in a electronic sense.
It's just crazy how much non-consensual stuff I do, and in 280 docket entries on my court case, the only piece of evidence is one screenshot from a girl who had to hide from a deposition for 8 months because she knew that she was being forced to perjure herself by Jesticle and Pixie and Lauren Hayden. It's just insane how that works, but so much evidence, so much non-consent.
Destiny, of course, does not have the muscle mass to...
But it could also just be that I've weaponized my harassment machine so much that I've managed to keep all of these women under wraps, despite the fact that half of them are apparently okay hanging out all day in Justicle's Discord server talking about me.
Hold down a woman. So that would never happen. Okay, that would never happen.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just don't understand like their argument for what is harassment. There is no argument for what is harassment. If I think something's harassment, I'm able to like coherently go through, explain why it's harassment. But when he's doing this bullshit where it's like, look at his fucking, there's no clip of you doing any harassment. It's like your chat saying some deranged shit.
There would be clips. I definitely pushed it.
If he's actively watching your stream, he should be able to get clips of it. He should be able to actually showcase how you're harassing him.
Sorry, I wouldn't say it's harassment. Definitely snark though. I definitely mock people.
No, I'm saying he thinks it's harassment, right?
I feel like this is after letting these people go.
There fucking isn't any.
Well, sure. I didn't do this to Stardust Face. I didn't go to Stardust Chat. I did laugh at one chat who went to Stardust Chat like hours before we started covering it.
Oh, it was just massively on my stream, so it's actually A-okay, even though all of my weirdo fucking people will go out on their own and then harass these people on in their chats on alternate accounts or in Discords on alternate accounts or their main accounts on other Discords or talk about them constantly on X and Twitter. Yeah.
Right? Or an hour before we started covering it or something. Anyway, could you see why saying you're totally going to get raped by this guy is pretty off-putting? These are all in my chat. No, he's not. They're not saying that in their chat. These are all in my chat, Izzy. These are not in somebody else's chat. These are all in my chat. The comments are all in my chat. They're not going to somebody else's chat and saying weird shit. You see anything about my chatters?
Like, it's so crazy how much they try to go to work on everybody around me. Why is Box Loner the only person, apparently not affiliated with Destiny, to get a complete wrong read of the CDA situation? We all have the same information. Is he just stupid? Boosting Destiny's media profile and associating him with the pro-Israel faction of the Democratic Party is the best Palestinian advocacy you can engage in. When people think of Israel, I want them to picture Destiny DMing a 17-year-old girl about babysitter sex abuse roleplay. Jesus Christ. 13, 14 hours. Oh, big wick, been putting them teeth to work. Nice. It's just so crazy that all these people have so much like defense for, well, we can watch your streams and infinitely talk about you guys and make weird comments about you and talk about your bodies and link all your socials and everything else. But Destiny, wanting to go to the same event that Hasan is at, that's a level of abuse that can't be tolerated. I'm pretty sure I think this is that my one chick. I feel like her and Jesticle are dating. I have a feeling. I think she's like his top mod now or whatever. This is the crazy woman that wrote like the 300 pages on tomfoolery and then had like the voice memo recorded and is like writes pages and pages and pages every single day. I feel like her and Jesticle are together now. Every time Anna comes on my stream, these people get super ass pained. I wish Anna would just do her frontline work and stop dipping in to the Hasan derangement shit. She had a principled stance about the Pixie leaks early on, and she walked that back to return to platform herself in her organizing, which I understand, but it's like, come on, lady, please, the frontline guys need you way more than these streamer idiots. From our wonderful ex-porn star, my one, by the way, current fiance and lover of Jesticle. Somebody said, Destiny, is Hasan intentionally flooding the zone surrounding him? It's so hard for me to keep track of all of his antics. I feel like a Dem trying to convince a clueless maggot if I talk to another Hasan fan. I mean, it's part of what they do. But the benefit for Hasan is that he doesn't have to do it himself. He has all these weirdos to do it for him, and then he just amplifies them. Although he has been doing it a lot himself recently because, I guess, maybe because he's starting to feel pressure. I don't know. Maybe he just sees too much on his Twitter that's... Oh, Esports Batman, the guy who literally just casually watches and observes stuff and definitely doesn't use his legal credentials to tell these guys why all their legal theories are correct. Telling me to report my stream? Doxed? I'm not doxing anybody. This is public information. Chad's identity is known publicly. He was part of some fucking gamer allegiance thing. And then I think for Ryle, the guy is a domestic abuser. I think it's fair if he's going to be involved in these spaces. If you think that Darius and all of us should be tracked relentlessly, this guy literally has public records about him beating the shit out of a female family member. I feel like that's kind of an important thing to know. I don't want women to accidentally stumble into your space and get harassed or abused or assaulted. I feel like we should all be able to come together on that, right? By the way, JStlk getting mad that his stream was spending the entirety of the stream gawking at, making disgusting sexual comments, racial comments, calling people rape meat. But apparently that was all okay. But now, report Destiny stream because he used my name unironically. Oh, and there's his queen. Oh, my one. Oh, his queen. Oh, Officer Nasty is there too. Oh, they've got like a nice little walkthrough on how to do it. Hit the little dots. You'll see. You can also report on kick.com. There's a specific button for doxing. I've had enough, personally.
Not sure why you're special? This is Kolas from No Limits Fun. Many yogurt males don't know why they're special. We have a unique set of tastes that set us apart within the social hierarchy. In many ways, we are the most interesting and attractive type of man. Mysterious, intelligent, calcium-rich, independent.
Wait! Hello? Excuse me? I wanted to watch this. Hello? Why is Hasan's speech... Excuse me, why did they take it offline? College Democrats? Hello? Where did Hasan's speech go? Hello?
It's a great honor to be here in the heart of the American empire, in the belly of the beast, speaking to the future activists of the Democratic Party, but as an outsider currently pushing for an insurgency.
An outsider currently pushing for an insurgency. It's just like so bizarre to me.
Now, a lot of people, including probably your future employers or your current employers, they call me a lot of names. They say I'm an idealist, a radical, a terrorist. But the one thing that they don't call me is a liar.
I think that might be the thing that people call you literally the most. What? Oh, it's because somebody else wrote the speech for him. Oh my God. Let me get a Red Bull. Fuck, I need some opium too. I need some drugs. The one thing they don't call me is a liar because they know I'm right. I am radical. Radical Medicare for all. Oh my God.
And I think that anyone who wants a better future for the world, let alone this country, needs to understand that it is our job to always seek truth from facts.
It's not even any part of what he does. What?
We must always expand our knowledge of the world around us and to use that knowledge to build a worldview. And then we can move on.
Oh, is that a commie slogan that I'm missing? Okay. Seek truth from facts? Is that?
On to change the world. And the reason why I stress this is because a lot of people, they see this as a career. And I've worked with a lot of campaigns. I've worked with establishment Democrats. And
work with a lot of campaigns. My God, bro, like this guy talks like, this is like Doug of AK, like a million times more exaggerated.
Past, and right now I'm working with a lot of democratic socialists all around the country.
Oh, seek truth from facts is a historically established idiomatic expression in the Chinese language that first appeared in the Book of Han, popularized by Chinese leader Mao Zedong. I'm just saying, if I had come back from Israel wearing a fucking Jew costume and giving pro-Jew speeches and saying, I don't think any Jew's done anything wrong ever. Like Hasan has come back from his sponsored trip to China with all of his stupid fucking streamer friends that all got their sponsored trip from China with a CCP guided agent into a homeopathic medication place that he was too scared to even have them fucking touch him because he knew it was all bullshit. And then he comes back in this costume saying shit like, I would never say Mao's done anything wrong ever. I would never criticize Mao. Oh my God, bro.
And the one difference that I always see is moral conviction. Moral conviction to always say the truth, and an endless thirst to understand exactly what's going on. We have a lifetime of social conditioning that has guided our lives, that has motivated.
Like, this is insane. I'm so sorry, bro.
I got stopped by a cop who thought I was like making fun of Mao Zedong, which I never would and never will. Mao Zedong is one of the great leaders of this world, okay? A man who changed the entire universe, the entire planet.
My party is fucking cooked, bro.
For real?
My party is cooked. All of them online are cooked. Maybe we should go make our own party. We should.
For real? Yeah.
That's, instead of telling them to do it, just say fuck it and jump ship. It's just crazy because I feel like the whole like MAGA lefty movement is like brewing, and we're still at a point where we can kind of kill it in his crib. Well, no, it's out of the crib now, but like the fact that nobody seems to be aware, I don't know, man. Yeah, that is, I know, I'm aware of that. That's a Mao Zedong quote from something like, let 1,000 roses bloom, or let 100 roses bloom, or some fucking bullshit. Is like when you said let 100 Zorons bloom, is, I don't know what the exact reference is, but I know that it's some Mao shit. What would it take for pundits like Josiah, Mockler, BTC, etc. to push back? They will, but it'll be too late when they start to. But right now, it's too easy to just print the anti-Trump slop. Let the anti-Trump slop flow.
And everyone here must constantly push for this. This task takes on a new importance today. Lies and disinformation are the currency of our enemies on the right. Unable to compete with us over here in reality, right-wingers instead try to make humanity live in their dangerous fantasy land, constantly finding new enemies in our neighborhoods, to position as a reason for why we are all experiencing the same struggles born out of capitalism. But sometimes, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. When the right traffics in lies, the lane for telling it like it is wide open. And whoever can do that, whoever can tell the truth, they will own the future. But people fail this basic test all the time, especially in Washington, D.C. Now, I'm sure that many of you in this room feel the same energy that I do, a feeling shared by more and more people all the time, of frustration with decades of political ineptitude in the face of rising fascism. Many people in this room have only known Trump, but to the older folks here and also watching at home, think about that for a second. The only politics that people in this room have ever known is shot through with Donald J. Trump. Political life shaped from above by a narcissistic tyrant who enriched.
Well, it's bullshit that he was there at all. Is there something to be said? It's primary key infiltrators getting in positions of power. There are some chairs in the audience, but even in this limited angle, it looks like not everyone there is on board with this shit. Because what they've realized is it's possible. If you can just create intense social or other kinds of pressure, then you can force people to basically have to adapt, or at least be okay with your political viewpoint. And then you kind of force people to accept it for long enough, and then it becomes the norm. This is why I felt a little bit mean, and I don't want to be super mean. But there's a guy that made a post on my subreddit the other day. I am a college Democrats delegate and the vice president of the Florida College Dems. Please don't assume everyone supported the Hasan Piker decision. I've been watching the situation blow up online over the past couple of hours, and I wanted to provide some perspective from someone who was actually involved in college Democrats and the CDA convention. I know a lot of people are looking at this and thinking that every state organization and every delegate must have been on board with inviting Hasan Piker. That simply isn't true. There were a significant number of state leaders, delegates, and members who objected to this decision from the beginning. I don't even know about the ad. Or I didn't even know about the ad until it was announced on the CDA Instagram page on the day of the event. And when I and many other states majorly voiced their concerns, CDA leadership instantly doubled down and insisted on having him because he did not want a speaker fee and because the college base is more left-leaning. The concerns weren't even primarily ideological. People warned that inviting someone as polarizing and misogynistic as Hasan online would immediately overshadow the event itself, create unnecessary controversy, damage crucial relationships with Democratic stakeholders, and become the only thing anyone would talk about afterwards. There were a significant number of state leaders. So, okay, so this, I kind of appreciate the post, I guess, but I like rage type this too on my phone. So this is even a good response, but because I was super irritated because it's too much of this. I've told you guys in the past that like when you become a public figure, the most annoying thing that ever happens is people will message you and be like, bro, I see what's happening out there and it's bullshit. I just want you to know I got your back. And by I got your back, I mean like anonymously and privately, but I will never say anything. My response to this was, hey, yo, so before I would have been more patient and understanding, but my patience has run out. People will lump all of you together for it, and they should. The VP of your organization blocked and removed anyone even remotely associated with me, the largest lib-left, unabashedly pro-DNC streamer in the U.S., in favor of capitulation to an actual Stalinist who showed up to give a speech written by someone else to attack the Democratic Party. If members of your org don't support the decision or were against it, it needs to show somewhere, not in random anonymous posts on my Reddit. Until then, the organization should be viewed as a tanky sellout org, and all of the members should be treated as such. It can't be that all of the lib-left people are okay, like just standing by and like whispering to each other that like, oh God, like this isn't okay, guys. And then meanwhile, these guys can just like outwardly and forwardly operate like this because this is what they rely on, is like the silent majority remaining silent because they know that they can just come out and bully the fuck out of anybody that doesn't wear enough keffiyehs or doesn't, you know, trot the stupid fucking party lines about how Stalin and Mao were actually super based and it was America that was bad the whole time and the Holodomor was fake and Polish people are retarded and Jews have to be killed everywhere and all this.
Riches himself, his ridiculous family, the Epstein class, as well as the billionaires who were smart enough to get caught, smart enough to avoid getting caught. Sorry. Smart enough to... As well as the billionaires who were too smart to get caught, going to Little St. James, and even a billionaire who was uninvited from Little St. James Island because his vibes were that atrocious for the pedophiles. Although American politicians have never been much at truth...
Do you think he avoids saying Elon's name here because he's scared of like Elon fucking suing him, so he pussies out? What a fucking loser.
...telling, for over 10 years, the terms of our discourse have been set by a megalomaniacal pervert. The late writer Mike Davis summed up our situation well in his final published essay a few years ago. He said, unlike the high Cold War when politburos, parliaments, presidential candidates, and general staffs, to some extent, balanced megalomania at the top, there are few safety switches between today's maximum leaders and Armageddon. Never has so much...
Politburo.
Oh, okay. I've never heard Politburo, but whatever.
Today's maximum leaders and Armageddon. Never has so much fused economic, media, and military power been put into so few hands.
Wow.
To you, young people of America who have chosen to enter the world of electoral politics, I know that you have grown up in this degraded era where bigotry and deceit are so blatantly rewarded in society. An era in which our rulers would rather choke us with wildfire smoke than re-examine how our way of life damages our planet, the only home we'll ever know. This wretched era in which the third world is staring down disaster because of the upheaval caused by ours and Israel's war on Iran.
The whole third world, really.
By ours and Israel's war on Iran. This ridiculous era in which a Supreme Court dominated by religious nutjobs rewrites our laws at will. In this world, I know even just a little bit of truth.
Surely you know at least one dude in media who can instruct how to grow the church. So everybody that I've spoken to so far, like I said, they always have discrete parts of it in their mind. The one thing that it's hard for me to move people on, and all I can do is tell people like you should pay attention to this in the future. And then I try to give example after example, is that everybody's focused on the stuff that comes out of the end. And I think that they're too focused on that and they're not seeing the stuff that goes at the top of the funnel. People still get mixed up on in my opinion, in that like, well, they message well on this and we don't message well on this, and they message well on this and we don't, and it's like, bro, that shit doesn't matter. And especially now, like for everything that they give as like a mistake, a tactical mistake that the Democratic Party makes, I can say, but the Republicans did it 100 times worse. Why doesn't anybody know about that? Why doesn't anybody remember that? There was a high profile journalist that I was talking to. I'm not going to name names because most of the people I spoke to off the record, but like one of the things we got into a disagreement about had to do with the Harvard lady who wouldn't defend the anti-Semitic thing. It was a lady who was like the president or vice president of Harvard, and they wouldn't take a stance against like anti-Semitism on the campus or whatever. Do you remember this? It was something like this. You know, they were like, this was a horrible movement for Democrats, and like stuff like this is destroying our party. And Claudine Gay, it might have been, yeah, maybe it was her name. And it's just like the Republican administration is literally revoking visas from people because they don't like their political opinions on Israel-Palestine. If you're too pro-Palestinian, they can revoke a visa and ship you out of the country. Like one of these, the Claudine Gay woman from Harvard, was used to relentlessly attack the Democratic Party. The other one, like, was forgotten about in a news cycle. Like, the message does not fucking matter. The message does not fucking matter. What matters is the media apparatus that is controlling everything in terms of how people view stuff. And it's just been very, very, very hard to move people on that. Another thing that makes it hard to move people, I think, is a lot of people exist in one of two worlds. You either believe that cable media is still the be-all and end-all, or you think that cable media is dead and doesn't matter. And in my opinion, cable media is the most important media, but it's because it feeds into the other side of things. Again, it's like the discrete views. Like, does cable media matter? Well, no, look at what's going on Joe Rogan. That's way more influential. And it's like, true, but Joe Rogan talks about what filters down from cable media. That's where it all starts. And having that top-down control of where the message starts, where you can plant the seeds there, like gives you control of the alternative media world as well. And I feel like people just don't always connect that. I'm trying to write up more ways. I'm trying to be mindful of things. Like I try to find counterexamples because obviously, especially when you have like a system for reading stuff, you can start to make everything fit the system if you're delusional. And if you guys see stuff that you feel like breaks my mold, then feel free to post it on the subreddit or email it to me because I mean, if I'm wrong, I want to change my mind on it. But right now, it really does feel like a big macro organized system that I feel like everybody on the lib left is missed. And again, that also puts me oppositional to a lot of these people in a way that I probably shouldn't expect to be. Like, I imagine they have more experience than I do. But then, I mean, I've also existed in a unique, I guess, political media space for a long time, so maybe they wouldn't as well. There's another high-profile guy that I spoke to. I get a lot of this as well, where they see themselves as, like, political actors and journalists, but not activists. So they feel like it's not their job sometimes. Oh man, this is one that triggered me the hardest, where a person was telling me that it's not their job to tell the audience how to interpret like the pieces that they write. And I'm just like, if your pieces are being misinterpreted by the audience, you failed as a political actor. Have you not? Like, isn't like the whole point of having some influence on politics? I don't know, man. It's just, there's a lot of people that I expect it. And I don't expect it. I kind of expected it. I respect the desire to be like a nonpartisan, truth-seeking beacon of neutrality. But it's like, that's not the moment that we're in right now. It's not the moment that we're in right now.
Can feel like a life raft. It's why so many of you are in this room, because you meet other people like yourselves and you talk about these problems together and you feel both less alone and closer to the truth. Now, it's fair to say, as I've repeated over and over again, as you all know, that I am not a friend of many people in the Democratic Party. But that's okay. In politics, if you're everyone's friend, then you're no one's friend. But I am here today because the times have gotten very strange and new political opportunities are all around us. Chances for us to push radical political change through an electoral system that right now is going through a transformation. You can feel the changes with every news story. The sense of backlash that's in the air. Inflation is not under control. Data centers that no one wants are taxing energy grids, fueling an AI bubble that may not really replace you, but will get you laid off regardless. It seems like every week, our masked Gestapo, ICE, kills another innocent person. In all my years, I don't remember seeing this much blood on American pavement. I often say that the United States is an empire in decline. And home, that means we, are a nation in crisis. But we're so...
Keep in mind, he stays away from all the Democratic like talking points as well, right? So when he talks about ICE, it's not about immigration enforcement. It's not about illegal immigrants. It's not about brown people. It's just ICE, the Gestapo, killing people on American soil. That's it. But there's no like touch on like the immigration topic.
So much of Washington sees dangerous instability. I and many of you see promise. I see a real opportunity to change this country's trajectory, to improve the lot of humanity. And I know you feel it too. It's rooms like these that remind me just how many people see right from wrong and want to do something about it. All around the country, we're getting real fighters elected. Fighters who see the crisis and can describe it in clear and truthful terms. This means demanding an end to the endless wars, an end to profiteering off of healthcare, an end to the rule by people who put the interests of capital over the interests of the working class. It's talk like this that has Washington terrified. It's talk like this that has MAGA terrified.
When was MAGA ever terrified of any of these weirdo DSA cucks ever? My God.
Just as every person who has no shelter is a policy failure, every billionaire is a policy failure. But just as every billionaire is a policy failure, every congressperson who's refused to change these policies have failed you, have failed all of us. They have placed corporate interests above the interests of the people. I say no more, and we say no more. I've traveled all around the country. I've talked to countless people over dozens of protests.
Oh my God.
Gone to rallies, I've gone to marches. I've gotten shot at by my own law enforcement that I pay with my taxes.
Shot at? Bruh. Because he was in a crowd of people where there's a tear gas thing went off 100 yards away? Oh my God.
Salary of. And all I ever hear from the people by my side is no more. And not just the no more to Trumpism, but no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed. We're unbought. We're unbacked.
What is this? We are unbossed? What is this saying? I've never heard it before. I guess it's from a thing. Because he has no boss, retard. Oh, it's retarded. Never mind.
I fucked up too many times.
What are you talking
Damn, he got right to the security room. He didn't stop mad at anybody. He was like, get me out of here. He was like, I gotta leave. Whew.
What did you guys think, Chad? Did you guys like it? So I don't know what we're going to do with DSA. Like, I thought maybe we could... Oh, okay.
He really doesn't stay to shake hands or do or anything. He just fucking dips.
What are they up to?
No pictures, no nothing.
Coming here?
Damn.
Or hotel.
He said, I gotta bounce. Get me the fuck out of here.
Okay, well, let's... all right, chat. We're gonna head back to the hotel because I have a next guest. Next guest is going to be Aparna Raj. DSA. DSA DC.
He heard the door open and he's like, that's DGG.
And they were like,
wait, is this the cat person or am I mixing people up?
Something that no one in power wants you to hear. And it's that this party doesn't give a damn about you. No political party does. Because parties aren't people. They aren't sentient.
What is where are we at again? Jesus Christ.
They are mirrors of what we do, what we allow, and what is done to us. And that, if anything, is what should give you hope right now. Because shit is really, really bad. ICE is hunting and executing people of color and dissidents in the street. Queer people are being legislated out of existence legally and literally. And our air isn't breathable, our water isn't drinkable, and our lettuce is giving us diarrhea. That didn't happen overnight. And as easy, as comfortable as it would be to say that that all happened because of Republicans, that's dishonest. The moment that we are in right now is because of inaction, complicity, and malice from people in power. In both parties.
So then, wait, give me the circle thing. Give me the circle thing. Blame everything on Democrats. Don't vote for Democrats. No Democrats in power. Republicans do horrible thing. Blame everything on Democrats. Don't vote for Democrats. No Democrats in power. Republicans do horrible thing. Blame it's like the fucking It's like the circle of fucking autism. Holy shit. Hi, what's up?
But this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. I will talk about you later, but I wanted you to make me not black-pilled on the future of the liberals and the Democrats in America. And now I open it, and there's a dude in a Mao suit talking about the rise of the proletariat.
Well, there's a streamer called IRI, and there's another streamer called Hutch. You should talk to those guys, because I'm probably not going to be able to unblackpill you, because this is pretty blackpilling.
But I next time, okay? But like I think that's it. I think that's what's gonna happen. I was so positive. I was like, dudes, just because Trump came in the second time, it's not the end of times. You can still turn it back. Liberals can do it. Cancel that Anastasia. I don't believe in that anymore. I think your future is this.
My hope is that something happens that I just can't see right now. That's a little bit off the horizon. And people kind of wake up to this a little bit. But yeah, I agree with you. Like right now, it's pretty.
It's a dude in a Mao suit. What else do you need?
Yeah, it's weird and cringe. I don't know what else. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the problem is that these people have like worked really hard to build their infrastructure online. So if you criticize, I mean, you know it. Fuck, you might have gotten more pushback from these people than from anybody else online if you ever criticize any of these people.
Yeah, that's true, of course.
So any of your other like center left content creators, they'll make, more and more videos on Trump, but I don't think they'll ever attack these people further left because the harassment machine and everything is so well placed for it. And also because nobody really knows what's going on. Like if you're a normie and you watch YouTube and you see like a Trump bad video, you click it and you understand, but it's like socialists and tankies and they don't know what any of these people are and they don't know any of the buzzwords or they don't know what they're,
I am blackpilled because I think that's what happened. Because those people are getting in power now as well. Like for the first time, I think. Like, will people vote for the normal liberal guy with all the hatred that is against the establishment, against the ruling class, against like someone who's?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard. Another thing is that in some ways, weak times create weak people.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. Listen, I'm here fighting. I'll just scream at these people as long as I can, and we'll do what we can.
No, you do, but like you're like a fucking solo warrior in the field.
I know. Listen, I know. I'm aware. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I wish I could tell you more. I'm not sure. It's impossible to get people to look to the left and to say something about it. It's incredibly frustrating to me. I'm half laughing as you're talking to me, but I mean, like, this is your life. I know you, but I hate it too. It really does drive me fucking insane. Like, I've been behind the scenes and I've been okay. Like, I never demand my name on anything, or I don't want like credit for a bunch of shit. But to get like kicked out of this, like a DNC sponsored Democratic like college event.
You got out? I didn't.
Well, the reason why there's so much drama on Twitter right now about this is this thing that where Hasan is giving a speech at. Me and a bunch of friends wanted to go because this was the College Democrat Association's.
Oh no! They got him, but they kicked out you.
Well, they didn't even kick us out. Hasan was sending like mass text messages to the VP and the organizer saying that none of us could be allowed in because he was worried that we would like. Yeah, ask him questions or something.
You're cooked.
Yeah, and then he'll come in his fucking Mao suit. Can you imagine, Anna, if I came back in like a Jew costume after my trip to Israel talking about how important Israel is? This guy goes to fucking China where they pulled him aside and they were like, are you making fun of Mao Zedong? And he's like, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical for China, yeah. And you can't criticize the great father of the nation, you know?
Yeah, but he simped for them. He made excuses for it. He's like, well, listen, guys, they saw a couple white boys and of course, and then meanwhile, in like the United States, he's like, the cops shot at me in America. They shot at me. My own cops. I was like, bro, what?
I honestly, like, I'm so glad that when the martial law thing happened, all of these, like, weird channels have been absolutely fucking nuked. Like, people got news from the proper channels and nothing else for a while.
Yeah.
And that's like, I'm not saying you should live like that, obviously. You're not in the martial law invasion situation, but like there's sense to it.
Yeah. Because people just need to be aware of what's going on and people just don't have the awareness at all. And then none of this is even to speak of like all of the foreign influence that's pushing everything as well, right?
Course.
Like how many Russian actors are happy to see all the MAGA shit? How many Chinese actors are so happy to see all of this weird Hasan shit? Like, yeah, it's pretty bad. Not good.
Yeah, meanwhile, these are my fucking haters, dude.
Yes, we are. Nice. Climb over there. Are you Destiny? We're not letting you.
I like how he was late to his speech because he was fucking monitoring to make sure that me and nobody else were going to fucking show up, and then him scurrying off afterwards. It is crazy how petrified this guy is of me. Holy shit. I guess this is ultimately why all of these like regime styles fail. They really do attract the weakest and worst people. They do. They do. The Trumps, the MAGAs, the commies, the socialists.
We're not letting women because we're worried about You're worried you're going to yell some shit towards us on. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. We're telling you we're not.
It's just crazy because that's like, this is like, I think he thought, because it's like Democrat in the name, he thought like, oh no, this will be fine. I can just like go out and fucking
and buy tickets to an open event to a Democratic convention as a registered Democrat that supports the Democratic Party, who's probably committed and fundraised more than like $1 million in cash and cash equivalent things to the Democratic Party. Probably, yeah, I would assume that's okay. I think that's a safe assumption. No,
I think he thought, because it's like Democrat in the name, he thought like, oh no, this will be fine. I can just like go out and fucking openly openly talk about how I'm gonna agitate and how I'm gonna disrupt the fucking event. That
agitate and disrupt. It's also funny too. It's so funny. Fuck you, ads. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Okay. I knew this would all play out exactly this way. I knew it. There's a reason why I did this stuff publicly. Okay. Because other people, I'm sorry. I love you, ads. A whole bunch of people were telling me that I needed to do it quietly, that I needed to try to sneak into the event. Okay. It wasn't just ads also. In my mind, if I would have gone to the event, I think that people all had this like fantastic idea of me. Like, I get the mic, the fucking spotlights turn on, everything else is silent, everybody's staring, and Hasan is like locked into this like, I need you to tell me, what is your solution for Israel-Palestine? Do you really think that Hezbollah are the good guys? What did you mean when you said that the Houthis hijacking that ship was good? Do you really think that the Houthis are allowed to hijack civilian ships and indefinitely detain the people? I don't think that would happen. I think it would have been awkward. I think there would have been some weird giggling. And then I think that we would have just moved on. And that's it. And it wouldn't even been an event. But I think that Hasan, I can't believe that Hasan shouldn't know that too. Like, him banning me, the only thing I thought about for a little bit that would have been differently would have been me staying and then getting arrested. But if I get trespassed and then I stay and then they arrest me, I feel like that's like too much, because I don't know. I thought about it. I still actually don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. Because they're not going to like charge me with a crime. They just probably drive me off and then I fucking leave. And then I could say, oh, you're arrested because of Hasan. But all he has to do, assume what he's saying is true, that we were going to go in and disrupt and agitate. If I did that one time, my shit is fucked. Do you understand how fucked I would be? If I was Hasan, I would be praying that happens. That, oh my God, please let Destiny come into this event with his friends and like try to like scream or agitate or do whatever, because he's surrounded by a bunch of friends. Obviously, Hasan is, right? They're all fucking college kids, right? And there's security and shit there. I would get kicked out and he would have the perfect, like, permanent excuse to try to excise me from as many events as possible. Like, that's it. It would just be so perfect for him. But the fact that he was so fucking petrified of me even being there, I think that's crazy. That is crazy to me. Do you think that Hasan has bought into his own lies, that you are this big, bad, evil guy to his story, or is it all calculated? No, it's all calculated. It's because I'm the only person who will actually stand up to him on the left. I'm not joking. I'm not being humble anymore either. That is the case. He knows that nobody else will. This is why he'll agree to debate like people on the right who will be nice with him, like Charlie Kirk, or people on the left who will be nice to him, like Adam Mockler. Like, he knows, like, remember, oh dude, if I'm not a lazy piece of shit, I will make a video on this. I've run through this with at least like 4 or 5 different like big Democratic operative people. This like conversation shit. I'm just trying to get more people to be aware of it. Oh, I'm talking to, I think, JVL in a few days as well. I met a lot of Bulwark people at the LibCon. The LibCon was really good. I chatted with a lot of people. I liked everybody there. You have to choose the conversations that you want. And Hasan is just, well, everybody on the MAGA place and everybody in the tanky place is very, very, very good at all of this, at choosing the right conversations. And Hasan is just very good at, well, I say very good. He just chooses the right conversations. It's zero critical pushback on anything. That's it. Zero critical pushback on anything. It's not just choosing the right conversation. It's also paying most of their attention to the meta discourse layer of politics. Yeah, which liberals don't do at all. And I'm not even, I don't even like blame them. Like, I hate it too. But
you know, college Democrats have put together this national convention. There's something so strange about like openly filming yourself, wanting to you know, thwart an event put together that you were not invited to.
Thwarting an event. Why would I do that, right? He can't possibly believe this. It doesn't even really match with his own rhetoric, because he knows that I want to be on good terms with like the Democratic Party. So why would I openly thwart an event that is like an official extension of the DNC?
Because you hate the person that they invited, and then just being fucking ass mad the entire time, you know? Making this up. Destiny claims the College Democrats of America convention let Janet Maki, a guy who was arrested for making bomb threats, but it wasn't Jared Maki in the picture he posted. It was Austin Wise, the finance director of the College Democrats of America. Yet another.
People keep saying this. I'm not convinced. I looked at the two pictures. You're telling me that Austin dude decided to grow a fucking mustache? First of all, who the fuck grows a mustache? I don't think they look similar. I want to see an ID. Prove it.
A failed attempt. The funny thing is the college Dems let in Jared Maki, the same guy who got a guided tour to Hasan in Michigan, the same guy who was later arrested for making bomb threats. Dude, what the fuck is going on?
By the way, that did happen, but nobody talks about it. Nobody cares. If that was a DGGer, by the way, they would be talking about that shit 24/7.
Oh, man. This guy's such a fucking... Dude. You can't do this, man. You cannot fucking do this. Okay.
You can't do this.
Okay. This is Laura Loomer behavior, dude.
Everybody that talks about me is obsessed and unhinged. Everybody that... I think was my speech at the LibCon or my panel. I think it'll get uploaded later. But we talk about that a little bit. I don't know if I answer a question from the audience or it's on our panel. But...
What the fuck? Dude, what a fucking disgusting, toxic, insane fucking community. Just so desperate, so odious.
Odious? He learned this word recently. He likes it.
Straight up fucking rapist behavior, dude. Jesus.
Rapist. Straight up rapist behavior. What?
Christ, who fucking behaves like this? They're calling D the Dem Jake Lang.
Who's Jake?
In defense of Laura, she does not.
Jake Lang is that the unhinged MMA fighter, UFC fighter?
Not have a Nazi kid, so she has spare time. Fair. Centrists are defending Pestany too. Yeah, I saw that. Has spare time. Fair.
Who?
Centrists are defending Pestany too.
Centrists? Oh, I don't even know what that means anymore.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is your panel with Sarah Longwell going to be released? They have to post it somewhere, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, this guy went. So this is who we're platforming young Dems after all this attacks against the party, after all this disgusting rhetoric, and barring someone like Omni Liberal who's been actively organizing and canvassing for Democrats at his behest. Pathetic behavior.
True.
Look at this. Destiny gets denied entry to the CDA convention. Where is the post? Wait, what? Wait, they just deleted everything. What the fuck? So they deleted everything here. So, okay, here we go. Unfortunately, we're barred from going to the event because Hasan spammed texts to complain to the vice president of College Democrats.
By the way, where's Stale? These are the LSF mods that are currently DGG captured, by the way. And the last ones were DGG captured, by the way. Even though they made rules literally to ban my content, basically, by getting rid of political content. All DGG captured. But it's projection because they're all leftist captured. They're all leftist captured. It's crazy.
That's Cameron Landin. This is despite my community putting over $1 million into canvassing and fundraising for Democrats against the Republicans in the last 5 years. And Hasan doing...
Should be 6 or 7 years. Banning stop. When was the runoff elections were in 2000 for Warnock and Ossoff, right? Would have been 2001 for the runoffs? It's close enough.
Nothing besides attacking moderate Democrats, calling them homo fascists when they don't support their...
I'm sorry. And again, this is why I don't know. I just don't know how to communicate it to other people. Why the messages don't matter as much as the messaging apparatus. The messages matter maybe a little bit, but like the idea that like my candidates didn't win and it must be because they're all homos, the people voting, that's just crazy. That Hasan was so ass-pained about the election outcome in California that he said they just want homo-fascism. Also, and I think that I would say that Hasan and any Hasan fan, I really would, and I would push this if I was a policymaker, that him and his fans should be banned from all future events. When you have him cheering on the lynching of that Jew guy in the California LGBTQIA event. Like, if you want to talk about actual unacceptable harassment style behavior, that would be it. I don't know if I've ever done anything. Like I said, fuck, that one chatter's comment fucking mind fucked me. The guy who was like, I think if you were to go bar for bar with Hasan, I think he actually has more crazy comments than you. And I really think that's true. Him watching the Scott Wiener, like, that lynching, and then for him to like, well, maybe he should have been pro-Hamas instead. That's crazy. That's insane. That is crazy that nobody gave a fuck about that.
They're anti-Democrat candidates. Okay, we found the mirror of it. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Let's see this. Oh my God. So Destiny gets denied entry at the CDA convention.
Are
you guys selling those shirts?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
Climb over there. Are you Destiny? We're not letting you in. We're not letting you in because we're worried about causing disruption.
You're not getting let in. He just says, "Are you Destiny?" You're not getting let in.
We're worried you're going to yell or some shit towards us on, and we're not going to. I'm sorry. Yes, we can give you a reason. I'm sorry.
How can I not get into this?
We're telling you we're not going to get it. We're telling you you're not going to get it.
I know who doesn't support the Democratic Party or whatever has priority over.
I'm not.
It's actually so. It looks so bad that the Democratic Party is basically positioning like Destiny is a basically a liberal Democrat, whereas Hasan.
It's so annoying. I said this earlier. Like my positions more or less are in line with like the moderate Dem position. Like if you look at all the polling for most Dems, like most of my positions are pretty moderate. Like
Hasan is not a liberal Democrat. He is a socialist, terrorism supporter, borderline communist. He doesn't even agree with Democrats. He just wants to use their platforms for his own advantage. So they're basically saying that because Hasan is more popular than Destiny, that it's more important for them to bring in these other extremist radicals and ignore all of the average people like Destiny. That's it. Democrats like borders now? Yeah, right.
Engaging in this conversation.
Okay, I understand. Is there anybody ahead of you or anybody above you that I can chat about this? Or?
I am the national vice president.
Okay.
The national vice president. Wow. And you just went and let that happen.
I'm called Democrats in America. Yeah, but she trusts me with everything, so yeah.
You guys wearing a Palestine scarf? What do you expect? I don't know if that's really what it is or not. I really don't. I have no idea what that is.
Security.
Okay, somebody told me they do wear these, but I'm trying to remember. From any of the videos that I posted when I was in the West Bank, do Palestinians actually wear these keffiyeh things? Or is it only for like protests or demonstrations? Does anybody remember from any of the videos that I posted?
Security.
But yeah, I do think that there is a huge contingency of the, like, there's a very strong advocacy group where these are people who are foreigners. They are not Americans. They are, like they were not born in America, or if they were, they didn't grow up in America. They are not culturally Americans. They do not believe in American values.
Okay, well, that's the end of that. God damn it.
And they want to use the American justice system and the American political system in order to exercise control and power over different Middle Eastern conflicts that are about their own home countries. That's what they care about. They don't care about America. They only care about what America is doing in the Middle East. And the reason why I know that is...
I don't understand why Asmongold defends D, because shouldn't he and Hasan both want him to be banished to the YouTube Shadow Realm? I don't get it. Well, because Asmongold, for all of the disgusting shit that he says, he's an honest political actor. So Asmongold is saying, you don't have to guess what Asmongold believes, right? He's pretty fucking open about all of it. Whereas for Hasan is a subversive political actor. He can't be exposed. Now, Asmongold would never debate me because I think he knows that he couldn't factually defend a lot of the things that he says, and that would be a frustrating argument or whatever. But that's a different type of exposed than, like, for Hasan, it would expose him as being far more radical. Like, the best I could do for Asmongold is make him look stupid, but for Hasan, it would be like, oh shit, those are his true colors. It's a different type of thing, and one is way more threatening than the other, I think.
Is that not a single person inside of that group and the far left group can express anything else other than absolute hate towards Israel? That is the one issue that you cannot compromise on. And because that is the only issue that you can't compromise on, that is the issue that defines the group. It's not about being trans. It's not about being gay. It's not about Medicare for all. It's not about borders. It's not about fascism. It is about these Middle Eastern blood feuds and being on the right side of it. Because if an issue is only in that one position and that only that one thing, that's what's going to matter more than anything else. That is the main axis and fulcrum of their viewpoint. The sand wars, exactly. They are foreigners who have come to the country to subvert the country, to wear the skin of the Democrats as if it is their own, and to use the country's political system to enact policies that are better for their ethnic brothers and sisters overseas. I think just collectively, all of these people should be deported.
Christ.
I would be deporting millions of these people. They should not be in the country. They are not Americans. They should not be voting. They should not even be allowed to live here. Taking away their citizenship, shipping them back to wherever the fuck they came from. Get them out.
So unnecessary. We're gonna walk. No, get out. We did it. Thank you. That's fine.
That's crazy. Wow. So basically, they told this guy, Destiny is not allowed to. Destiny can't attend the College Democrats convention because a socialist doesn't want him to be there. That's crazy.
Not even like just a socialist, but like a radical, like ML type socialist, like which is even worse. Like I think I hate even drawing out this distinction because it doesn't exist right now in America. But like you can theoretically be like a social democrat or a socialist who thinks that like America should transition to like a more social style program in terms of how it runs its economy and everything, without also thinking that the American empire is uniquely evil and the more evil one from any other empire on the planet, that Stalin and Mao were actually based leaders and we're tired of pretending they're not, and denying all of the imperialistic, disgusting policies of China or the Soviet Union. Like you can be that style of socialist. I just don't know. I don't think they exist anywhere in the US right now. You're either like an extremist, like an ML type, or you're a person who says you're like a socialist, but really you just want like more government program stuff, which isn't really a socialist.
And so video incoming. Oh my God. So it's for Spam Darius or this. I don't know who this is. I have no idea about this. So let me scroll down and look at this other one too. I haven't seen this. This is another post. Okay, let's watch it. It's like laggy. Wait, I got a question. What? Does this mean Hasan's already here? Wait, I got a question. What? Okay. Does this mean Hasan's already here? Jesus Christ, bro. Like, oh my God. And yeah, okay, all right, one more. Let me see this. Destiny accuses Hasan of making the boss call to kick him out of College Democrats convention before Piker's speech. Okay, let's see it.
Heads up, some kick streamers will be at the event today only because of your presence. Unclear what they're planning. Who are the kick streamers? Do you know?
Uh-huh. Is it a certain individual of, let's say, shorter stature? Is that it? A certain kind of person? Uh-oh. D and Darius. I love how they know exactly who it is. And oh my God, there's a picture.
D and Darius?
Destiny. Is Darius
Is
still
Darius
there?
still there? I got tickets.
Uh-oh.
Fucking losers, man.
It's just how crazy how pressed he is. I just can't. That's just insane to me.
Uh-oh.
This shit is so fucking lame,
Same reaction
too.
as when we randomly got banned? Yeah.
Have you ever disrupted an event before? Fuck no. I don't want to get permabanned from shit.
We saw
And it would look bad on me. Why would I? Have I ever? I'm trying to think if I've ever. I don't think I've ever like disrupted. Have I? I don't think I ever have before.
This part, let's skip ahead.
Okay, here we go.
This is new. Security.
That's the guy kicked us out too. Getting this threat to massage. Oh yeah.
So that's the guy that did it.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, he posted another tweet.
Wow.
I thought me and him were friends. We have one more way to get in.
He actually did. He actually like spam text. Like I was literally. I told the security people. The guy showed me the text. It's retarded. So
He showed you the text of what?
Hasan spamming. I don't know if it's Hasan.
Hasan spam. Oh my
God. From Hasan. But he literally said like this.
Can you explain how Hasan got his fingers in so many pies? He maximizes for networking and clout. He just maximizes for that. I wish there was a nicer way to say clout so it doesn't sound like I'm just being mean, but like he maximizes for networking and then he maximizes for exclusion while networking. So like early on when he did his 90-day fiance run and started to go on Twitch, the first thing that he tried to do was cut me out of everything that he went to. And you can go and ask old streamers or whatever and they'll tell you this. Like Hasan, like we just tell people I'm not going to an event with Destiny there. I'm not. That's why I couldn't attend anything with anybody there. And then once I got banned, especially Hasan and then Frogan and Casey Tron and Denims, like all leaned in on that Twitch stuff as hard as possible to keep me banned from there. And then that just lets him get more and more and more fingers into things. And because of the political leanings of everybody, right? Because he's far left and then he's trying to infiltrate these center left organizations. Center left organizations just have no sense of self-preservation. They cannot maintain themselves to save their lives. So they're always like threatened to be swallowed up by more extremist elements. It kind of happened during the BLM stuff, right? Where we had the whole abolish the police, defund the police movement, and all of the establishment Dems and the lawmakers were complaining like, bro, this shit fucked us in our midterms. What the fuck, guys? But like Dems just can never push back against further left elements because they have no, I don't know, it's like sense of self-preservation, yeah. So he's just able to do it because there's no one oppositional to him. And then he's got the audience, which helps as well, like having a large audience on Twitch, and then the fact that that audience is like super protected for him. Nobody can touch him on Twitch because I'm permabanned and nobody else is really in a position to. So what would you say was the inception of this beef between me and Hasan? I truly don't know. Like it's easy to tease out or suss out like a small lie, like an acute lie, like over like is somebody hiding something or cheating in a relationship or whatever. Like these are easy things to suss out. But like ideological cloaks, I guess, where you're trying to move without people knowing you're true. I don't know how to make sense of that. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's really difficult for me to figure out. Like, I feel like Hasan has become more radicalized. It would be hard to imagine he was that radical when we first started talking. He was definitely more leftward than me when we first started talking. That's for sure. That's some part of what we argued over. But like, but then it's also hard to figure out. Yeah, there's also like a lot of things in life. I'm so divorced from the ultra wealthy experience. I don't know what all that entails as well. like coming from a certain family that has a certain set of expectations, that's imbued with you with a certain set of values, where other members of your family are either political party members like his dad or members of like political activist movements like his uncle. I just, there's like a lot there that I just don't even have a basis to understand. Like, it was a friend that told me a while ago, even, that pointed out like, hey, there's a really easy way to spot like super wealthy entitled kids, and it's when they are dual citizens who were anchor babied in the US and then grew up in their home countries and then come back to the US for college. I didn't even know that was a thing. And it maps onto Hasan and then a few other people that I went back and thought about too. But like, you're wealthy enough that you have multiple homes or place in the US, you have your kid in the US for the dual citizenship, you send them back to your country to get educated, and then they come to the US for college and then maybe work or whatever, or to London or something. A lot of the Palestinian activists can also follow this. I think like Moeen Rabani, I think. Didn't he go to college in like the Netherlands? He a Dutch Palestinian. I don't remember if he was born in Europe though. Oh, he was. He was born in Heerenveen, in Netherlands. His parents were Palestinian refugees. He got his BA in history, international relations, and Tufts. And then he went to Georgetown for an MA. I don't know if he has any other citizenships though. Well, he would have had the one for the EU, I guess, right? But yeah, it's hard for me to say. I don't know. The inception of the beef is that you made him feel stupid on panels. Well, no, there must have been something like, there's like a more... you guys are giving like an answer. I don't know if you're memeing or if you really think this is serious. Obviously, this bothered him from like a personal level, but there's something ideologically that drives him now, 100%. Like, it's not just a personal beef with me that has determined the entire spin out of like his entire life. Like there's clearly a big ideological underpinning to what he's doing. You're wrong. You had it right earlier. These authoritarian movements attract petty men, and Hasan's ego was shattered in those Twitch days, and he's held a grudge ever since. I really don't think Hasan is that deep or thoughtful. Maybe someone around him is, but I really think he's driven by spite and jealousy. He has never even commented on your political positions. I don't think. It's all personal. Well, that's intentional because they do this with everybody. They, like, look at Haley Stevens and everybody else. It's all like, oh, they're AIPAC funded. They're pro-Israel. It's all like shit like this. It's never actually dealing with political positions. There is no policy debate anymore.
I mean, it's a pretty awful comment. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty egregious. That's not even close to okay. That's way out of line.
The thing that just is so insane to me about this is the fact that, like, I don't know how he could see me link a clip in this and then comment on what I'm saying, but not comment on the clip itself. I don't understand.
Did he not open the clip?
No, because it's just because people only ever post a picture of me saying this.
He didn't think to type the clip
it's
in.
It's a pretty awful comment. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty egregious. That's not even close to okay. That's way out of line. I mean, that'd be enough justification for me. If I was a staff at the event and somebody, if I was a staff at the event and I was unbiased when it comes down to Hasan or anybody, and somebody showed me that, I mean, I would absolutely ban the person who said that. I think that's like, come on, bro, really? It's an outrageous comment. What?
I don't necessarily disagree with what XQC is saying without having seen what I'm responding to. But I think it's pretty obvious, like, what I'm responding to if you actually look at the clip itself. Apparently there's a second one. Hold on.
I'll watch it. You linked it 10 times. I'll watch it.
Heads up, some kick...
Did I watch that clip today on stream? The Ela one?
I'll watch it.
Heads up, some kick streamers will be at the event today only because of your presence. Unclear what they're planning. Who are the kick streamers? Do you know?
Me, Smile. I went there to the College Democrats of America, Shirley.
More welcome to the
So, were
game
you there?
tonight, Mr. X.
All the boys were there.
To kick, used my sub TTS, hello Carbson and kick friends.
Yeah, but I don't get it though. Like
DN
chat, even if kick streamers were there, I mean, what about
Darius? Is Darius still there? I got tickets.
Like, it's not
holy.
Fucking losers, man.
Well, I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna defend them. I just don't see like it's not like some.
This shit is so fucking lame too.
Are you guys selling those shirts?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
Buy them over there.
Hey X 5 years, holy. Would be.
We're not letting you.
Not surprised this is X's take. This is how most normies would respond out of context. And the issue is the context behind this takes forever to understand. It doesn't really, though.
It's one clip.
It's literally Hasan saying you could have violent uprisings against any IDF soldiers, even your streamer's wife. That's not that hard to understand at all. And a time when, he gets linked the context here, at a time when Ethan and Ela are literally getting death threats, are getting the CPS called on them for their kids, are getting, was it multiple skulls or was it just one skull that was mailed to them?
I think it was just one.
Okay. One skull
Not a big deal if it's
in the
one.
mail. To have Hasan, like, clarify on stream that, like, You can violently resist any IDF soldier, even your favorite YouTuber's wife. That's an unhinged, crazy statement to make when people are literally passing around cartoons of Elam murdering Palestinian children.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hila did this?
No, shut the fuck up. Permaban if you suggest any of this is anti-Semitic, by the way. This is just anti-Zionist, okay? This is just anti-Zionist. Oh, okay. Just a repeat. But anyway.
Anyway, podcast. Dude, I'm not.
What? Oh.
I got you, bro.
Oh.
Watch this. Want some content? I got you, bro.
Wait. He's...
Just 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh my
Chad,
God.
Chad, let's just see if there's a good topic. Come on, bro.
Hold on. Let me use the rest real quick.
Good
Well, he
topic.
plays this. He's going to play it for sure. Wait, did I miss him talking about it?
I don't think he talked about it.
Did he really not? Okay, whatever. He got the call. If you think about like The Onion today trying to parody InfoWars or whatever, it's really hard because they're all so ridiculous. Like, how do you even parody it? Like, if I wanted to parody Hasan's costumes, like, it's just so fucking cringe. It's just so fucking cringe. Oh my God. Is he wearing the Spanish flag? It's a fucking jersey under his thing for the fake football shit. That's another thing too. Like, oh my God, this guy has no hobbies or interests at all. Like, if you were to get this guy in a room, be like, I need you to talk to me at length about a single hobby or interest you have, he couldn't say anything about anything. It's so fucking cringe. But he larps on this football shit so he can attack America and Argentina or whatever the fuck. Bro, all the Grateful Dead shirts said he doesn't listen to music. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. Somebody might have a link to it, but he literally, I remember saying a long time ago on a stream.
He doesn't like music.
Yeah, he says he doesn't like music. Which is, that's the most, of all the people in my space, of the Gisticles, of the Destinies, of the Fuenteses, of everybody, that is the most sociopathic shit I've ever heard in my life.
Brother, one of the things that people I've seen people do against me now is like, oh, he doesn't listen to music. He's a psychopath because he doesn't listen to music. It's like, damn, brother, what are we doing at this point? Like, I don't know if it's because I'm autistic that I don't listen to music or not, but like, can a boy have some preferences? Brother, one of the things, like, that's insane. I've heard motherfuckers online be like, yo, Hasan doesn't listen to music. Obviously, he's a psychopath. He's like a secret murderer. It's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Oh, AFPAC was in 2020, and you had him at your place in 2022. Gotcha.
It's crazy. Like, sure, yeah, I know I'm weird. What do you want me to do? Fucking hide the truth about how I behave? Like, anyway, let's just keep it pushing. There's definitely something missing if you don't like music. I like music. Okay? I like music. I just don't listen to a lot of music because I don't have any fucking time to listen to music. I spend most of my time, every waking moment,
Don't say ebooks. Please don't say ebooks. What does he do at the gym? What does he listen to when he's at the gym?
Listening to the news.
Oh, no, shot. Was this years ago or just, was it really 8 months ago?
I think years ago.
Well, I'm trying to remember because that background that's after his house, but this has been so long. My timeline's suck on everything. I don't know. He listens to your stream. True.
Actually. Every waking moment I have not on stream is dedicated to news, programs, podcasts, audiobooks. I can't listen to music on stream because of DMCAs. When would I even have time?
Oh, no, that was 2 skulls. Not 1. Nah. You just snarked Ethan. Way to go.
It doesn't fucking matter if it's 1 or 2. The motherfucker got a skull in the mail. That's the point.
Well.
Jake Lang and Abdul Drama may have been coordinated with liberal Metapod. What is that?
I cannot believe this. Michigan U.S. Senate candidate Abdul ELSAYED just platformed January 6er Jake Lang. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, Z. This is how he handled Jake Lang. And this is how you handled Jake Lang.
Guys, what's up? Jake Lang here.
Hello, it's Jake Lang. Z, good to meet you. Thanks for coming.
So I like how you post this on your Instagram. Then you have this in the video. Also, this is an extra little nugget. You follow him on Instagram.
Was that the start of a debate? I mean, like...
You have continuously showed that you have piss poor judgment. I gotta be honest.
Yep.
How could you ever talk about having judgment? Remember, 2 of the biggest products we've gotten from these people are fucking Fetterman and Plattner.
I mean, these people are they're unserious. They're these grifters. There's no other way to look at this. Okay. I mean, that's the operation that Destiny's a part of, right? Sex Destiny's operation.
Ooh, he accidentally said Destiny for a second. Yeah, Z wasn't even criticizing ELSAYED. I think she was just making fun of that people were treating her crazy for debating the guy or whatever.
These grifters. There's no other way to look at this. Okay. I mean, that's the operation that Destiny's a part of, right? Sex Destiny's operation. Another one of my fucking ops. They literally, they don't have any ideological conviction, man. They don't give a fuck. They will align with anyone and everyone. They will align with Nazis. All they give a shit about is clout.
The
my
projection.
God, bruh.
The projection. They will align with Nazis. Hello? Really? Hello? Really? We're still using that talking point? Hello? Hello? Really? Really? Really?
All they give a shit about is clout. That's it. And it's personal. It's personal clout too. There's no larger goal. There's no movement that they're a part of. They only want to advance their own personal interests and maybe become maybe get more money from the Democratic Party, pretty much.
This isn't even true.
It doesn't. The thing is, too, none of it makes sense, right? Like, I'm like the worst clout optimizer. Like, I'm famously the worst clout optimizer on the internet.
You only talk to people smaller than you.
Yeah, and the idea that, like, it's just like, it's so obviously true how stupid, this is exactly what Justical said near word for word. Yeah, because these guys share notes 100%, of course. I mean, you see him now. Hasan is way more blatant about it now because he's so pressed.
They're debate pedophiles through and through. They think of people like Jake Lang and Fuentes as their peers. It's not personal to any of them when it really should be. I know. But that's precisely the reason why Epstein very famously platformed Nick Fuentes when Nick Fuentes had no platform whatsoever. When he was demonetized and deplatformed everywhere, Destiny very openly gave him an opportunity.
Yeah? What do you mean by not true?
I'm pretty sure Nick Fuentes he didn't have like a huge fucking platform or whatever at the time, right? Like he wasn't like the fucking end all be all.
Well, that's what Hasan is saying, no?
Oh, he is saying that? Sorry, I missed.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if this was before, my timelines. I can't rely on what these guys say either because they lie about everything. But when I was talking to Nick, this was after he did the AFPAC thing, right? I believe. Somebody can go check the timelines or whatever.
I believe so.
Opportunity.
It was before Kanye.
Yeah. If he wants to give me credit for remaking Fuentes, who, by the way, like, if we want to be like politically ruthless, I mean, we would just say that Fuentes has probably been a net benefit to the left because it's just been kind of like infighting with Trumples and making them kind of look bad or crazy or whatever. But if you want to give me credit for building Fuentes, that's fine. But then your whole streaming career and your current political relevancy to anything, you owe 100% to me because I did way more to build up fucking Hasan than I ever did for fucking Fuentes.
Welcomed him into his community, and they were like, "Oh, we're duking it out. We're having cordial conversations." And not only that, but he also gave Nick Fuentes' phone number to other podcasts. And he openly celebrated that too. There's videos of Destiny out there, okay?
The only podcast, I don't remember if I actually did connect him or not. The only one this was true of was for No Jumper. And it was because I think they reached out to me asking if Fuentes wanted to come on to debate or whatever. Would have been the only one. But like, are you telling me that Destiny and No Jumper relaunched Fuentes' career? Also, what, again, not to be, wait, why am I saying not to be mean? It's a fucking neo-Nazi. What career? Like, and I'm more influential than Kanye West, who Fuentes was working with after me?
There's videos of him openly talking about how he gave Nick Fuentes a lifeline at a time when Nick Fuentes had nothing, and how Nick should respect him more. Nick should treat him with the dignity and respect he deserves.
True, though.
Yeah, didn't you say that's how Charlie Kirk and those guys used to treat you? Like they would call you a monster and then try to get a beer with you after? Yes, I did say that. Yes. Real ones, old school people remember. Epstein did a reputation laundering for Nick Fuentes and even banned numerous members in his own community that were like, "Hey man, we're with you all the way, but this is a bridge too far. Nick Fuentes is a fucking neo-Nazi." He wrote.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, didn't you say that's how Charlie Kirk and those guys used to treat you? Like they would call you a monster and then try to get a beer with you after? Yes, I did say that. Yes. Real ones, old school people remember. Epstein did a reputation laundering for Nick Fuentes.
Why is he saying real ones, old school fan? Like he's an old school real Destiny fan.
And even banned numerous members in his own community that were like, "Hey man, we're with you all the way, but this is a bridge too far. Nick Fuentes is a fucking neo-Nazi." He wrote effort posts defending Nick Fuentes. Effort posts defending Nick Fuentes.
Never. The funny thing is, wait, do you know who Hasan is referencing here, by the way?
I don't know.
Mr. Girl. So at this time when I was debating Fuentes, I didn't want to use the label neo-Nazi on these guys. I would just rather debate the policy prescriptions. And then there was a huge disagreement on my fan base, partially led by Mr. Girl, because he got mega ass pain about this, about whether or not we should label him neo-Nazi. But that's it. It wasn't about like my fan base was like, we shouldn't befriend Nick because he's our best friend now and we're trying to play Minecraft. Like, that was never it. That was never the case. It was just whether or not we should use the label neo-Nazis or not. All of my conversations with Nick were adversarial, except for maybe our dinner, our waffle stream. But other than that, every conversation was a debate.
Here it is.
No, and Fuentes' treatment of me is so bad. I don't understand. That's something he'll have to learn to grow. Not to sound like not to be too self-aggrandizing, but like Fuentes should be worshiping me because
True.
I was the only lifeline that he had to like being able to breach like mainstream political conversations.
That was true at the time. But the red pill shit, I think, probably catapulted him a bit more. But the big connect here, I don't know why he never brings it up, was fuck, Mooten, help me. Black rapper guy, most famous rapper maybe alive today.
Oh, Kanye West.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Are we pretending like
I represented a huge potential opportunity to him, and he just was so bad faith in the way that he treats me? It's unbelievable. I don't know why the fuck you would do that. Like, he should have been so conciliatory towards me. I'm not looking for that. I'm not asking him to be a bitch or anything. But for him to be like,
my issue here was that big tech on his platform, God, what the tangled webs we weave, was using Cozy, I think, to try to to spam report Mr. Girl's YouTube channel because they didn't like a debate that they had. And then I told Nick, I was like, we're never going to do debates or anything if you're not going to fucking I can't have people on your platform spam reporting people who are in my community. It's obviously not going to work. And then Fuentes basically was just like, well, I can't control any of them. Fuck that. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, because I am basically the only like large lib figure that will talk to you or debate you. So what you just don't give a fuck at all. But then people try to spin this into the, like, I'm building his career, I'm helping him, blah, blah. I mean, I'm sure if we're being honest, I'm sure there's a little bit of a help there because any community back and forth is going to help to some extent because you get more eyes on you. But I mean, you have to do that if you're debating people, right? So you could make the same argument for all the Daily Wire people I debated as well.
Endlessly bad faith against me.
But the thing that brought Fuentes back into more kind of well-known stuff, it would have been the red pill stuff a little maybe, but it was the Kanye West thing. That was the big thing.
Because his orbit calls me anti-Semitic, right? But his orbit actually, like content creators in his orbit, unironically will, say heinous shit about Jews.
Like what? What is he even talking about? Like what?
All the fucking time. So it's not really an accident why Epstein's son turned out to be a Nazi.
Nice. Turned out, by the way, 15 years old, by the way. But this is his life forever, whatever. Okay. Yes.
So he's whitewashing fascists or only Nick? I mean, he doesn't have any real consistent positions. He will change them.
True. I like how he says this too. Like all my research, all my streams, all of everything I talk about is not like public. Like you can literally trace like every political opinion I have through 50 million fucking debates. But he just says this stuff. He just randomly says it and is just accepted as true.
He goes back and forth. He used to, he's collaborated with Sam Hyde, and I think now he doesn't like Sam Hyde. He
Collaborate? I did 2 interviews over, like, that were separated by years from each other. Collaborated with? Like, what?
With Lauren Southern, Nick Fuentes.
Collaborated?
It's just, they're not... These guys, unironically, are the liberal Groypers, okay? That's what they are.
The
They're liberal Groypers. They do the same exact shit that Groypers do. They go to the same fucking harassment subreddits. They go to the same exact harassment forums in general.
Like, what?
They dox. They serially harass everyone they can. They love using slurs all the time, too. It's a relatively unsafe place. Or rather, there's a lot of edgy commentary that goes on. There's also a huge overlap with right-wing subreddits. I think some of them are just straight up openly right-wing now, too. That's why I don't think they'll ever stop. People can wake up and outgrow their space, but there's already a steady influx of new stalkers coming in from 4chan and Kick. Most of their new members probably don't even know why.
My steady membership coming in from 4chan? What the fuck? It's just like
I wish.
It's just like a crazy amount. Like, it's exhausting. The lies, like every single thing. I think every single thing he said basically over the past like 2 minutes has been like a totally fucking fabricated out of nowhere lie.
They hate you? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he will constantly get into trouble on his own. Like, he just can't fucking keep his dick in his pants. He's just constantly getting into fucking issues for that.
By the way, a guy who went to a brothel multiple times and bragged about fucking the employees and the customers there, by the way.
For that reason, too. And then every time he gets into trouble with another, like, neo-Nazi e-girl or whatever, he'll then turn around and be like, but Hasan is bad. And his fucking community is so used to that they genuinely don't realize what this dude is doing to them.
True.
Right? They don't realize. They're like, no, actually, as long as we can cyberstock and try to fucking engage in mass harassment operations against Hasan, our North Star, then it's fine. We'll overlook all of the moral failings of this person whose cult we're a part of.
True.
So yeah, Abdul didn't platform Jake Lang, but you did. Z is in every Jubilee video now. She organized the Destiny and Andrea Unfuck America tour. Yeah, I know.
Who did Hasan platform?
I know.
Didn't he platform like a Houthi terrorist?
Literally,
on
and
Twitch?
cheered and clapped. That should have been a permanent ban too. There should have been legal action. I don't know against it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. No, because there's nothing illegal about that. It is crazy that he just watches like terrorist attacks though, and like is championing them. That's just insane to me. That's just insane to me.
It's still in his YouTube, interviewing Yemeni Timothy Chalamet. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that's bad in and of itself. But this is a civilian ship. This is a civilian ship. That's it. This is not like an IDF or an Israel boat or.
Bro, they fucking look at this. They got the Palestinian flag that they painted under the helicopter with the Yemen flag. They fucking overtake. They start overtaking the ships, and they're like, "Guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel. If you're an Israeli, if you're owned by an Israeli corporation, or if you are..."
Remember, on Twitch, they added an extra rule to ban people around me. I think it was for Dylan, that you couldn't watch extremist content even if you disavowed it. You're not allowed to watch extremist content on Twitch. It's in their... It's not trust and
Terms
safety.
of service?
No. Community guidelines. For example, you may not display or link terrorist or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorists or extremist violence, even for the purposes of denouncing such content. And that's even if you're denouncing it, let alone in bold. Twitch does not allow content that depicts, glorifies, encourages, or supports terrorism or violent extremist actors or acts.
Actually sending ships to the Israeli port of it's not Eilat, it's the other one that is now bankrupt. But what was the other port? Haifa, right? Is it Haifa? Is Haifa the bankrupt one? Anyway, there's a lot of information. I can't recall all of it.
How do you even know where the ships are going? It's so fucking
ships
stupid.
Into Israel, if you are owned by an Israeli subsidiary, if you're owned by an Israeli corporation, we're going to take over your ship. You cannot fucking use this trade route anymore. Guess what, bitch? It's our fucking territorial boundary, and we're going to enforce
It's
this
not.
until
You're not allowed to do
you
that.
stop doing genocide.
It's not. You're not allowed to do that.
Say it. They're like, listen.
It's not your boundary. You don't have the authority to do that. You also don't even know where the ship is or what it's going to or who's it from. By the way, I don't remember if this was the, is it the Galaxy or whatever it was called, or this is a different one, but I know it wasn't an Israeli ship. They don't know. They were just capturing whatever the fuck.
We don't like you. We're not a fan of you. Okay?
So it's like a third party.
Yeah, this is
This is a
group of
terrorist
people that are
organization.
The Galaxy Leader? Yeah.
like, no, we care about the Palestinians.
Is this the Galaxy leadership?
We don't want you bombing them. So we're going to fucking take action. And we're going to try to punish you economically to the best of our ability. And by God, they started doing that, and they were doing it real well. So they started taking over these ships. They started targeting the ships. If you pass through, they communicate with you. They're like, hey, where are you going? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And if you're trying to get in there, we're going to fucking bomb you.
Are there people on this helicopter right now?
Yes. What do you mean? Of course there are people on this helicopter. What do you think? It's a fucking drone?
Kind of, from this angle.
No, there are people on this helicopter.
So this is like a hostile... They're streaming this?
Yeah. Yeah. They're flexing.
What? And they're coming in hot with guns.
Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a deterrence, right?
It's... Like this is just insane to me. Like I'm sorry, like that, like multiple heads should have rolled for the not in a like people get fired kind of way. Like I can't even imagine, bro. Like Amazon owned subsidiary, like it's just insane to me that they're watching ships being hijacked.
Right? So like their goal is to film it and show it to the world, so like other companies that don't want to risk having this happen to their product, having this happen to their ships, literally are like, okay, we're not going to use the trade route anymore. All of a sudden, if you don't use the trade route, trade gets more expensive for the West. All of a sudden, if you can't use that trade route, the Israeli port is going to get bankrupt. Israel is not going to be able to get the materials in time that they need for waging their war. Israeli society is going to start getting upset. They're going to be like, I can't get my treats. I can't get my Amazon Prime deliveries. What the fuck is going on? I hate this. Israel sucks. I'm leaving Israel. That's the goal.
Like all of this is like obviously propaganda, and it's so stupid. And the funny thing is, if you know anything about like the history of Yemen or whatever, Ansarullah, the Houthis don't give a fuck about any genocide in Israel or any bullshit like that. They were just like becoming more and more reliant on Iranian weapons and everything, and so they're kind of taking over. But the Houthis don't give a fuck about what the fuck is happening in Israel Palestine. So fucking cringe. Satellite imagery shows ship hijacked by Houthis near Yemen port. Oh, it was the Galaxy Leader. Didn't they hold these hostages for over a year?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
This is the one, by the way, where when that Houthi guy that Hasan was interviewing was mentioning the hostages, the Houthi guy like laughed. He was like, oh, they're like chill because we drugged them. And then Hasan was laughing. He was like, oh, that's so funny. It's like, actually, Hasan interviews Houthi Chalamet. I don't know how to spell this fucking shit.
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni.
Do they use the word hostage? Nope.
Probably not.
Galaxy, nope. Crew,
captain, crew, yeah.
Involvement together.
That's interesting. That's good. That's probably why it's like more. Oh, whoa!
What has happened to, does he know what has happened to any of the crews? Like, I heard they tried, wasn't it called CAT? The chewing the lead? CAT.
بدي اسالك انه شو صار للطواقم اللي بيشتغلوا على السفن بيقول لك انه
Are
سمع
they having a good time? Are they okay? Does he know?
بيقول لك انه الطواقم اللي بيشتغلوا على السفن انه كيف حالهم وايش عم تعملوا معهم وانه هل انه عم بيستمتعوا بوقتهم.
والله الصدق يعني مستمتعين يعني كلهم يعني وعايشين الوضع الحمد لله يعني جو خرافي واتمنى انتم تزوروا الجو هذا كلكم.
يعني انت شفت الناس اللي بيشتغلوا على السفن وبسالك انه جربوا القات هم جربوا قات.
ايوه كلهم جربوا القات حتى دوك ساكنين خزن.
He's saying they've all tried caught, including the captain of the ship that he went on. He's saying that the vibes are immaculate.
No way.
he's saying he wants us to visit.
Oh, dude, I would love to one day.
Right.
I am afraid of America bombs, though. That's what I'm afraid.
بقول لك انه بده انه يزور السفن بس بيخاف من القصف الامريكي.
لا عادي يجي والله بنخليه يزور السفن كلهن ويعيش.
Like the crew was literally, these were hostages for like over a year. Like,
I'd love to visit the terrorist organization.
Yeah, being forced to do drugs and shit as they're being held captive for, and not related to Israel or anything at all. And then like this, like God, he's so.
إنه كيف هدول الأشياء عم بيصيروا بنفس الوقت.
والله صدق يعني احنا يعني باحترامنا واخلاقنا يعني نجذبهم الينا يعني خلاص نكسبهم يعني خلاص يكرهوا امريكا يكرهوا الحكومه الامريكيه.
He's saying that they win over the crews on these ships and they like win them over with their charm and they make them hate America and the U.S. government.
That's so funny. Okay, that doesn't probably take much to be
like, wow. After you've captured us as hostages and threatened to kill us and are drugging us, that you can win us over so easily. Like, it's such an unbelievably unhinged, crazy, stupid, wild fucking thing to say. Like, I'll get mad if I keep talking about this. Anyway, this is, I'm sorry. Like, it's
not good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to interview the...
Jesus, fuck.
That's not good.
Their whole goal is to just, like, try to generate controversy and clout for themselves. That's it. I haven't seen them do a single damn productive thing. Really? Clout for what, though? Like what? I mean, nothing. Just personal clout. It's just pure clickbait. No real ideological conviction. I mean, there's no...
Like, it's so funny they say this. Like, Hasan can't write or speak coherently about anything policy-wise at all. Like, he is pure, like, faux ideology. Like, he's not even, like, really... Like, when you say, like, read theory, I'm so sorry. How can the read theory commie leader guy not be able to name a single fucking book that he can point people towards when it comes to theory? Like, he just engages on the most surface-level way possible. Although, I guess when you're just, like, a talking head for whoever's feeding him his actual talking points, he doesn't need to know anything. But, like, no offense, but, like, how can you have the audacity to call out anybody about anything? You know nothing. I don't even know this guy's a GED-level amount of information about any of the things he talks about. And then the fact that he tries to... I still think... that the cringiest possible thing that you can do is to have to credential yourself because you failed to make an argument. To be like, well, I went to college and I graduated. It's like, yeah, and the only evidence I have of that is the fact that you just said it. That's fucking insane to me.
This is the guy, prominent liberal. Haters on the
next clip
platform are.
Also, by the way, to reiterate how much I hate all of this, okay? All I want is to debate policy and stuff. I think it would be infinitely more interesting. I think it would be doing a better service to all of the people that are impacted by this stuff. We should be arguing over which candidates can provide the best vision for America. And I'll even go as far as to say, even if you're a socialist or whatever, fine, then have the argument. I think that's fine, just have the argument. It's like this subversive drama, horror, obsessive content of like fixating on all the personal likes, and they all do it. All of them do it. All of them do it. Everybody on this side does it, and all the MAGA people do it. It's so boring and relentless and cringe.
Ending because he couldn't disrupt yesterday's College Dems of America convention, by the way.
Fire it. Link it in chat. Holy shit. Who's Queen Bee Heart? At Hasanabi, here are clips of the stalkers yesterday talking about how they want to disrupt your speech. x.com/gisticle. Holy shit. Oh, another one. I don't know if you want to see the harasser from yesterday, but x.com/jewstalker. How many of them are linking them in chat? Are you allowed to link in Twitch chats? Usually people have that shit banned. Jesus.
Why would he have that banned? That's all of his content is clicking fucking links.
Yeah. Here are the clips of the stalkers yesterday. Someone was kind enough to clip the Digital Ground Game official stream from yesterday where their volunteers got ready before going to see Hasan. I'll post a thread of them for other people's convenience.
Also, none of this is true. The Digital Ground Game official stream. First of all, none of this had anything to do with Digital Ground Game. And then secondly, well, obviously because of that, it can't possibly be a Digital Ground Game official stream at all. Like, it's just so stupid.
We're about to leave to go snark Hasan, guys. No, we're gonna go just hang out with the Democratic Congressmen of America, the college Democrats of America. I need to go get a little bit more clothing on because I'm barely naked. Make us all look like a dumbass. Well, I'm just curious of a couple things. My first way. All right.
Darius and PR Sec, get ready to go snark Hasan.
You wanna come on, Ben? We gotta go snark Hasan.
Yeah, let's go start, bro.
Yeah, let's go snark. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get out of here? You can get up and go to bed? And you're like, sorry, not go to bed. You guys start getting this on?
What time's the Sunday?
Get snark.
Like, God, fuck, I got so mind fucked by so many people telling me not to. You look unhinged when you attack Hasan personally. Blah blah blah. You look unhinged. All of these things are so limiting to me. Fuck. But not anymore. Not anymore. We've learned more. We've done better, and we'll return. We'll go back to our roots if we have to. If this is where we have to go, if it's back to the drama content, fucking, I'll buy yachts. I'll buy yachts for Brettler and his entire family if that's what we got to do. Okay. I'm just saying. Imagine the unhingedness of your second largest political streamer on Twitch. Okay, is now just straight watching Kiwi Farms curated clips that Jewstalker, a guy who I'm pretty sure he still has a whole bunch of his fuck Hasan tweets up on his Twitter, like that this guy is just like spamming to his Twitter account and he's just like broadcasting it to his 20,000-30,000 fucking retards on stream. And I have no chance to even respond on this platform because I'm permabanned for who the fuck knows what reason, because Dan Clancy doesn't. That was gonna be too edgy, never mind. But Jesus.
Smart.
Darius and PR Sec, get ready to go snark Hasan.
You wanna come on, Ben? We gotta go snark Hasan.
Yeah, let's go start, bro.
Yeah, let's go snark. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that social safety person. This is not a real person also. I still stand by it. Even if I saw him in real life, I would assume that it's like a Chinese robot or whatever. Oh, it was the Officer Nasty guy who made all the clips? Makes sense.
Oh, you mean Connor's friend?
True.
That he wouldn't ban?
Yeah. Who also, I'm 99% sure, is a big Kiwi Farms poster as well.
Really? Well, if he posts on Kiwi Farms...
Are these the assholes who attacked Frogan? First of all, did Frogan post any pics of her and her friend afterwards?
I didn't see that.
If they didn't...
I heard that she said that, but yeah.
Did they? Because if she didn't, that whole thing was a fucking lie. Guaranteed. Also, attacked by Zionists. Give me a fucking break. Oh my God.
I don't even know who the fuck these people are, by the way.
I like how I don't know who these are. Meanwhile, this guy knows more fucking lore about my life than I do. Holy shit.
Ground Game volunteers preparing their serious political topics like Hasan's dog and debunked brothel stories.
One question for you. Hasan. Hasan Piker. H dog. Mr. Piker. Kyle. What's something you say? What's something you can say to Hasan? Just like,
I don't blame Radiant for holding on to his manly essence. Too many succubus out these days.
This
is so fucking pathetic. Imagine kids.
The goal isn't to debate Hasan Piker. The goal is to make him look more incomprehensible as possible in front of Democrats. Digital Ground Game volunteer. Remember,
they're trying so hard to like tie everything to Digital Ground Game for what to try. I don't even know what for. Like that we're gonna like axe one of our canvassing houses, or that like it's not like we're sponsored.
This is supposed to be like a totally. This is supposed to be. God damn it! Fucking Twitter videos. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! The worst platform of all time. I swear to God. This is Digital Ground Game, DGG. It's a fan-funded operation that masquerades as like a door-knocking operation. They're
Wait, he's not going to give the Jewstalker talking point, is he? Wait, have you heard this one yet? Do you know what he's about to say? No. I don't know if he's going to say it, but so apparently now the new workshop meme is that because I have so many sexual harassment claims against me, I spun up a separate organization in order to kind of do political work to shield me from sexual harassment claims, I guess. I don't know how any of that makes sense, but that's the...
Okay.
But there's no way that he's about to say... I saw Jewstalker say that, I think, yesterday in a stream. There's no way Hasan is about to say that, though.
This is Digital Ground Game, DGG. It's a fan-funded operation that masquerades as like a door-knocking operation. They're actively trying to become a part of these like DNC-backed, not a think tank necessarily, but like a DNC-backed...
Does he even know what a think tank is?
Organization. That's what they want to become, right? And this is exactly what they do. This is all they do. They fight Destiny's battles. They try to defend Destiny, and it's very hard to defend him regardless. But one of the guys is this guy. Publicly available video of Destiny Orbiter Darius IRL being served.
What the fuck? He's trying so hard. Darius is not even part of like Digital Ground Game.
No, not at all.
served a restraining order.
I don't remember if Mutin was standing here for the conversation, but I don't know if it was Kyle or somebody was talking to me. It's like, hey, like if Darius is around or whatever. Like I said a million times, I'm not with him. If he gets kicked out or whatever shit happens, that's on him. I'm not vouching for him for LibCon or whatever. I'm not like, listen, they're doing their own thing or whatever. That's it. Like I said this multiple times, multiple people, and everybody around there understood that to be the case as well. This is not like an official digital ground game, DGG sanctioned, whatever the fuck. These are the guys that showed up to stream around the technically it was around LibCon too. It wasn't around this college Democrat.
Unlike Hasan, we're not gonna just ban people from fucking events, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
From his ex, another video in the comments shows Darius IRL provoking a fight outside of TwitchCon and being detained by police. Pure mystery why the college Dems didn't want them at the event.
Darius Thomas Ellis.
That's
Is he here?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Cool. You're not in trouble.
Okay.
I just got some paperwork for you.
Okay. I'm like, okay, sorry. What's up?
Didn't mean to scare you. I knocked on the door and then I heard it open. So
it's okay.
Oh,
you know what
Hasan,
this is?
he knows
You know what this-
everything.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
He knows right about this.
He
Yeah.
just went from I don't know any of these guys, by the way, to so here is a restraining order from Darius IRL's ex-girlfriend. Like,
What do you got? Let's see what your guess is, and I'll tell you if you're right.
It's about my ex
Probably.
girlfriend.
Yeah, protective order.
Sounds like
So you got a hearing.
situation.
Yeah. So on this, the application for protective order, right? You got a hearing. Court date information right here for you. 1700 quad.
The person in the Hawaiian shirt is a conservative too, Lamau. Darius.
doesn't he have like a fucking rapist friend that I see one of these Twitter accounts post him all the time? Who am I thinking of? Every video is of him playing basketball. I don't think it's an actual. I think Hasan just like plays basketball with this guy. Do you know what I'm thinking of?
I don't know his name now.
God damn it.
But I know who you're thinking of.
I need to be a better lore master. Is it this one? Hold on. We can do this. Tweet for tweet, bar for bar. Introducing Hasan's best friend, Damilaire Sanoki, who was accused of sexual assault by 3 different women at Harvard in 2013. Harvard's admin board found him responsible and withheld his degree. Summaries of the victim's Title IX complaints are included. More details follow. I think Hasan still hangs out with this dude, though. In 2017, at the latest, Hasan Piker befriended Sanoki. Oh, so that was after everything. The hashtag in the last tweet is Hasan asking Sanoki, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, to write for him. Sanoki was a writer for the sitcom Blackish. In May 2019, they are photoed together. In October of 2019, Snarky files a lawsuit against Harvard for withholding his degree. The lawsuit has been evolving since then. So has Hasan and Dom's friendship. Dom's friendship. They go to the dog park and play basketball just about every day.
Move closer to it.
Aww.
Damn, Daniel.
Ted Nivison and my other friend Dom and I went to first the dog park and then afterwards played basketball. And I continued my competitive spirit by playing basketball. I had my friend Dom come over and we went to ball up.
Ball up.
And that's precisely what I did. Went ball with my trainer and we had some great rounds. There was
by fucking Cardi.
what is
Ball up.
And I went to first the dog park and then afterwards
I loves him like a brother. Aww.
Get out of here, bro.
Happy birthday, Hasan Piker. Love you like a brother, because you might as well be one.
She's on my house.
I was
right
gonna
now.
make a joke. I was.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
She's on my house right
Is
now.
she are you kidding me? She's queen.
yeah, you're making her work without working yourself.
Lazy. Dude, this is the first podcast episode I haven't done. It's historic.
Wait, who's your guest?
Porter Robinson.
That's your girlfriend?
No, his girlfriend is...
Okay, anyway.
just claimed to be Steven's bodyguard yesterday.
I can't do the personal snarking on that level. I super don't give a fuck. I'll try harder, okay?
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
They were bummed that Epstein blew them off at convention.
July 30th, 2025, 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Cool. Everything inside of a temporary ex parte order, you're not responsible for it. Do not contact, stay away, all this stuff that's listed in here. If you do have any firearms, state of Texas, we assume everyone does. You need to surrender the firearms based on a policy with Travis County Sheriff's Department within 24 hours.
Okay.
So, Darius IRL provoking a fight with multiple people, including 2 black women at the beginning before it
Oh my
This
god.
is what he did at TwitchCon. He's like a nuisance streamer. He like screams the N-word at people, right? This is the guy that's a part of digital ground game. Destiny.
That's
not true.
Does Darius scream the N-word at people? Also, actually, he might.
don't
I
think I've ever seen that.
No,
He
that's true,
might.
actually. I shouldn't say it. But also, he's black. He can do that, right?
True.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're not granting him that. He's
That's his
allowed to.
word.
That's his word. Also, by the way, I didn't want to announce this, but Hasan kind of caught me out here. Darius has actually just been appointed the president of all of Digital Ground Game. He's actually the head of Digital Ground Game, and we've appointed every other risky streamer that Hasan talks about in C-level, C-suite positions in order to be the directors of content and the HR people for my...
Joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Destiny's community's operation. These are all of his little soldiers, like his little harassers.
Oh my god, it's such a projection, bro. It's so much projection, it's crazy. the Rauken House guy.
Senator, right?
Yes, yeah, Chad's fucking editor for YouTube.
That they go 50% on their YouTube channel,
they're not
I think,
supposed to
even though
have.
JStalk's perma-banned from YouTube.
But they earlier, all of them were saying, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but he was telling people how to spam report my kick in my YouTube thing for doxing or whatever. Meanwhile, Hasan just like running through all this stuff, but totally okay.
They literally filmed every part of this process, and they're shocked that people saw it, and we're like...
It's almost like because we're not hiding behind the fucking shadows like you and your creepy fucking weirdo losers do. It's almost like we don't have to make 52 different Splinter Discords with 190 different Splinter Discord names in 7,000 different places so that we can decentralize all of our weird mass harassment campaigns or actual stalking harassment campaigns. Because there's nothing wrong with... Because, again, talk about these guys all you want. They did make it into the event. All they were doing was interviewing people. Nobody was disruptive. Nobody was agitating. Nobody was getting kicked out until they found out that they were just DGG affiliated.
Like, hey, your direct attempts to disrupt this event have not gone unnoticed. We don't want you to do that.
That would be fucking hysterical.
I'm worried if you were just like...
Also, how does Hasan even know I had a debate with George Santos? This guy is, bro, my #1 fan.
I can make something. Listen, we just want to spread democracy.
Yeah, we want to spread democracy.
Liberalism and America. We are pro-America, we are pro-Democrats, for our Democratic Party.
And there are some good people here.
Yeah, like everybody here mostly agrees on stuff.
There's like normie Dems, and then there's also like, I feel like there's people that are like unaware of like the larger, what do you call it?
Yeah, a lot of people like they seem really bad about local stuff.
Yeah. Yes, don't worry,
Yeah, you kicked us out of the event after we paid hundreds of dollars for tickets. We were extremely respectful and we followed all the rules you told us. The mere mention of omni-liberal caused to be instantly removed. I want to be as charitable as I can possibly be. Some of these guys are...
Come on, bro. Some of the people listening to this retard have to be aware of like how much he lies about all this, right?
Irredeemable, obviously. Some of them are like totally fucking insane. Like that Darius guy is very clearly fucking... He's nuts.
North will ask us, so North is going to ask hard-hitting questions. I'm going to ask questions that really make you think. But he's going to ask the ones that really hit down to the soul. I go for the... I give you dome, he gives you body. Is that right?
Okay, all I ask is that...
He goes north, I go south.
I go first. That's all I ask.
That's good. He goes north, I go south.
If you want to do what you are going to do...
Darius asked someone to change the title of the stream from Snarking Hasan to Supporting Hasan.
Wait, can someone change my title of my stream not to Snarking Hasan? Just in case anyone does, I have to double check. Someone change it to Supporting Hasan. Supporting. Someone change stream title.
Like, all of this is live, my man. It's already been fucking logged.
Yeah, we know. We know that, right?
All of this is live. Why would you film all of this shit?
Because we have nothing to hide, you creepy fuck.
Somebody gives a fuck.
Like, what timeline are we on where Hasan Piker, 30,000 viewers on Twitch, is going through Jewstalker's Twitter video timeline to watch Kiwi Farm's curated clips of Darius' stream?
Stream title quick.
Again, a very serious affair all around. Shocking with the college students of America wouldn't want to keep this guy at the event.
Right. I'd run I'm trying to like grow a small YouTube channel.
Okay.
I would love it if I had
No, you're trying to grow a big YouTube channel.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could do it very quickly.
Let's do it. They're gonna come into a panel right now.
I have like little like...
Yeah, like I think it's like
Thank you so much. Dude, can we delete each messages about saying Jew? Dude, delete negative comments and Jew messages unless it's negative towards Jews. Just for right now.
Just for right now. Delete negative comments towards Jews. Just for right now. You can keep them afterwards. That's crazy. Liberals, by the way. These guys are combating anti-Semitism, by the way. I don't think these people are going to hurt anyone, but I also think it's totally appropriate to not take them seriously or let them in. There's a transparent lack of concern about political issues here. Equally strange is Digital Ground Game avowing this stream. Bizarre.
Digital Ground Game avowing this stream? What is he even talking about? Avowing? What?
They had nothing to do with this stream.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
As Destiny, Stephen Kenneth Bonnell, the second's direction is all.
Just as a clarifying point, I don't think this is doxing at all, but they all say it is. So.
Also harassed, stalked, and assaulted Frogan and Raffi at TwitchCon.
Hey, Frogan! Free Destiny, motherfucker! Free Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II! He did nothing wrong! You didn't get shot! I just did. Oh, you did nothing, pussy! Shut your bitch ass.
Does he know what stalking is?
Wait, what did you say?
Because it feels like he
stalking
uses
is,
these terms.
Yes. Stalking is when you say things that are mean about him. Like, he's called me his digital stalker for years because I cover his content. Like, he calls me a stalker. It's crazy.
Someone in the chat said, what does Darius have to do with Digital Ground Game? What does Darius have to do with Digital Ground Game?
Yeah.
What do you think this is, bro?
So I have one question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? He's literally in a car with Digital Ground Game volunteers. They're there because Destiny, Digital Ground Game is Destiny's operation. They're all in the same car. How do you think they materialize in the same car?
Destiny invented them with his evil powers. I bet does he mention that there was a LibCon conference at all for the entirety of it? Like, the reason why we're all in DC is for LibCon. That's why we're all there. I didn't even know this event was fucking going on.
Him, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know this fucking event was going on until we were already there. Had anybody mentioned it beforehand?
No, man.
Do all of Sex Destiny's biggest, most loyal fans also assume that everyone else is as stupid as they are? I know that you guys get away with it because most of these people are just like irrelevant weirdos that no one knows about. But there's
except for you, apparently, you know everything about them.
At least like enough people in this community that are like kind of aware of who these fucking losers are because they are constantly trying to harass people in my community, like Morgan. So I don't know why you're still trying to make this bad faith argument while we're currently watching them go through the steps that they live streamed, mind you. That's what's so crazy about this. Like, they live streamed this entire process. It's the stupidest fucking thing you can do. And they're still trying to continue this narrative that this happened randomly. They're just Darius viewers. I thought Digital Ground Game literally said not to say they're a part of them. Oh, okay. They just only happen to defend Destiny, and it's named DGG after Destiny's community.
Wait, what? What does Darius have to do with Digital Ground Game? They are just Darius viewers, I thought. Yeah, why is he saying...
Just all totally random, right? One of the guys was saying he is on the DL.
I'm more on the DL than everyone else.
Yeah, North is live, and Orbiter, Stephen Bonnell, aka Destiny, Omni Liberal, all but admitting he and others were at College Democrats of America event to disrupt and possibly threaten a keynote speaker.
Threaten? Disrupt? Like, bruh. Can you... Look at us, bro. Look at me and my crew. We literally look like we all stepped out of a fucking cloning machine from McLovin from Superbad. And these are the people that you're scared of? Are you serious? What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. But do you think that this is actually going to dip? It would be hilarious if he's like, DGGers harassing at the event, and thus I was unable to show up for fear of my life.
That's crazy, guys.
Like, that would be hilarious. Because it is hilarious. Because nobody's doing that. That's what makes it funny. It's hilarious because you're so fucking pressed by nothing.
What do you think they're doing? I think one of the funniest parts about this is that they're so open. Like, they've turned it into content, right? They've turned this kind of like stalking and being a nuisance into their only form of content. So they're very open about it. Yeah, like, I don't know why you're over here fucking acting as though this is like totally random. I mean, they're taking ownership over it. We're not late to the conversation. We were waiting until we could confirm that our volunteers who attended the College Democrats Summit were safe. Digital Ground Game has come a long way in a short time, and we're still learning how to navigate political spaces. Really? You were trying to figure out your guys were safe? Is that why they were fucking parked outside of the event with hopes and a dream that they would get to see me go in and or out of the event? They felt so unsafe. You'll never believe how old this Orbiter... Okay, dude.
They even like that. Wait, what is his... Hold on.
We're not late to the conversation. We were waiting until we could confirm that our volunteers who attended the College Democrats Summit were safe. Digital Ground Game has come a long way in a short time, and we're still learning how to navigate political spaces. Really? You were trying to figure out your guys were safe? Is that why they were fucking parked outside of the event with hopes and a dream that they would get to see me go in and or out of the event? They felt so unsafe. You'll never believe how old this...
Hasan speed walked off the fucking stage out of fear. He was so afraid.
And then he had to turn his stream onto like a like a video playing or whatever while he like snuck out into his fucking Uber to go away. He was so petrified.
Orbiter. Okay, dude. Yeah, I saw this. D is siding with Darius over his own fans. I saw this as well. Continuing the permaban every week is fuck DGG, or well, maybe Darius shouldn't have been there. Actually, Destiny shouldn't have said he was going in advance. Holy shit, actual Twitter warriors finally appearing.
I do have good Twitter warriors now. Good job.
True. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what his fans...
Also, it is important to comment, upvote, downvote, leave comments on YouTube videos, tweet things. Like, it is stupid and as cringe as it sounds that like, oh, I'm a Twitter activist. Right now, it actually is important because people do notice this shit, and it is pretty persuasive. Like, you saw ELSAYED had to literally disavow half of his fucking weirdo fans online because of how fucking unhinged and crazy they're getting over Stevens and everything, so...
And say when they're watching my stream, because this is their platform where they watch my stream every day. I'm sure they're watching right now. Genuinely pray this man gets fucking raped like Hamas did to Israelis. This actually radicalized me.
If you wanted to go bar for bar, I would literally put me, every dollar I've earned, and every single extended family member's life up on the line against yours if you wanted to compare whose chats were worse. It's not even close. Bro literally has to lock down his chat into emote only mode when he talks to somebody that's like 6 degrees removed from a Jewish person. Like, this guy his chat cannot exist without insanely heavy moderation. Even at that, a whole bunch of unhinged shit creeps through. So the idea that you want to try to find somebody in my chat that's making an unhinged comment, usually that they get banned for if we see them, to your chat, which is just a nonstop stream of like anti-Semitic, racially hatred motivated, insane fucking right. Like, you're crazy, bro.
I'm going to rape the leadership org. If the Democratic Party doesn't ass rape the CDA, I will ass rape them, literally.
Jesus.
This is Destiny tweeting. Don't worry, I've been informed that we've still got members still on...
I just literally just tweeted this out for nothing because I thought it'd be funny as fuck.
This was a lie, by the way.
I thought it'd be funny. I wonder if it's not canceled his Q&A because he saw this tweet. I literally just... Where were we? We were at like an Apple store, I think, right?
We were at an Apple store charging our phones.
the inside.
And you were
Standing
like,
back
I don't
and
know, should I tweet that? And I was like, dude, just fucking lie. Who cares? It was
True.
funny. Yeah.
Oh, because I asked you, I didn't know how I felt about the standing back and standing by thing, because that was the Proud Boys language. I don't even know if Hasan is aware of that, because he doesn't know anything about Republican politics in this fucking country.
Standing by. Godspeed, brave warriors.
Yeah, he doesn't even bring
I
it
don't
up here. He
understand why
probably
these guys
doesn't know about
think
it.
that this isn't like directly being encouraged by Destiny at the top down. In a deranged rant, Destiny doubled down on stalking Hasan's live location while advocating for him to get harassed in public. His live location should be broadcasted. He should be bullied. People should scream at him, shout at him, go to the dangerous places and get shot, motherfucker. All of us will clap. Available at all times while...
Go to the dangerous place. What is this ... I feel like that ellipsis is doing a lot of work. By the way, what I'm saying here, right here in this tweet, is what Hasan was cheering for. The name, was it Scott Wiener? But yeah, Hasan was basically like cheering this on as he was watching the clip, which was insanely unhinged. Jesus Christ. You should. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to infiltrate Democratic protests so you can farm the footage later on to subvert and destroy the fucking party. But hey, guess what? When I go out publicly, I deal with the same shit. That's what you deal with. When you're in a protest, sometimes people will fight you, sometimes people will shout at you. Like, I've dealt with this before. I'm pretty sure we dealt with it on stream before. That's freedom of speech, baby. The CCP paid agitator fuck should never be in any Democratic liberal protest ever. If he wants to go, and if he is, he should feel like an outsider there. He said it himself, though. He said it in his speech where he goes, so here I am, an outsider here to agitate or to insurrect against the Democratic Party. Like, that's what you wanted, bro. Hang out with the disgusting, smelly, fat fucking losers, the tanky fucks or whatever. He can go hang out with those fucking losers. That's absolutely fine. But until he has made a public statement that fully accounts for how he was compensated by the Chinese Communist Party for his little fucking paid vacation trip with him, the rest of his little streamer fucks to China, until he has publicly announced and addressed that and talked about it, I have no idea why the fuck you would want this guy anywhere near any of your liberal protests.
This guy got
absolutely true. Holy.
Paid to go to Israel, by the way. Perhaps that's the reason why he thinks I got paid by the Chinese government.
Paid to go to Israel. Sources cited, crack pipe. Sources cited, my own lived experience. And since I got paid to go to Cuba and to China, I guess Destiny's getting paid by the Israeli government, huh? Literally produces a paid piece of propaganda that he uploads in a shitty 30-minute video to his fucking YouTube channel after leaving Cuba. Give me a fucking break. Right now is all of the foreign interference that is just happening openly on all of our social media platforms by the same countries that paid this fucking loser to go and do a shill who couldn't even go through with it. He couldn't even let the guy rape his neck, okay, at the stupid chiropractic place because he knew how bullshit the stuff that he was promoting was. But he was getting paid too much, compensated too much by the Chinese government to say no. Okay, so fuck this guy. Fuck letting him anywhere near your protest. Let's go hang out with Republicans. Go to the dangerous places. Get shot, motherfucker. Okay, all of us will clap for you, I promise. All right, go to the Republican places. Go to... Oh, clap for you to go to the Republican places. Be brave. Go be brave. Go be brave and actually protest against Republicans. True. The edgy places. Go hang out with tankies or whatever, but stay the fuck away from liberal protests.
Stay the fuck away from liberal protests.
Yeah.
I don't know why he thinks he has any ownership over this space whatsoever, but...
Like, you literally describe yourself as an outsider because I'm a liberal, bro, and you're not.
Why are we watching this? Because this fucking loser yesterday openly broadcast his intent to go and harass me at one of these public events that I was at.
Wait, public or invite only? I thought it was an invite only event. Now it's a public event?
And he was denied because they broadcast their intent ahead of time, and then they continuously broadcast the entire experience. And then now...
Didn't he say CCP was helping him set up a Billy Billy? Yeah, they set that shit up before he even went over.
They're making it seem like, it was my fault.
What?
It's very strange to behave like this. Take some fucking ownership.
Is he pretending that the random people at the DCA just happened to stumble upon my logs or whatever? Like, holy shit. He said, and he doesn't even own his behavior. Yeah, he doesn't even own his behavior. He's such a baby bitch. He's such a pussy fuck, dude. Oh my God.
Some ownership over your actions, man. It's years and years and years of this shit.
Every single thing he says is a fucking lie, and nobody in his fan base will call him out on it. Well, because they probably get banned. I guess that's why they accuse me of banning people for it, right? Like, he just lies to their faces. And then all of his pussy fuck friends, Cutie, Austin, and Will, who are all making obviously 100K plus a month on that stupid fucking podcast. Obviously, none of the streamer people will say anything. Or Nick, who, I get to go to your politics. None of these people will say anything because they'll know Hasan will harass them next. It's just crazy how much he can just lie about all of this stuff.
Lying's OP.
It's fucking insane.
That loser motherfucker, this balding, graying piece of shit, to show up.
Yeah, when he isn't watching your stream on his stream, he spends time watching your stream offline and chatting about it. Literally, he's probably watching right now.
A liberal protest for 6 hours. Well, on stream though, I'm getting paid for it. Just like you're. How can he say? I bet Destiny's watching my stream right now as he's watching a fan account of his, or yeah, I think this is his main fan account, Hasan Productions, which has a video of me watching a video of him looking at text of me. Like, bruh. He reacted to this exact stream today You can come and finger wave and virtue signal to everybody else that you do shit that you matter. You don't matter. Nobody likes you. I didn't want to reveal this, but the reason why I've been on stream so much is I actually gained with my close personal friend. I'll just say his last name is MAMDANI, and he says that him and his wife talk shit about Hasan all the time, 24/7. All we do is we queue up ARC Raiders and we run around the lobbies. We just talk shit about Hasan constantly. They say they hate him, that he's a loser, that his hair is falling out, that he needs to up his TRT. He's small. His lifts suck. His dog isn't in the background anymore. He just everything about him is horrible. He's a fucking loser. Not! Where's Kaya? Ooh, listen, if he's gonna let my full clips play, I'm kind of cooking there. I'm okay with that. Okay.
That's good business if he lets it play.
Hell yeah. He was pulling up r/Destiny posts and your Russell logs.
Yeah, look at this. Like, this entire community, they have no real interest. They have no real interest in politics.
Remember, if you don't align 100% with Hasan Piker, you're not a real person on the left, or you don't believe in politics or something, or...
all. The only thing they care about is this shit. Template language for emailing Congress members about the college Dems event. Subject line. Major concern about handling of 2026 College Democrats Convention. Dear insert name. I hope you're doing well. My name is Name. I'm a constituent from city zip code. I'm reaching out to express my concern about the handling of the 2026 College Democrats of America Convention, especially in respect to the invitation and presence of the controversial live streamer Hasan Piker at the event. They've literally actively doxed every single person at the top of the College Democrats of America.
Actively doxed?
I hate this because we could. Like...
Well, and also, I think he's just talking about the fact that they're just the named top leaders of an org. This doxed word is so fucking toxic, bro. Like, they're named people. You can probably go on just like the college Democrats, America, leadership.
They are. They're all there, man.
I'm doxed. I doxed. Cameron Landon. That's the guy. Doxed. They're all doxed. All doxed. Like, dox. Like, what? How does this count as doxing? But him going through the bad empanada, addresses listed on stream, by the way, not count.
They're going through and like looking for their home addresses.
Who?
This isn't true.
Where? What is he talking about?
Identities.
Identity? We don't need to look for identities. They're on the site. They're the leadership. This is how real organizations work. You have your leadership as public facing. What do you mean?
This is completely unsustainable. It's not snark, guys. Stop using fucking childlike language. It's
he doesn't like using that word because it can be applied to every single thing on his side that he champions and cheerleads so much. It has to be like harassment or stalking or whatever.
Stalking.
Yeah.
This is straightforward stalking. It's an entire community.
Every single time you are critical of any of them, it is literally stalking. You cannot criticize any of them. But don't worry, the majority of the lib-left content creators are good boys who won't say anything mean or bad at all about these like far-left fucking lunatics that are trying to metastasize cancer inside our party. But anytime anybody else criticizes them, that's stalking, guys.
Whose only content is...
Is it worth it for us to keep applying pressure to liberal commentators so they start? Yeah, you should do it in the comment section. It's like, hey, you notice you guys didn't chat about like this crazy fucking DSA guy or this person who said this thing, or why don't you guys ever mention that ELSAYED lies every fucking time about being a doctor or whatever else? Like, yeah, people, it doesn't have to necessarily be about my shit. Although I feel like this is a story that I've like, given my history of working with the Democratic Party as much as I can, to get banned from an event like this by an actual fucking commie, tanky, Stalinist fuck who shows up in a Mao outfit is insane to me. But I mean, like, yeah, I think it's worth pushing people to comment on it more. At some point, the Democratic Party is going to have to learn to kick left. Like, at some point. Can you explain the Abdul lying doctor thing? He went to med school and got his MD, but then he immediately went back for his master's for epidemiology. He was never a practicing physician. He didn't even do his residency. But he likes to say all the time, like, oh, I was a doctor and a physician for so long and blah, blah, blah. But that's not true. Yeah. Just so you understand, the reason why he uses these doxing comments and saying we're all doing it is because he's trying to create a permission structure that makes it so that now you can do any of this towards anybody in my vicinity. This is why, when he says stuff like this is why people like jstlk, jewstalker, and all these other weirdos never really catch any flack. One is obviously because he's not going to turn the spotlight on them, and two is because nobody else talks about this shit. But the reason why they feel so justified in everything they're doing is because Hasan makes it sound like we're doing this shit, right? Oh, well, if they're doxing and harassing and trying to find address to everybody, well, then it's not that bad if we do it to them, like we're doing it defensively, you know?
Bordering on the criminal.
Really?
They are.
How?
I don't know.
Single-minded when it comes to this issue. It's all they do. Stop crying about this shit. Crying? I'm sorry. Are your feelings fucking hurt?
I'm not crying.
That we're offering a little bit of daylight to what the fuck these guys are doing? Is that what happened? Does it look like I'm crying? I'm not the one who's fucking engaging in mass harassment, organizing mass harassment campaigns, and then complaining that no one ever listens to them. They always have temper tantrums when you show them what they do. Yeah. And it's not like they're doing this with any sort of secrecy. They're doing it out in the open. They're doing it in the subreddit at r/Destiny. Remember when they had to delete most of their fucking posts back in the day because they thought Reddit was going to come after them due to the mass brigading that they conducted against Twitch?
What is he even talking about? Hold on.
So what the fuck these guys are doing? Is that what happened? Does it look like I'm crying? I'm not the one who's fucking engaging in mass harassment, organizing mass harassment campaigns, and then complaining.
Also, mass harassment is when we tweet out our displeasure for something. That's harassment.
That no one ever listens to them. They always have temper tantrums when you show them what they do. Yeah. And it's not like they're doing this with any sort of secrecy. They're doing it out in the open. They're doing it in the subreddit at r/destiny. Remember when they had to delete most of their fucking posts back in the day because they thought Reddit was going to come after them due to the mass brigading that they conducted against Twitch?
I don't even know what he's talking about here. I do know that we try to be really, really careful because everybody's constantly spam reporting my fucking subreddit. Hasan tried to get all of his people to do it yesterday, by the way. Oh, this might even be the VOD where he does it. Even though there are literally subreddits that exist just to brigade other subreddits, like subreddit drama is one, any of like the meta subs. Also, I'm pretty sure, doesn't Hasan regularly? I feel like they've mass wiped their Discord a few times, but okay.
What will it take for these dumb motherfuckers to just move on to something else? Like, just work on something more productive. Identify, I don't know, Republican congresspersons and send them mass emails as constituents being like, I don't like this vote that you're taking.
That's your idea. Okay, good one, dude.
Do you understand?
Yeah. While you destroy my party from the inside out. Okay.
I know that they're just never going to stop. I think it's just going to, I think what it's going to take, I know, he's an asshole. Yes, you hate him, but you also hate when I talk about him. I know. As a lifelong fan of Hasan, I don't really even like Destiny, but he's really cooking on this one. I know, brother. We know. We all know how you guys operate. You use numerous sock accounts. You act like you're not a fucking fan of Sex Destiny.
Oh, and this is what they do with all their weird gay upsing. Hey, Chrism, thank you for the 20 tier 1 subs. Where they like create fake accounts, pretend they're Destiny fans, and then they like try to harass fucking Ludwig or something. Yeah, nice.
These people are literal fascist collaborators. Okay, now I might be leaning that Hasan is worse than Asmongold. So I originally used to think Destiny's wrong, that Asmongold is better than Hasan. To be honest, in the grand scheme of things, I still kind of do. But now I'm understanding why Destiny thinks Hasan is bad. Originally, I really did view Destiny and Hasan beef as nothing more than internet noise. Yes, maybe Hasan is somewhat the reason that Destiny's banned on Twitch, but more or less Hasan seems harmless. Not anymore. This is crazy shit. Banning people from events because internet drama is insane. Like, I didn't have a good opinion of Hasan, but it was better than Asmongold. Jesus, man, what the hell?
True.
I'm telling you, they genuinely think I'm worse than every Republican, worse than neo-Nazis.
Every Asmongold is every Republican now? What? Hello?
Worse than, they have no politics. It's just Hasan bad. It's an entire cult dedicated to, it's a cult specifically dedicated to cyber stalking and...
Oh, like Hasan's cult, when they can't even acknowledge the fact that he was torturing his fucking dog to keep her locked in place on stream all day so they could get more, send him fucking snaps of their, for him to show off to his fucking colleagues. That kind of obsessive cultish behavior? Fucking loser.
And mass harassment operations against a fucking Twitch streamer who they, on the one hand, act as though they should be on the same side of. This is really the issue. If Hasan was just a commie loser fuck leading his own movement, he would still be bad because of his beliefs, but he wouldn't be as big of an issue. But he and his ilk pose as Democrats and kick out actual Democrats who want to improve our lives. Up to and including literally kicking out the most successful, unashamed liberal streamer with one of the most active political communities behind him. If nothing comes from this, it's officially Jover.
Okay. True. Hasan is about to lay into how the beliefs that I have and the policies that I support aren't actually in line with the average Democratic Party member's belief or wouldn't actually produce better outcomes in the United States. Certainly, they're about to dismantle my alignment with the Democratic Party that way. And he's not about to just launch into an unhinged series of weird, sexually obsessed personal attacks. Whew. Let's go.
So here's what's interesting. These guys don't understand that they're not actually engaging in a real movement. This is not a real movement, buddy. Like, even if you directed all of this enmity towards like Nick Fuentes or Asmongold, it still wouldn't be a real political movement. Okay? That's the problem.
Because?
You're in a fucking cult and you're never going to see it, unfortunately.
Oh okay.
Unfortunately, you're never going to realize that you're...
cult? Not just never going to answer that?
It's just anything to never engage politically with me. One of the things that would be bothersome to him, it'll never happen though, because he'll never put himself in an environment where he'd be challenged, is that if we were to have like a back and forth conversation on anything, like he still is able to mask on a bit more because most media pundits are too retarded to actually ask him the proper questions to figure out how insanely fucking radical his beliefs are. So like having a conversation on like, do you think that Hezbollah has a rightful presence in Lebanon? Do you think that Hezbollah, their entrance into Lebanon, their existence in Lebanon, their existence to the chagrin of the Lebanese government, and the fact that they are literally solo founded by Iran and funded by Iran, do you think that their existence there is like legitimate and justified? Or do you think that you can justify a terrorist attack against any Israeli civilian because all of them are in the future IDF soldiers or were IDF soldiers? Do you think that any terrorist attack against an Israeli citizen is justified? Or do you think that when you said that the Houthis were hijacking ships, you think that's a justifiable action to hijack a civilian ship because you think that the ship might go to Israel, even though they didn't know, right? Like any of these questions, for him to be able to have an actual back and forth conversation on these is impossible. He can't do it. Anything about a one-state solution, you go politically in America, why do what's so bad about a public option, what domestic policies or whatever, like he wouldn't be able to have a back and forth ever. He can always get like rattle off the talking point and then move on, but a back and forth would destroy him. So that's why he has to say we're like in a cult, to pretend that we have no ideas or anything, because that's what they do. They just have like the slogans and shit that they rattle off.
Actually in a fucking cult. And that this loser, narcissistic man-child is basically duping you into believing that you're engaging in political action.
Like, keep in mind that when we were doing all of our canvassing operations, our door knocking and everything else for candidates, people like Hasan and Mike from PA, all of them were just shitting on us and making fun of us, saying the only reason we were doing it was to say that we did real political action in the future, or that door knocking doesn't even matter, or doesn't persuade voters, or that it was pathetic and loser behavior to even try it. Like that, all of these guys were shitting on us when we were doing all of our door knocking and stuff in the past. And Hasan still doesn't mobilize his community for anything, by the way. He keeps saying he does, but all he does is he shows up to interview popular politicians so he gets stream viewership numbers. That's it. He doesn't do anything for any of these fucking people.
Like, you, even since the midterms began, what kind of serious political output have these guys had besides taking money from some of their fans who thought they were going to engage in door knocking operations and then setting up fucking debates for Z and Destiny and paying people like George Sand?
None of the money from any of the fundraising stuff has anything to do with either of those events. Those events are like independently funded
to do debates. Everything is about self-promotion. They don't even realize it, though.
Everything is about self-promotion. For Hasan, that is true.
Fans don't fucking realize it.
That is true.
What are we doing here? Back in the day, four years ago, his community used to fight against him for not calling Nick Fuentes a Nazi. I checked, and now that same poster has left the cult. Second image. Destiny's incorrect. Nick Fuentes does outwardly meet his definition for a Nazi. Destiny's personal definition of a Nazi, explained on stream, had 3 core elements. 1, high level of conspiratorial anti-Semitism. 2, institution.
Going over the Mr. Girl drama.
Or desire to institutions are not free narrative everywhere. It's gotten sanity like it apparently is for so many the cult. So I guess there is hope for some of these guys.
4 years
And he got out of the cult and is now criticizing the cult. So I guess that guy, Junon's Hopeful, used to be a part of the cult.
I wonder where he posts now. r/196. The fuck is that? Soccer? Red flag. Too many soccer posters. We need to ban all soccer posters.
The barrage of fucking vitriol that they send in the direction of anyone and everyone. Like, I know that they think I'm ontologically evil and therefore, you know, no matter what they do, it's appropriate because I'm the most vicious, most evil villain. His community openly used to say that I'm a far more dangerous figure in American politics than Nick Fuentes.
Because Fuentes has no fucking relevancy and hasn't had it for a while.
The more attention you give them, the more power they get. That's not true. No, sometimes it's important for them not to like set a fucking narrative.
Oh, and that's funny. He has to fight a little bit against his fan base the same way that I have to with mine, because he's the one launching the attacks and then I have to talk about this shit to defend it. That's cute.
Sometimes it's important to identify.
Wouldn't it be better if we all just like debated politics? Wouldn't that be more, maybe not, maybe it wouldn't be more entertaining, I don't know. But like if we actually like read news articles and then studied the books in the history and then talked to like experts in the field and then gave actual ideas or I don't know, arguments for why we should support a thing or not, instead of just doing the constant obsessive real life snarking, attacking all day, every day, maybe? I don't know.
Even other liberal commentators who might not know all this shit that they're engaging in that end up accidentally aligning themselves with dipshits like this. Okay? You're wrong. I'm a fucking adult. Okay? I know when it's appropriate and I know when it's inappropriate. It's very weird.
We're really close to getting to the actual disagreement and criticism of my political positions, by the way. It's coming.
It's very weird behavior. And they've done it to so many different people. They did it to like Twitch staff, and Epstein still doesn't fucking understand
just let
why.
me be in my coal.
After doing this directly to Twitch staff, that like Twitch would never want to unban.
Twitch staff? Is he talking about Dan Clancy, the CEO? I like how you can't criticize anybody, otherwise it's literally harassment and stalking.
Them ever again. Actually, just mentally ill behavior. And I do think that it is coming to a point where maybe a restraining order is in order.
Yeah, right.
Honestly.
He would never, but float the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because I just talked about wanting to do a cease and desist against him and Twitch when he keeps calling me a fucking pedophile or whatever the fuck. Jesus.
Popular videos on his YouTube are just about you. Same fate as more Pegasus. Yeah.
The guy that he wants the Singaporean government to like cane and to throw out of their country, by the way, for making videos about him.
People in here somehow still think it's drama when a sex pest is organizing his community into multiple political operations.
What is happening, by the way? Why is this not actually talking about him? Because I've been being more deliberate on my Twitter shit. Like I'm linking videos and having more deliberate responses. I think it's a lot of it is kind of like starting to reverberate around, and it'll do more and more, and we'll keep doing more and more. And I think he's kind of feeling a little bit of the pressure. Good.
Races to gain legitimacy and access to government officials to continue harassing you and potentially cause real harm. These people are trying to make a third way based on harassing you. It's ironic because third way already exists to do that, and they have a lot more emotion and a lot more clout. I'm sorry, that must be really scary to go through.
Stream every single fucking day.
Like look, I've grown used to it. It's been 7 years, I think, almost at this point. How many fucking years has it been? It's been like 6 years of this shit. So, you know, or actually 7. Literally 7 years of this shit. And back then, I wasn't as big of a content creator as I am now. So I didn't have like this massive community and support structure.
Oh my God, bro.
But I do think that a legal action is in order at this point because this is...
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
it's not even for me.
Oh, you know my address.
It's all these other people. Yeah, N-word manifesto was the summer of 19. Yeah. Yeah.
All these other people. Is this going to be like a class action restraining order against me? Destiny, you are now forbidden by law to ever talk about us politically. That's stalking, by the way.
Dude wrote a whole manifesto about how white people should be able to say the N-word. And that
wasn't even what the manifesto was about. And the funny thing is that him and all of his little weirdo LARPy friends that came to argue against me all got fucking crushed against the rocks on my shore.
Was in 2019. That's when I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. It's perfectly okay to ban this harassing doxer from your events. I've seen people posting logs of him asking Dan to create a stalking app to harass Hasan during his IRLs. I wanted to include the context of what he was last talking about 2 to 3 hours before asking him to do that. How fucking base would it be if Hasan actually got? It was an honor fed posting. How fucking base would it be if Hasan actually got? How far off are we to someone local credentially emptying a mag into a group of ICE agents? Feel like we're not. Destiny, we call that a win-win, baby. If he did it, he should take one for the team and do it.
This is totally unacceptable behavior. That's a crazy thing to ever be implying anything even remotely close to anything like this. Was it not about Rick Scott? Do you remember when Hasan tweeted it? I'm surprised he didn't get arrested for this. Or at least like get a visit from the FBI.
Oh, that shit is crazy. Yeah.
This is the little makeshift gun, I guess, that was used to assassinate the Japanese Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe. I think it's Prime Minister, right?
Yeah, boy.
That's just crazy. That's insane. But, yeah.
And then there are so many people who are just like oblivious. There's so many people who are fucking oblivious. 7 years of defamation, mass harassment.
7 years of defamation. It's like he's got his own slave movie, like 7 years of defamation. The Hasan Piker story. Oh my fucking God. He's already reacted to today's stream? How? I'm still streaming today. How can he have reacted to me if I'm still streaming? Oh, wait, is this today? Damn. He got on that real quick.
What is this? The dichotomy? Destiny, fuck MAMDANI. Destiny says moving forward, he'll be banning people from his subreddit who make positive posts about MAMDANI. I think all these DSA types are enemies. It's just too much. Yeah, I mean, this is the fucking federal agent, you know? I mean, he wishes he was a federal agent. He just doesn't have enough impact for the federal government to work with him, ironically.
How hard is it to become like a FBI is it? I don't even know. I feel like anybody can get fucking hired by ICE. Wait, go back a few seconds to what? He skipped past Mike from PA Fed posting. Oh, Mike from PA. Oh, wait, right after yesterday calling out my Twitch logs? How long before it happens, you think? What is he? I wonder what he means by that.
But yeah, he's such a fucking nasty little vindictive shithead.
I feel like AOC such MAMDANI. AOC is whatever. Fuck MAMDANI. And I'm banning all. If you write any positive shit about MAMDANI, you better source the fuck out of it. Okay. No more of the like he fixed the New York budget or any of that bullshit. I think all these people are enemies. You can't.
Was that you
it's just too much. Like all the DSA cringe fucking shit is too much. I don't care. It cannot be until I see. I didn't even say you could. I was gonna ban everything. I'm saying like from now on, if you're gonna compliment him, you have to source the thing he's actually doing. Not like he fixed the whole New York City budget. That's not true. Okay. It's got to be some real shit he does. Anybody, the only reason why I let AOC slide is because she is willing to push back against the super left people. I've never seen MAMDANI do it. Don't know if he would do it. But if I see him do it, then I'll change my opinion on it. But at this point,
he's such a petty little tyrant in his like little circle on the internet. It's so funny. Like who listens to this and goes, yeah, this guy's fucking kicking game right now. He's so based. How do you read this as anything but like a bitter man who has no power, no prominence, and is just like talking to an increasingly shrinking, irrelevant group of individuals that is basically a fucking cult. AOC's the
like it's so this is like the people say it's the fascist strategy, but a lot of people do where you make your opponent simultaneously like ineffective and weak and you just can't do fuck all, but he's also like the scariest thing in the universe. Like if all these comments might be true, why were you fucking so pressed at the thought that I would show up at the College Democrats event? You were so pressed you had to start mass texting every fucking worker there to get every DGG associated or related person thrown off, and now you're going through every single clip on stream. If we're so irrelevant and small and bitter and whatever, then why the fuck do you care so much?
The only actual R-word progressive, fuck her too.
I feel like
Holy,
it's a little bit
absolute based. AOC my queen.
Existential for our party.
For our party, it's like, bro, this is not your party. No.
I mean, our opinions match and map onto the average Democrat way more than yours do, but okay.
Like, this is the thing that I don't understand. He always talks about is like, he was like, DNC shouldn't be inviting Hasan. They should be inviting me instead. Oh, I wish they would give me the power one day so I could like really fix everything. And it's so funny because it's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, you're a deeply unserious egomaniac. You're a narcissistic sex pest. You've platformed every white supremacist in the last decade. Fix your fucking life. And if you want to actually have impact in American politics,
platform David Duke. Nice try.
Trying to fucking harm the left movement in this country. It's such a strange thing for this guy to like present himself as this real beacon of prosperity, a real force to be reckoned with within the liberal Democratic Party when the Democrats don't want anything to do with him either.
My face when I think multiple politicians have had to publicly disavow Hasan now because of how fucking unhinged and insane he is.
You can't be running around being like, our party needs to purge the left flank when it's not your party. These terms are not appropriate. I oppose the framing that I am, a part of the Democratic Party in the ways that people talk about it, where I say like I'm not a liberal, and yet sucks to suck for Bonarelli, Epstein. But our movement is more a foundational part of the Democratic Party than he is.
Like, what are you talking about? Remember homo-fascism, bruh? Jesus.
Part of that is because he's just a hanger-on. He's just trying to claw his way.
A hanger-on? Like this guy fucking following around whiffs of MAMDANI? Seriously? The projection is crazy. It's like, I don't even really have to comment. I just have to like play Hasan videos, and then I just need to like play a Hasan video responding to a Hasan video, and that's like all the commentary you need. It's just like such an insane amount of projection.
Into some kind of relevancy, but failing to do so because he gets in his own way every step of the way.
Ever be able to criticize to the left. It's just fuck. He wants the Dems to kiss the ring. Like, when have I ever said this ever?
Fuck MAMDANI, said
You
Steve.
know? Yeah. Razor sharp political instincts, once again, demonstrating that he knows where the winds are blowing. If he had real ideological commitments, rather than operating off of pure resentment, okay, he would recognize where the movement was, where the momentum was, and he wouldn't position himself as being unbelievably antagonistic to that movement. Not to say that, like...
They always have a reason or an excuse why you can't attack the left. There's always a reason why it's not proper to attack the left. He was even doing it in tweets earlier. It was either today or yesterday. He's like, why are you trying to kill this grassroots movement? It's so young. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, like, all they do is attack Democrats. Chasm, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. I wonder if these guys are going to be active during the actual general at all. Or if, like, it's all going to be over at that point and they're just going to sit back and watch.
Depends if their candidate
DSA would ever welcome
wins
someone like Destiny into its own ranks. But he could at least do being unbelievably antagonistic to that movement. Not to say that, like, DSA would ever welcome someone like Destiny into its own ranks.
Yeah.
But he could at least dupe people into believing that he was a progressive force. But he's so fucking self-centered and so chock full of personal resentment. He is driven by his animosity to those he has declared ideological enemies due to the fact that at some point we've made him feel small, we've made him feel stupid, we've made him feel silly, only because he positioned himself against people like myself.
Made him feel small, made him feel stupid. Are we projecting here from...
Do you think there's a group of people that you cannot be racist against?
No, I think you can be dead people. White people for sure. But I'm looking at this from a consequentialist perspective. Like, what are the damaging elements of being discriminatory towards white people? Are there like a bunch of like non-white owned businesses that specifically say no?
The word to yeah, just answer the question. Can you be racist to white people or not?
If there was a majority nation of non-whites that dominated that nation,
how about
hold on. Yeah, but so if it excluded white people, then in that hypothetical scenario, I would consider that racism.
Okay, but so you can't be racist towards the majority?
No, you can still be racist towards the majority. There are plenty of, I mean, maybe not racist, but you can still be discriminatory towards the majority.
You can't be racist towards...
Hasan, that was the best straw man you've ever built so far, but let's cut the fat.
I don't think you know what straw man is.
Can you
repeating that word over and over again, dog.
All right, would you want to answer the question this time? Can you be racist towards white people?
Yes.
I'm giving you the definition. I said, well, technically yes, but I'm also explaining to you that it's not as simple as people think.
Types of racism that people talk about and they often get conflated. Okay, so the question is, can you be racist towards majority people? Under the definition that we typically work with, like I guess like in, I don't want to say like in academia or sociologically, we would say no. Minority people.
This is Hasan's like villain arc creation moment, I think.
And usually exercise like any sort of oppressive racism towards the majority of people. And the reason why is because we consider racism to be prejudice plus power. If every black person in the United States today was like, fuck white people, it wouldn't really affect us much because white people are more socioeconomically privileged, because we have more businesses, we have more representation in Congress, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas if you're a majority power person and you can be oppressive towards a minority like class person, like by virtue of them being minority class, like by that virtue alone, they're already typically disadvantaged in American society. So when we say like, can somebody be racist against somebody under like, I guess like the common vernacular of like, could somebody hate somebody because of their skin color? Of course, anybody can do that. But when we start like analyzing society, we look at like meaningful demonstrations of racism. So for instance, like the criminal justice system or economic disadvantage, right? In these ways, minority people can't really exercise racism against majority people because they don't really have the status or the power in society in order to do so.
Yeah,
it's like I wish Destiny could just come in at the beginning and give us the right answer right away instead of making us wait.
So we didn't have to list a fucking Hasan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me feel
like we have the cheat sheet right here.
Honestly, like
it's funny because like the only way
it's such a fucking retarded thing to say. Like, I'm sorry, but like if you can't comprehend the fucking shit that I'm saying, it's on you, okay? I'm doing as best as I'm doing.
Wes. You said the R word.
He literally said the exact same thing that I just said. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
You can say retard on Twitch. Soda Poppin says it all the time.
Fuck Twitch then.
No, wait, relax. Hey, come on.
Literally.
If you think that this is just about radical communists, okay? The main politics sub is defending you again on topic. Look at that. State Department targets Hassan Piker and Ilhan Omar's daughter to DSA. What a massive waste of resources and time. For the American people, yes. For the American ruling class, however, this is and always been a top priority. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that like Redditors are actually beginning to recognize that the sincerity and the severity of the crisis at hand. You know?
Beginning to recognize. He's so fucking self-centered. I hate this motherfucker with every fiber of my being. He is so fucking self-centered. It's like, oh, now that they're attacking me in some unrelated fucking indictment that nobody actually gives a fuck about, now people are finally waking up and realizing how bad the Trump admin is. Like, bro, give me a fucking break. Holy shit.
Many have noticed that I have been a little bit extra grumpy because I woke up to a fucking face full of news.
Oh, this was the second time.
That determined that I'm a goddamn radical terrorist by the fucking State Department of this goddamn fascist country that I happen to be the citizen of. So I apologize for my grumpiness, but fear not, I will be taking an extended break soon with my family. So that's coming up.
Uh-oh. No shot that this guy can handle logging off for a couple weeks. I don't believe it. There's no way.
In a couple days, as a matter of fact. So I hopefully will be able to recover. A longer break than I have in a long time. That's right.
3 days.
Approximately 4-day break.
Do you think it's because he's feeling the heat right now?
4 days. No, he can't take breaks. It fucks his mind. If you've ever been like one of the things that big streamers can't handle is when you take a break, because your subs come in on like a rolling basis. Like if you take a day off, you lose subs and you don't regain them, and then you take another day off and you lose subs, you regain them. It fucks over streamer brains because you see your subs go down every day. So it's really, really hard when you're like hooked on that subscriber number to actually take a break. That is funny though that he said 4 days after. Okay, a long break. I would think like 1 to 2 weeks at least, but 4 days. Yeah, there's no way this guy can handle it. He'll probably even stream for an hour or two.
But I will be bringing my equipment with me on this family vacation.
I pre-watched this guy's whole life. Dude, I can still read this guy. Listen, Hasanabi heads, I'll get the outfit. I'll just stream for him for 4 days, okay? I can soul read this guy. I'll just stream for him. I can do all the talking points.
Even though my mom and dad petitioned against it.
Oh my God.
And the reason for why is because of this fucking war. That
it's so important to get. What does Hasan Piker think about the war with Iran? We need his opinion. What are we going to do today without Hasan Piker's opinion on the Strait of Hormuz?
This is a right-wing guy from Arizona. I think he's like a real estate developer that's behind the account from Arizona. Jesus. He's a Republican.
Okay.
And
got a first and last name and address for us,
buddy? He
buddy?
posts this and says, it's run by a Dem. I thought it was run by was it a former Republican? Clearly a right-wing operation, and most likely a Hasbara operation as well. So,
for sure.
In any case, Hasan Piker delivers Hitler-style rant in Mao Zedong suit. No more. 9.6K likes. What? There is no greater indication that no one that was liking that shit actually listened to what I was saying. No more. Let's take a look at what I was actually saying. And
what? You're wearing a fucking Mao outfit. What do you expect people to say about you fucking retard?
You can make up your mind on whether or not this is a Hitler-style speech.
To Trumpism, but no more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact, we have a message. We are coming. We are unbossed. We're unbought. We're unbound. And we will become undeniable.
A speech by a radical populist figure decrying not only the party that he is ostensibly a part of, but also the current ruling classes of the United States. Kind of sounds pretty insanely populist. Didn't Hitler, why were they called the National Socialist Party? Didn't they originally try to appeal to socialist workers' values and mask everything up under that?
I mean, no notes.
Hitler was a bad guy.
No notes. I think it's a great fucking speech. I will say, especially the end of it, the second half of it, I get really fired up.
I get so far. Oh, fuck, I couldn't do this. This is why I'll never be in his position. I do admit I could never self-glate. Did you guys see that speeders game? No notes. You should check it out. I get really fired up in the second half, guys. It's actually fucking Kino.
I don't know what this would be considered. I don't know how this could be considered Hitlerian in any way, shape, or form.
Oh,
love the speech, but not gonna lie, you sounded like Dwight Schrute when he gave that dictator speech.
That guy's gotta get banned.
Yeah,
guys,
ban that guy.
I don't know if you know this. Dwight Schrute is working in an office. Okay, I am giving a political speech at a political event about politics. I'm not okay, working at Scranton, Pennsylvania at a paper plant. Okay, I'm giving a fucking political speech. I saw a lot of people that were like, "Oh, this is just like Dwight Schrute." It's like, yeah, the reason why Dwight Schrute is funny in that moment is because he's working for a paper plant where they make paper and stationaries. Okay, that's why it's silly. The juxtaposition of him delivering a Mussolini speech. What makes it funny is that juxtaposition. I love you to death, Hasan, but the Mao suit isn't it, man. I can see people being fearful, and it leans heavy into the Fox News cockers, hit you with the communist stuff. Also have it.
Whoa! Excuse me.
Ban that guy.
Ban that guy.
The old heads believe them. Nice fitting suit, double-breasted, makes you look like someone old head morons love. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to stop wearing the Zhongshan suit. It's not the fucking Mao suit, okay?
It's not the...
It's a Chinese suit. I like it. I'm not going to stop wearing it. I don't give a shit if people go, oh, this is the Mao suit. Who cares? Who cares? Its origination doesn't even come from Mao Zedong. Obviously, Mao Zedong popularized...
It's like, this is like one-to-one the Hitler shit, right? Like, it's a symbol of peace, guys. You understand that before they used it, it was a symbol of peace. Like, it's the exact same fucking types of defense. Like, what do you mean before? Who cares? That's not what it's about. That doesn't matter.
Is it quite a bit?
It's like somebody giving you a cheeseburger with shit smeared on it, and you're like, well, just eat it, bro. Like, there wasn't shit on it when it came off the grill. Like, what a stupid fucking point.
But it's Sun Yat-sen who also wore it. Not only is it, it's the Zhongshan suit that is
He
like...
actually sounds like somebody trying to want to wear a swastika.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, that wasn't Hitler's symbol.
Yeah.
A Chinese style of like merging Eastern and Western aesthetics. But I also happened to get it tailored when I was in China by the fucking family that invented the suit style, invented that tailoring style. So, you know, it has, you know, not only does it look good, but I also like.
Like, it's so fucking shameless how cucked this guy is to fucking foreign countries, to fucking China. Like, I got a custom fucking mount. Like, just this is why Trump should fucking throw his ass out of the country. Unironically, this is too much. Or there should be like a serious level, not with this administration, but the next administration, a serious investigation. You went to China. It was all paid for. Nothing was disclosed to anybody. You got CCP social media, the Billy fucking social media. You had a CCP tour guide. They gave you a little red book. They went through your electronic devices at least a little bit when they said that you were when you were doing at that Tiananmen Square thing or whatever. And now you're saying you got like custom tailored suits that you could come back to the United States and to give speeches at, where you shit on the center left party while advocating for Mao style communism, and then you're on your stream saying that Mao did no wrongs and you would never criticize. Like, it's just like this is literally, it's more than the Tim Pool, Ukraine is the real enemy of the United States while he's getting paid by Russia. It's so insane. How many fucking foreign actors have a stake in my country's goddamn politics? It's crazy to me how much influence there is from these other people. It's so fucking weird and cringe and crazy.
I like the story behind it as well. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I don't care at all about it. That's why I make a very intentional choice to wear it, even though I'm trying to wear suits and everything else. But for here, right now, I need the Mao fit.
What's it called when you associate an Asian style of clothing with a specific Asian with the implication that it's bad? I mean, yeah, it's fucking racist. But it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's racist to call it the Mao suit. Oh, thank you, Drew. We're being and can we throw an Islamophobic in there somehow? Can we somehow get that? Not the Mao race.
Yeah, the only thing that matters when you wear stuff like this is, does it look good or not? Okay? Does it look good or not? That's it.
Yeah.
And if the answer is yes, it looks good. Yes is swag.
So next time he's going to show up in the Hugo Boss fucking swastika embroiled uniform, right?
Then who gives a shit? Ironically enough, I'm not a Maoist, but if they want to present me as one, who gives a shit?
Not a Maoist?
There was a really funny...
But defends the fuck out of Mao?
Created really funny discourse, though, I will say.
Why?
In the short clip Watts provided, Piker says, no more to those Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, and she saw this as an accurate description of everyone who is in DSA aligned. Yeah. It is created, once again, very funny discourse, okay? Origin of the suit doesn't matter. Who made it famous matters. Same as you don't see anyone using the now called Hitler mustache. He didn't invent it, but he made it famous. Yeah, there's no comparison between Mao Zedong and Adolf Hitler, dumbass. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying.
True. Hitler wishes he was as successful as Mao. But I like that Hasan kind of lets it slip here. There is no comparison between Hitler and Mao Zedong because he hates Hitler, but he loves Mao. That's true.
The suit doesn't matter. Who made it famous matters. Same as you don't see anyone using the now called Hitler mustache. He didn't invent it, but he made it famous. Yeah, there's no comparison between Mao Zedong and Adolf Hitler, dumbass. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to get to right now, which is that if you were to make that comparison, you're a fucking idiot. And I know a lot of people in the Western world not only make that comparison, but then turn around and say Mao Zedong is far worse than Adolf Hitler. He killed far more people than Adolf Hitler. It's a fucking stupid argument. That's my point. It's like, you know, anyone who is at least a little bit knowledgeable about Chinese history will understand that there is plenty of criticism that is warranted of Mao Zedong, especially in his later life. But
really, make it.
He's also a profoundly important historical figure for the entire planet and certainly for the PRC, People's Republic of China.
Hitler was an important figure. I like how he uses all of these like carefully couched fucking terms so that he can avoid criticism. I said he was a great figure. Great doesn't mean good. I said he was important. Of course he was an important figure. Yeah, I mean, one of the most respectable leaders in Europe during World War II was Hitler. He commanded a lot of respect, but respect can be like fearful respect as well. Like it's so, oh God. Also, why is he going through all this to defend Mao when he just said that he wears the Mao fit because it looks cool? And he got it tailored. Why is he going through all the effort now to defend him?
Yeah, Hasan, please stop wearing the Mao suit. It scares libs and normies. Also, while you're at it, please stop pushing socialist policies. It scares people. And to calm the masses, please start preaching that better things are not possible. Yeah.
Like, how do you square this with the fact that you're now wearing suits all the time? How do we I wear suits all the time to appeal to normies to, I'm going to go to the college DSA takeover event in my Mao suit. Like...
Mao killed practically half my dad's paternal family, and I don't even blame him. They were landowning 1%ers.
Oh my fucking God. What a fucking loser. Crazy fucking loser, bro.
These people call Nancy Pelosi a...
By the way, this guy simps for fucking Erdogan as well, 1 trillion%. These people never give real criticisms of, one, his home country, and then 2, all of the regimes that he stands the fuck out of. He'll have nothing to say about Stalinist Russia, nothing of substance, nothing to say about Maoist China, nothing to say about the Cultural Revolution or Tiananmen Square or anything bad about Tibet and everything. Like, nothing. He'll always say things like, yeah, I've got plenty of disagreements with them. But if you would actually press on those, what disagreements? It's always going to be the most minor. It's like when MAGA people say, like, yeah, well, I disagree with Trump about a ton of things. Like, what do you disagree with Trump over? Well, I think that he shouldn't cheat on his wife.
So they clipped something. They clipped me talking about Mao Zedong, and here's stopped by a cop who thought I was like making fun of Mao Zedong, which I never would and never will.
Fucking
Mao Zedong is a one of the great leaders of this world. Okay, a man who changed the entire universe, the entire planet. He did. He changed the trajectory of history. He did. He is the founding father of the People's Republic of China. And it's insane that these people, like Mao Zedong gets the same level of credit that the founding fathers do for America. Okay.
Like that clip should be like fucking played everywhere. That's just an insane fucking thing to say. And it tells you so much about where his mind is. To the young college Democrats of America, I can't believe that this guy doesn't get pressed by anybody. This is why he doesn't want me in any event, because I'm the only person that would know the questions to ask him. Literally the only motherfucking person that can do it.
Okay. That's it. Like it's literally the same thing as me saying George Washington's a great man of history and is a profoundly impactful, profoundly important person.
The same thing.
The American Revolution is a progressive historical event.
Can we just have something about like, you know that George Washington owned slaves, right?
Overall, all things considered. And of course, they were also slavers, right?
Ah! Dude, I can do it. Hasan, I got your back, bro. I'm going to go pick up the Malfit, okay? I'm going to shrink my head a little bit, and I can do the streams. I got you, buddy. I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
If you apply that same principle consistently to Mao Zedong, everybody in the fucking Western world loses.
Everybody's made mistakes, right? It's all the same. And this is what I mean when I say they don't actually have, like, real criticisms for any of these people. They don't.
Their minds where it's like, well, Mao Zedong, unlike George Washington, did not own slaves.
Oh, he was actually better. He was actually a better person. By the way, he would do Holocaust revisionism history on Tiananmen Square. Guaranteed. These tanky types usually do it, but they're never pressed on it. Like, if you ask them about it, they'll always say that the death count was grossly exaggerated. There might have been a few people killed. It was a horrible event. Like, I'm glad that China learned and moved on from stuff like that every single time. But nobody, I don't know if he's ever talked about Tiananmen Square before.
Yeah, this was a sad state of affairs, but our hearts are heavy today for the 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez of Carrollton, Texas. Brave young soldier was killed Friday in Iranian missile and drone strikes against U.S. base in Jordan. 90% of Yemeni don't support the Houthis either. That is not true.
Uh-oh. Excuse me. Who is this fucking chatter? Everybody in Yemen loves the Houthis.
For the record. There was a point in time when that could have been true. That point in time is gone.
They love them there.
So the reason why I say that is because of Israel.
Oh.
So even I'm literally a Yemeni that lives in Sanaa. Okay, great. But the Ansar Allah movement grew its popularity due to its opposition to Israel and its implementation of the blockade during Israel's genocide in Gaza. Palestine politics in Yemen, if you are actually a Yemeni who lives in Sanaa, you know better than I do this reality. They try to force Shia on the Sunni. Yeah, I know. Yes, okay, I already got it. I know. Yes, they're Shia, they're bad. You're Sunni and you hate them. You're not the majority though. I know this from even my Sunni Yemeni friends who I'm born and raised in Sanaa. He's living in a bubble.
I'm born and raised in Sanaa. That means that guy at 5 years old moved to London, Paris, or someplace in the United States and has never been back since. Guaranteed, by the way. 100%. Wait, no way. Is that the guy? I'm actually fucking... I need to buy lottery tickets. Zerocious. Comp Sci. Graduated 2024. UC Irvine, baby. Yeah, nice. King. I wonder if that other guy still lives in Yemen. And the guy right here who lives in fucking California is like, oh, that other guy lives in a bubble. Trust me, Hasan. I know what's actually going on. As I typed to you from fucking Anaheim, from Irvine, from San Diego.
That no matter who is running the country, they have always placed a special emphasis on Palestine.
Oh my fucking God, bruh. That's not until like the 80s or 90s. I don't even think they had anything... knowledge of even what was fucking going on. Yemen has been in constant civil war since at least since the end of World War I. What is this idea that they were like, oh, we're so minded about the Palestinian plight? What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody cares about Palestine and these other countries, bro. That's why none of the fucking Arabs actually do fuck all about it. That's why eventually they signed peace without the Soviet Union pushing them all along to stand in opposition to America's puppet in the Middle East. Nobody out there really cares about it. The Lebanese do, obviously, because they have fucking Hezbollah, that is a militia that has taken over the south of the country that continues to fight with Israel. So there's a lot of back and forth there. Syrians probably do because the Golan Heights still exist and Israel has their interests in their land there and they have not fucking settled whatever their fucking final border is going to be. I don't think they have yet. But other than that, like, no, like Gulf state, like there's not like this huge movement in these other fucking Arab states to be like, we need to talk more about Palestine. Like nobody fucking, they say they do, but like, nah.
For the most part, the attitude in Yemen, even from forces that opposed the Ansar Allah movement, that fought against the Ansar Allah movement and its leadership, is that they put down their arms and they joined in the battle against Israel.
The one-dimensional, the Middle East, to understand the Middle East, just look at Sunni and Shia, and that actually tells you all of the breakdowns.
is so sad that many of the Yemenis had to choose the side of the Houthis, but shit happens when people experience famine and are desperate for 7+ years since the war with Saudi. Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
The Ansar Allah movement is unbelievably popular outside of Yemen. It's not even a question. But Yemen endured a genocide that was backed by Saudi Arabia, that was backed by the United States of America. Yemen also then, in the aftermath of all of that, the Ansar Allah movement went and fought and implemented a blockade, a successful blockade that bankrupted one of Israel's 2 major ports.
Where does this talking point come? That bankrupted a port? What is Jaffa or whatever closed now? Or what?
How to cut through the controversy with Dr. Jihad. Yeah, I mean, I could have done like, there's a couple different classes. I was thinking about this because, like, look, this has been a very busy season for me. The fucking midterms are happening, so I didn't even consider applying for Streamer University. I didn't even consider it. There's no guarantee that I would have gotten in regardless. I probably should have, but I probably should have applied at least, you know, because it's cool. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. There's a lot of fun shit going on. You know what I mean? But what I will say is this. I actually appreciate it quite a bit. I think Kai is doing a phenomenal job. Obviously, there's like controversies and shit like that, but I mean, all those situations are always going to be somewhat chaotic, but I think it's...
Oh my God, the shameless slurp glazing.
It's far more positive than it is negative. And as far as like what I would do, there's a bunch of different things I could do. Crisis management, crisis PR. So you've been canceled, you know, 101. That's number one. The other one obviously is like ethics and conduct.
Wait, what?
Like
He's the
minimum,
worst
basic.
at that. He literally made fucking dogwarts, or not dogwarts. He literally made fucking Dogtober 7th happen. His actions. He could have solved that on day one. He's the worst person to have advice on that.
You just don't understand. He seeks out conflict, Dan. He seeks it out.
But yeah, it's the midterms. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even consider it. And then while it was happening, I was like, wow, I feel really old watching this stuff. But then also at the same time, I was like, this is probably a good opportunity regardless. He is actually phenomenally impactful and I think is a really, really positive figure for this space in general. A big part of why I also feel this way is because
oh my God,
Streamer University is fairly diverse.
Oh my God.
Twitch was not always so diverse, right? Streamer University, on the other hand, is unbelievably diverse. As a matter of fact, I'd go so far as to say it's like an unapologetically black event as well.
His #1 warrior. They're blaming a Twitch streamer for Kamala's loss again. If Taylor Swift and Beyonce couldn't help Harris win, what the fuck would an endorsement from a Twitch streamer do at that point? I do recognize the influence of a Hasan endorsement, but in the same vein, these motherfuckers will also say not to listen to Hasan's opinions. So like, what? Again, what would an endorsement have done if y'all were already shutting him from the party in 2024 anyways? Well, they were shutting him because he wouldn't endorse Kamala. What do you mean? That was the whole point. This person is legitimately fucking deranged. Okay. Is this actually Hasan's arm? Where is the arm analysis, guys? Young Democrats challenge the party's out-of-touch leaders. Interview with Cameron Landin. Hey, that's our guy. Executive Vice President
That's the guy.
of College Democrats of America and a student at the University of Chicago, conducted by Scott Harris.
Right now, I'm very happy to welcome to our program Cameron Landin, Executive Vice President of College Democrats of America, as well as a student currently at the University of Chicago. Cameron, thanks so much for being on our program tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hey, tell our listeners briefly about the College Democrats of America. I'm sure people understand the general concept, but, you know, maybe you could talk about the kind of work you guys do.
Yeah, of course. To expound on it a little bit, we are the national student wing of the Democratic Party of the United States. We have over 500 chapters in every single state across the country, except for Alaska. We're working on that one. Our chapters are, incredibly important local institutions of the Democratic Party across the country. We are involved in registering voters, knocking on doors for candidates, and making sure that we're holding candidates accountable on the local level.
Thanks for that, Cameron. So there's been recent gatherings of the Democratic Party, and you and other young delegates have expressed concern about a range of issues, including the Democratic Party's position on the current Trump war on Iran, as well as demands to halt U.S. aid to Israel, and recognizing Israel's genocide in Gaza. There's also been discussion at these sessions that I know you were part of regarding convincing the Democrats to take a real solid, strong stand on advocating for the abolition of ICE, as well as the elimination of dark crypto money from political campaign fundraising. There's a lot there, and I know we're not going to have time to talk about all of them, but maybe you can talk about generally where the Democratic Party is right now and where you and other progressive and particularly young activists like yourself want to see the Democrats go.
Sure. Yeah, I'm coming at this from two perspectives. Of course, I'm speaking for myself of what I believe, but also more importantly, I'm speaking for the views of our membership and our young people all across the United States. So I went to the DNC meeting a few weeks ago now in New Orleans, and we put forward a few resolutions specifically about the war in Iran, the genocide of the Palestinian people, the abolition of ICE, and crypto, APAC, and AI, dark money, and elections. And look,
it's like every slopulous talking point. Oh my fucking God.
As young people, we are, I like to tell people, College Democrats of America, we are the most progressive organization that is nationally affiliated with the Democratic Party. Young people, what's nice about young people is we don't have big donors. We don't have all these sorts of things that we need to be, held accountable to. We get to speak our mind, and we get to be a moral voice within the party. So, back during the student protest of 2024, I was proud to be the one to make sure that College Democrats of America put out a statement officially saying there is a genocide in Gaza. And the Biden administration at that time needs to be proactive in speaking out about that. And we need to keep doing that because young people absolutely demand that we have a party that actually listens to us, that stands up for what's right, that stands up for what's moral. And I had somebody at the DNC meeting as well on the dark money section say, someone that I met who I work closely with, you can't all lives matter your way out of this one. Insofar, and what that means is we're talking about, we need to keep doing that because young people absolutely demand that we have a party that actually listens to us, that stands up for what's right, that stands up for what's moral. And I had somebody at the DNC meeting as well on the dark money section say, someone that I met who I work closely with, you can't all lives matter your way out of this one. Insofar, and what that means is we're talking about, of course, dark money in elections is bad, but they want to keep it general because they don't want to say that people.
Why would you use a slogan that like alt-righters came up with to undermine BLM and pretend that like that's the Democratic Party? Like that's just such a weird, gross leveraging of that term, or that phrase. But okay.
People who are actually doing it. They don't want to say it's APAC. They don't want to say it's AI. They don't want to say it's crypto. They don't want to say it's all of these other industries. They don't want to be specific with it. Well, you need to be specific. You need to call out exactly who's doing it, why they're doing it, and the influence they have over our elections in the Democratic Party. And the unfortunate truth is that I know for a fact these DNC members and these DNC leadership are scared about doing it. They're very scared about calling it out.
Thanks so much for that, Cameron. We're speaking with Cameron Landin, Executive Vice President of College Democrats of America.
Wait, you just doxed him!
Discussion, debate, and issues within the Democratic Party nationally. And you're listening to WPCAN in Bridgeport, 89.5 FM, WPCAN.org on the net. Cameron, what's been the response of the people running the Democratic Party to demands from people like yourself, progressive activists, as well as young people, for change and the perception that the party really only responds to big donors and not to the grassroots supporters of the Democratic Party across the U.S.? Because I think, as you just alluded to, the majority of grassroots Democratic voters, people who go and vote for Democrats every couple of years at the local and national level, they by and large are very progressive in their outlook of the policies they'd like to see the Democratic Party advocate for, which seems to be different than the hierarchy within the Democratic Party that is pulling the party in a different direction. I don't know if that's the way you see it, but from the outside, that's what it appears to be.
That is the way that I see it. I'm going to say something very UChicago here, which is it reminds me of that quote from, I forget, one of Plato's texts where Socrates describes himself as a gadfly. We are annoying. We're like a fly that keeps pestering them and they keep trying to swat us away. Because we keep pushing these issues that they don't want to push, they don't want to bring to the fore, because it makes them uncomfortable. It'll be so much easier for the Democratic Party leadership to pretend like we do not exist, to pretend like we're not a problem. Of course, I understand why the Democratic Party leadership wants to present this united front, why they want to act as though young people are fully behind it, we're not doing anything wrong, we're doing great. I fully understand why they want to do that in this moment, but it's not going to cut it, not at all. And I have a lot of respect for most of the people in leadership, in national leadership. I think Ken Martin is a very well-meaning guy. I've seen him spend some of his own money to support young people going to these DNC meetings, paying out of his own pocket to support them. And I do think he's well-meaning, but there are large forces within the Democratic Party that want to do everything that they can to shut down young voices, to prevent this more progressive wave that is here amongst the base from being manifested nationally, because it's like the same thing that we saw in 2024. They think that going more moderate is how we're actually going to win these things, and of course they're scared of.
That's how we've had all of our major massive election wins, by the way. But
bring away these donors, but we're not going to let them do that, and we're going to be annoying, and we need to be annoying. We need to keep annoying them. We need to keep pestering them, because that's how we're actually going to appeal to not only the base but people all across the country who are demanding better.
Cameron,
it's just crazy to me. I understand. Listen, I don't even think the guy's mission is bad, if that's what you want to do. But why then call yourself, or why be part of the official DNC if you're just here to be a radical activist wing of it to constantly attack them?
There's been recent public opinion polls that are fairly consistent over the last couple of years. There's a recent CNN poll.
So
for
did this
example,
organization get co-opted by fucking lefties?
Yeah, but everything that the lefties slide into, they slowly co-opt. Because what happens is you can never criticize them, so everybody slowly over time has to start taking on more and more of their opinions, and then they'll attack anybody viciously that doesn't basically pair the party line.
Good morning, all. This is Christian, the Michigan House State Lead. I'm coming at you from the great city hall of Lansing, the capital of Michigan. As we get our canvassing operations on the ground, I already have people moved in, we've begun training, and we have picked up our voter registration forms. They can be dropped off at any fire department, but more than anything, we want to go door to door, hear what people's issues are, hear what they really care about, and make sure they are ready to vote in this upcoming primary. There's never been a more important time, and we are looking forward to getting started.